inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I skinny and then
सबसे बड़ा चेंज है यही था लास्ट टाइम एक स्लॉट था
my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Hi, Scott. Hi, Astro. Hi, Vishesh. Hi, Sahil. Hi, Naveed. Hi, Dronil. Do we have a chance in the second playoff? The second playoff is just not this stuff. How you guys want? No chance of VLP. The second qualifier. Very good.
I'm at 2-0 VLT. None of us expected this coming. I expected VLT 2-0 yesterday in the semifinals, but still.
I don't know why Nordwin asked me to put...
Icebox got kind of close in the end, but it's fine. Enigma had it in their back, made a huge comeback possible. But yeah, now with the
I legit
finals,
till date I
Esports,
don't
as you
understand
mentioned,
why should I add a delay, bro.
has a lot of eyes locked on them. Enigma being kind of like the underdogs, I would say. Last time they did pretty well, but again, now coming inside here, Enigma also has a huge chance. And keep this thing in mind, even if any of the teams lose
Well, the
over here,
second
it doesn't
playoff
matter.
starts
They still
tomorrow
have another
morning.
chance, even in wildcard and also in the overall the playoffs, also in India qualifiers too. So they have two more chances in the front.
Exactly. There's plenty of chances for these teams to go about it, but right now I'm sure their minds are ultra focused on this best of 5 series, the first of its kind in VCC 2.0. So
Well,
I'm
did
excited
English
to see
no, bro. We
especially
lost
how these
yesterday.
teams
We lost
think
to
about
Enigma.
the veto process, whether they decide to target ban, whether they decide to go for comfort bans, because in that regard the teams are quite different. Whereas EG has continuously taken out the map of Breeze, we expect that to continue along. GE has more been of the kind that, hey, let me evaluate the other team.
Wait,
and
why you
decide
need to
on
add delay?
this
They
and that. So
don't add the other
Fracture is
teams.
split
Boy,
ban is where
ask
I'm
them the
thinking for
same
GE,
question.
Oh, there we go. It comes in
Oh,
through,
Breeze
man.
banned.
And then two
Attackers
athletes
sent. Let's go.
It's the Fracture and Breeze as you expected. That's what exactly happened over here. Global Esports going to the Ascent. Then you have Enigma Gaming going to Bind. And again, Global picking up Heaven, and the Decider is going to be played on Split. Interesting one for sure. I feel like Ascent and
That's
Bind
what I
has to
asked
be two of the
them.
most
They
closest
told
matches
you'll have
out
to
there.
follow it.
my eye is actually going to the side selection, because if you notice on Ascent and Bind, Enigma and Global respectively have both picked up starting.
How you guys
on
doing
the
today?
attacking
Are you
half.
guys
And
excited?
now
Because
this
I'm
signals
excited
to
for
me
this
that
matchup.
teams not only want to get started in a
Considering what
proactive
Enigma
mode,
has on their
something
plate,
we
I think
noted
Enigma do
very
stand a chance.
extensively
Bro.
in the match against VLT and Enigma yesterday, where we felt like Enigma did not get pressured enough because of the lack of proactivity in the Velocity Gaming side. It clearly shows that both of these teams, they want to play this series on their own terms.
Exactly. Velocity is one of those teams that they really take their own time, sweet little time to execute any kind of strategies. And this is where Enigma got a lot of breathing space for themselves, and they were able to comfortably take VLT down and get those reads possible as well. But now going inside over here in the grand finals, I feel like there's going to be huge changes.
I thought there were only 6 maps left.
Now they do have really good
My moderators, guys. My moderators are...
Some motivational words should be saying 80% from YB. YB, what do you think? So if you're YB coming inside the grand finals, what are you going to say to Enigma?
So I actually had the fortune of talking to YB in my post VCC analysis stream. Very thankful to him. He jumped on and shared some great insights about how he prepares the team. So for YB, it's all about getting the players individually ready for the grand finals. And he was even talking about how in timeouts, he's rarely talking about strategies.
Really doesn't have a question.
To get the players on the right
Can you explain about the pros and cons in Q2 for VLT?
So then they can
Bro,
find the
pros we get
solutions
another
to
chance, cons
that sort of
we get only
democratic process in
cons,
Enigma,
nothing bro,
it's
just
a
one more
double-edged
chance
sword
for us to
where
qualify.
Ideally, in a utopian world, it is the
No
best
one bro,
process
morning
to
will
have,
it be streamed? I
but
don't think
it's
it'll be
so
streamed.
damn
It's
hard
just
to
like
execute. So
Qualifier
I
1
wanna
bro.
see if GE can
It
bring
won't
in
be
some sort of
streamed until...
panic, bring some sort of fear into the minds of Enigma.
Won't be
and break
streamed
down
until
that
the
process.
quarterfinals, the
And I
round
feel
of
like
everything until then.
Enigma overall panic
Will
where
be
GE
played
have to be
off
really
stream.
aggressive. They will have to do something that's unexpected. SK Rossi will have to be the man unleashed today. They will just have
Anna,
to
vale vale
unleash SK
endukana
Rossi from the cage
telisinaadu
and be
naaku.
like, just go ahead and just decimate them, man. This is your chance to shine. Maybe just go ahead, do some solo plays happen, make some solo plays happen, because SK Rossi has the potential to win those individual duels. But on the other hand, you have a man like Rafael as well, the upcoming talent.
Which Discord yours or I said no.
Really well. So what do you think? So how things are going to be looking like for Rafael?
I think it's going to be an absolute thriller to witness, and as you said, like I think the key difference we've rarely seen Rafael take a step back. He's always that forefront player. He's always the engaging player, trying to find the plays and the moves for his team. I even remember
support
a
Enigma.
yesterday where that
I'm rooting for Enigma.
Slapped him while he was sitting on truck with a knife.
I'm rooting for
When I
Enigma.
talked to YB and Excalibur yesterday, they were like, Rafael.
Yeah, I know.
Even though like it was not his fault at all. That's
The coach was communicating. I did go through my
takes it to heart. We're talking about agent pick rates on the map of Ascent.
Wait, I didn't do. Yato senpai ne vachindi. Vale.
India Qualifier. You can see how important that
Yato senpai ne vachindi.
Astra combo is. It's the 5th agent that is really going to.
You want to see at least one in any masters and know the better going there? I don't know, bro. Considering now all 3 of them, bro.
No,
VLT, Global, and Enigma. All 3 of them are considering very strong. Will
they
they stand a chance to win Masters? No, like 0% to win Masters because we need to. We don't know what the level of competition is there. And don't mistake me yawning and all. It's just that I'm super tired because I've been doing a lot of work lately.
Definitely, especially with the way it's been changed from the old Rolling Thunder to the newer one, where it's a complete block. I think, especially given what we talked about, where we're going to be looking for both of these teams to be really proactive. That reach can be that X factor in terms of that proactivity. So I think a lot of options for those teams in that.
You can type, bro. Then there was a mistake by my mod. I'm sorry.
Jet and the Sova, I don't think there are going to be any changes whatsoever. But I might just be surprised on that regard. I want to see if one of the teams decides to, go for a bold experiment, take out the Killjoy for the chamber. I wouldn't like it personally, but I always like experimentation.
I mean, yeah, I understand Chamber's really good, but he's more kind of like a duelist, man. I don't know why. I've never looked at Chamber as like a tactical aspect. I've always looked at Chamber as like a duelist. I mean, he's really good. He has those weapons as well. He has all that kit that you need as a duelist. He has pretty much his own tour de force as well to just take out enemies. And overall, I would say the op that he has is just way better than compared to the actual op. I do understand it's way flexible, it's way smoother to play with, it's way much more lightweight. It feels really light to use as well. So overall, it's a plus point for sure. But still, if I am any of these teams in the grand finals, I would go for a little bit more.
I rotate my side as I look up.
I mean, yeah, definitely. And on that point you mentioned, right, it's especially enlightened to us in the fact that one of the greatest operators or sniper players in Valorant right now, in Wardell, he's shifted completely to the chamber so that he can rely on that point of course a lot more. But hey, we don't have to wonder about it anymore. It's that Sky instantly locked in for Hellranger.
Oh, lightning fast with the neon.
That Sky locked in for Excali. I think the only change, maybe, because Excali did this to us yesterday, is that maybe, just maybe, he pulls out his Reyna on Ascent 2, but I would give it more like a 90 to 10% chance.
Look at lightning.
It's most likely just gonna be
just teasing us.
Nah,
Yeah, you cannot.
2 minutes left, 30 seconds left, bro.
You cannot take it.
What's up?
You cannot play Neon, man. You gotta adjust to something else. And lightning fast, I'm pretty sure he will try and move her to Astra, as you mentioned. Astra has to be one of the most like key controllers. Actually, no, my bad. Astra is already taken, so yeah, KJ, he's probably going to be going towards, and this is what he's going to lock on. But yeah, Ascent moving inside the map of Ascent, man. What are you speculations?
Why so serious, bro? I'm super tired, bro. My head has been aching. I have loose motions.
Overall, it's going to be a steamroll.
Oh, I think this is going to be perhaps the closer.
Model
of
3,
all
let's
the
go.
maps. When we go on
Congrats,
to the
man.
other maps, I do have
Congrats.
kind of a strong opinion on which team is going to take the cake. I'll get to it. Hold on! This is what I was talking about. The
Excali with the Reyna.
10% possibility, and this is something that Vibe mentioned to me in our chat yesterday, where he said that yes, he understands that certain agents can be better.
Vatsal, kuch kar rahe hai bhai? Kya kar rahe hai, Vatsal?
For him as a coach and for Enigma as a team, what comes as the #1 priority is that specific player's comfort. We saw
exactly.
Vatsal kuch kar rahe hai bhai? Vatsal pee raha hai, coffee pee raha hai.
Comfort factor really playing into this pick here. Reyna coming in.
Kya ho gaya, bro?
Boy, oh boy. Map 1 of the grand finals, Necro. I am pumped. You can see the teams are as well. Let's get it.
Look at Antidote's monitor, dude. It's just flashing on his face. It's like he's actually getting.
Why no experiments by Indian team? But what do you define? Define experiments.
Just has game face on.
Define
really
experiments.
Feeling good. Rexy kind of sleepy there, just yawning, but it's fine. You know, he's probably gonna get the game in, head in the game. Global Esports, one of the toughest competitions you can ever go against. And Enigma over here to make history. Let's find out what's gonna happen again.
Whom is supporting Enigma?
Let's immediately talk about the composition.
We are the Enigma.
Because, comfort definitely
all the way.
a big deal when it comes to these teams. But as you rightly mentioned, the Sky offers you a plethora of options that you can.
Did he just say the Sky offers you a plethora of options? No, I heard plethora. I was kidding.
To be one of the strongest teams at doing just that. For now, the immediate guiding light push towards A main. They're gonna get information that nobody's over there, and just on the basis of that, casually walk themselves in. They've got free A main control, but Enigma trying to trade it for a minute. This is where Lightning Fast's job becomes key. Necro, he's got to hold on for dear life.
Look at
they got that kill too.
He tried to catch one off, wasn't really able to successfully do so. Oh, Excali as well takes a huge dink. And look at that, Global Esports, a beautiful push coming in from the A side. They were actually able to get a huge man advantage rolling through on their side as well.
How does his frenzy work in long range? Rossi, you piece of long range duelist. How does this? How does this frenzy work on long range?
Alive for Enigma. Pressure definitely is going to start to build up as the time progresses by. Spike is ticking. Global Esports slowly moving in. I do see SK Rossi as well, given those comps. RVK finds an opening. That's a crucial frac that was needed. Kappa taken care of now, but it doesn't matter. Rossi's still alive in the game, and he's going to kick things off on a good note.
I do think that, of course, this is just a pistol, so we don't need to read into it
Enigma.
too much.
Yeah.
Full skin
I do think that somewhere along the line, maybe around the 4th or 5th round, Enigma is going to have to start contesting.
Nobody experiments in official tournament, then try. Not really, bro. If you're confident enough, you can experiment wherever you want.
He's going to keep doing that in areas like B main or A short into the catwalk area to try and get Rossi into a favorable position. But at times, he's going to do it alone because that's the strength of a Sky, where he can function as that Sova almost, making her guiding light a default in itself. But immediately, something to keep your eye on, Necro. Not just the Ares, the save for SK Rossi, just the frenzy and the full buy. He's got his eyes set on that operator.
Yeah, he's going for that early op. Makes a lot of sense, right? You want to go for safer plays in the grand finals. And again, SK Rossi, yeah, with the frenzy being really aggressive, does realize frenzy is pretty deadly in those close engagements, so that's what he's trying to go for. Enigma with having all sheriffs in their hands, looking to crack some skulls open. Is that going to be a possible thing, though? That's what I'm wondering. Rafu should just dash inside the side in no time, but no, instead gets taken care of easily.
Yeah, did they smoke the turret off?
Stop the entire push. Antidote will need to back off. He'll just collect the orb and be happy.
Immediately noticed the adaptation from Global Esports though, where this time, as soon as they got the aggressiveness in the pistol round in A main,
वो रॉसी का क्रॉसर है कि डिफॉल्ट क्रॉसर है?
on A main this time with the
रॉसी इतना बड़ा
KJ
क्रॉसर से क्यों खेल रहा है?
and they use that early trailblazer towards mid to guarantee
Go
that
get
they
some
don't
sleep,
give
but I
away
have to
mid
stream,
control.
bro.
Knowing that Kappa's got the Aries on B main,
Can't believe my
trying to
Sunday I had so
and
much
that
work,
Aries
bro.
will shut them down. So GE clearly thinking on every single front. Enigma though now trying to move through catwalk, faking that window, breaking towards tree to then find a rotate towards Antidote, who's slowly but surely making his way onto B main.
30 seconds
B
left.
plant is the goal.
Well, I don't know why they have that light
That
on today,
Aries-
man. Won't.
There we go. There we go. The Aorus is just going to mow through flesh, I'm pretty sure. It's just going to shred. It's just going to rip him apart. Kappa is waiting for the moment to strike. Shock dart's beautiful. Catches one player. Skull's connecting.
Remaining.
Bullets are landing this time. And Kappa's be
That's so sad with the jump.
A little questionable play from
Okay.
Hellranger. Didn't really realize
Come
the
on,
man
see.
was right underneath him, but RVK will be shut down finally. And a teammate as well. Beautiful.
You are not getting
And
anyone
not
lose
a
this, bro. It's
single
something I can't
investment lost in the sense
control,
that
bro. I can't
Frenzy
control,
was
bro.
bought by SK
I'm too
Rossi.
tired,
He's
bro.
able to
Body is not
recover
able to take it.
Hellranger Spectre. He'll be able to buy the operator while the rest of the team goes on a bonus. Now, the kind of setup.
What the hell, bro? Abhishek, what's up, bro? Welcome back.
Rossi's going to
Hello,
join
bro.
his team on the bonus. I see Hellranger dropping over.
Oh, by the way,
to
guys,
Rossi.
as I told you
Now
guys, as I
Hellranger
promised you
takes
guys, we'll be
Rossi's share,
shooting
so
moto
this is
vlog
gonna be
soon.
pure aggression from
I
GE
don't know
once
if I'll
again,
be
going
able to
towards
buy a
that pistol
GoPro, but
default.
we'll do something and
This
we'll be
time,
shooting
RBK
moto
has an
vlogs.
alarm bot, and he's gonna try to hold on by himself while again Enigma tried to take mid control. It's maybe a tit for
Interesting.
tat thing while teams engage and
Uh,
exchange those power points for Rossi.
Talk about interesting.
Nice trade.
That's one of those for sure. And that's a Vandal retrieved in the hands.
Hi,
as
bro,
well.
Daxel.
They really
Hi,
need
Daxel.
that lightning fast 'cause the
Have some coffee, bro.
gravity roll
I'm
was
having
kind
loose
of making
motions,
things
bro. I
tough
can't
for
have
him, but
coffee
it doesn't
also.
matter. Still connects those
Have
heads with
medical
the,
complications.
Spectre. Just look at the nerves in these guys. Even just to think about to make this kind of a play happen against Vandals and Phantoms is insane. It's in itself, and this
So when
shows
FSL is
the amount
starting
of
next
confidence
first week
that,
of February.
Global Esports has come inside this matchup. They've definitely done their homework. Rexy looking to strike. Lightning fast taken out the equation now. Global Esports left with 3 players alive. Rexy quite low. Threat's gonna be lingering.
Eat something which will hype you up. I can't.
Guard inbound. Skill spotted in the B.
Diet, remember?
Info conveyed for
Whatever I
sure.
eat, my
They still need to
subscribers
run
and
that
my
from behind in the back, which is
my
Antidote.
lovely followers
Beautiful shot
are
dart.
sending pictures and
Denying the
messages to
plant.
Anna and
Actually,
telling
no,
him
scratch
everything.
that. The
I'm
plant's
scared
there.
of to eat.
But the shock dart has shut him down. That was beautiful. Now it's all down to Antidote, the IGL himself, to make some
Okay.
clever decisions. But this time, that's not going to be the case.
And this was the bonus round for Global
There are
Esports.
GoPros
They
available
get
for
rid of
rent, but you'll have to look
Vandals
for it.
all of their
It's not
players.
about
As you
renting
said,
one, bro. Let's say I'm traveling from
humongous
Chennai to
Aiden
Bangalore and
gave
Bangalore
the
to somewhere else.
diffuse
Why will I
over
take
to
it for
that
rent?
sky
But I know
so
you.
she can get
Any
to
VLT
that
match today? No,
ultimate
bro. We
online
lost
that much sooner.
yesterday,
And
no?
you
So
have
we
to
got knocked
remember
out of
that
the
2
tournament.
rounds back to
Today
back,
is the
what we
finals
see
between
is
Enigma
that
and
Global Esports
Global.
in the pistol and in this bonus, they push and take in A-main control while they get traded for in terms of mid control. But because that Killjoy is playing on the opposite
Third place
side
match for
of the
VLT today.
equation,
Which is
when
off stream.
Global
We just played
Esports
off
was
stream.
playing with the
Enemy
sky
remaining.
towards
On
mid,
stream,
the
no
Killjoy is
match.
playing A, and when Global Esports is pushing A, Killjoy is playing mid. Now, again, the Killjoy anchor set up towards A, Global Esports able to hold on to
Kappa
mid.
be like right
This
to his
means
nah,
that
bro.
there will be
Kappa!
a point where the attackers actually get to proactively decide that they want this part of the map. Instead, they always run into an anchor setup and it becomes that much more difficult. So already that proactivity from Global.
Oh, boy.
Rossi, oh boy.
Here
What
we
went
go.
wrong yesterday?
Rossi
Did not
is gonna
see.
be a huge
I don't
threat.
think we were on top
And
of our
to
game, bro.
neutralize him, they will have to make some demonic
I'm
plays
not
happen.
a very good player where I can analyze what has
Scout
happened,
straight up
what
walks
has
in.
gone wrong.
And still is able to connect. Headshot on the
you and
Hellranger.
me?
Oh no.
We're like
Missing quite a lot of
brothers.
shots. Hellranger's not going to
So
be happy about
what-
that.
What went wrong
What
yesterday?
didn't go
Did
right
not
was we were
see.
not on
Look
top
at
of
how
our game.
scared
That's all I
Enigma
can tell you.
are. Makes a lot of sense. It's the man, Rossi himself,
Okay,
yielding
so
as
that-
well.
Eat something to
Lightning
hype you up.
fast
I'm on a
connects,
diet,
another
bro. I
shot on
can't eat stuff.
RVK. 2 players
I
left
can't
alive
drink a
for
lot of coffee because I have
Enigma.
loose motions.
Economy in shambles.
The pain.
Enemy remaining.
Look at the map too, right?
Spike
Like,
down B.
I understand this is the eco, but even the anchor setup able to push in through because they understand that most of the resources of Enigma are committed towards either taking mid or trying to take B main, which means no pressure on GE across the map except for Excali's insane shots. Back-to-back headshots. This Lena just wants to
Shot
retrieve.
Regali.
Now that rifle from the switch area. Instead,
30 seconds left.
he's sneaky. Oh, Theo finding
Oh,
through.
man.
Nice try, Re, Kali.
Rossi's back.
Oh, he has. He has indeed. But yeah, economy was in shambles for Enigma Gaming. That's why they had a little eco. But coming inside this round is going to be really crucial for them. Hellranger missing a lot of shots over there. Production as well, just being really savage. Showing that in the replay. Just rubbing salt on his wounds.
Hey.
Dating, yeah, bro.
Now
Dating
like
as in I'm
4-0.
taking care of my food intake.
Appa.
Not like a
Oh,
diet per se.
Oh
but
yeah, this is.
I'm really sorry I'm
Oh,
not able to
yeah.
be very hyped up
Full
today,
bars
guys.
coming
I
in,
just
the
hope you
Odin
understand.
coming in. Time to go BURP, and you can see the power of the Odin. Just relying on that Odin entirely to go for that Behold. But this is where the conditioning comes in, if you notice, towards A main. Where you can see
I'm really
multiple
sorry, bro.
members of
I'm not
Enigma
able to
ready
like
to
hype it
contest.
up and be
A
hyped
similar
like
default
yesterday.
from Hellranger. He
My
uses
health is
Guiding
not
Light
good.
and the Trailblazer to get info, because of which they might expect a 3-man stack at A, but that's not actually what it is. They're playing a contact setup here with Skills playing Binary and Hellranger just being the bait here, breaking the recon drone, breaking the Guiding Light. Skills is positioned completely unknown to Enigma right now.
Oh, Skills and Winery, yeah, as you mentioned. But still nothing to report from the player. He hasn't peeked out. Not a lot of info being retrieved.
They're going to the Odin.
Yep, there we go. Odin pulls out. Kappa is ready, crosses train. He's just waiting for them to straight up walk into it. This shock dart can be huge. A beautiful shock dart as well. Another will rebound. I'm pretty sure it has dealt a decent amount of damage. Operator being shut down. That's a huge shutdown this time. But still,
Odin's being shut down
Enigma,
as
they're
well.
able to maneuver with a slick movement, and they're able to get their hands on the site. 2 players left alive for Global Esports. Things are fading away this round. The possibility of winning it. Aorus
Skills is actually winnable.
Skills with a huge 2K can make some things possible. Cosmic Divide used as well. Interesting. Complete backside being blocked. Skills taking a sweet little time to make this execution happen. Moving in from.
Oh, he did drop below 1 HP. Arey yaar.
I wonder if he could have rather
Nice
gone for
try,
the
Macha.
Cosmic Divide in a diagonal manner to try and isolate the fights, maybe
Nice try.
separate Raphael from Rexy in that situation. But I can understand the logic where he's expecting one player to be
What
on
are you
the
doing?
side and
Yeah, bro.
another player
अरे
to
for
be
sure,
both
Rajiv
house.
भाई.
Go
जरूर
for
भाई,
that
जरूर.
both house Cosmic Divide.
कोई एडवाइस नहीं ले रहा हूँ इसीलिए.
Huge plays from Excali especially, getting Enigma that entry and Antidote chiming in to make sure that the round taken away by Enigma as they open up the books, they get themselves on the board, and now hopefully they can keep this momentum going, because that round, it didn't really affect Global's economy as much as Enigma would have liked. Still the operator coming out for GE, I expect. Maybe the
Skills का
Odin as
round
well,
था बे.
for the start of the round, it's just a few shots taken by the op as he then rotates over to A, and the read is right by Rossi and GE. That's where Enigma have their sights.
A's where they got the sights. Drone spots 1 man out. Hunter's Fury out. 2 players get tagged. Not great. Rossi posted up behind the cardboard box on the site. A little bit of team flash coming through, but Rossi does have the play storm available to slice through his enemies. Lockdown invested. Huge investments being done from the side of Enigma.
But this
Oh, the
lockdown
round is gonna be
just
so
not key because
costly, dude.
they slightly missed up the wall. I think normally the wall needs to be slightly more narrow so they can plant in that box area. But now with that lockdown, they can still move in. Rossi says no, though he finds one. But already the site is gained for Global
Yeah, it was actually a
Esports
mistake.
and-
The
sorry, for
wall.
Enigma Gaming and Global Esports in a weird situation, Necro, because both of their remaining players are on opposite sides of the site. So they're gonna have to rely on just 1v1s and some nutty shots.
Nutty shots indeed, yeah. Skills and Kappa, the 2 experienced players alive now.
Nice shot, Rexy.
But Rexy is just really good. Even with 30 HP, he's able to make some miracles happen. Gets a 3K for himself. Skills trying to fight back in a situation that he's found himself in. Not really that comfy, huh?
Nice try.
Instantly shut down. So Scan's not going to go through.
Bro,
it
MRC
doesn't
not
matter.
playing today.
Scully
VCC. No, bro.
with that
This is
aggressive
finals.
angle will shut him down.
Boxing are real.
Back-to-back round wins from Enigma Gaming. They are starting to make that dent in GE's economy. I don't think the operator
No, bro, not like that.
in that next round. So maybe GE do go for that full eco to bring back the operator. But right now, Enigma are back in the driver's seat for at least temporarily as they look to persevere and push in. And again, that power of the Reina coming in with respect to the fact that the biggest weakness of the Sova Sky combination is that your Jet is often left stranded in those executes. But now, Excali can set up.
Hey ladies, drop it down.
This is going to be that Eco 4GE, Inish, Guiding Light, as well as Trailblazer. All of the Sky utility used very, very early to just get the information, but it will mean if they lose sight, retakes become that much harder.
It really looks like a wall.
Side control is what G really needs. Rexy getting that orb in his hands. Excali just in the front trying to gather as much as attention as possible. Slow walk through.
I'm all good, bro. Janbaz, what's up?
Kind of like a mid to B, maybe kind of a strat, or maybe they're just going to completely rotate A site. That's what it seems like. Tree control is what the priority is, but there's a lot of utilities, even from the side of Global Esports, to try and stop this push. But here we go, presence spotted. Utilities will be used as well, but it doesn't matter. Offfields crosses untrained. Two beautiful frags from the side of Enigma. Another one to make it through. Blades are out, but the right click's being used. That means now he's out of Blade Storm.
Trying to get the gun though. Set up the Cloudburst. I do think he's been able to.
It's actually doable now, bro. I think he got the weapon.
We'll guarantee that both of them able to now retrieve a Vandal for themselves now. It is all about damage here, but Rothfuel's got. Oh, actually, Anti's got his hands on the operator, finding himself in the shoes that he started this game in with that operator role. But in this 1v2, Rossi too low to surely clutch this.
Oh! Nice try,
Too low. Classic's gonna seal the deal on him.
Is Enigma gaming coach foreigner? Yeah, bro. He's a German.
In their hands, as you mentioned, yeah, for now,
He's YB from Germany. He's a former CSGO player for Optic India. CSGO player come coach for Optic India.
Full buy again in their hands. But the way these guys are connecting some nutty shots, this is making me question. Because, just making me question Global Esports overall, because now that they have the momentum going in their favor, and Enigma is one of those teams that's not going to let this momentum get away that easily.
I mean, I know you were looking at all the nutty shots in Necro, but what I had my eye on in that round was as soon as Anti landed that shot on the sniper, the Astra went like just showing off her swag, you know, just showing off the vibe the Astra brings to your team, and Anti as well. Very chill.
मेरा चैट में कोई अंबानी है तो बताओ मेरे को जल्दी एक क्रेडिट कार्ड चाहिए, मतलब मैं पे करूंगा मंथली पर सिर्फ एक क्रेडिट कार्ड चाहिए. Thank you, love you too.
What is going wrong? They were off to a flying start, 4-0 on the scoreboard, but in these last 3 rounds, Enigma have got themselves.
आपका सिविल स्कोर भी बढ़ेगा.
Looking to equalize in this next round. It's especially important because the last.
Hey ladies, drop it down. Let's go.
Gotta make sure they don't lose because that gives Enigma a free goal.
Tactical timeout from their side now. Global Esports do realize this round's going to be really important for them for the momentum in the future. Look at the amount of economy Antidote has in his hands. Or at least had in his hands. He had 4,000 credits to start off with. Now he's got the operator in his hands as well. SK Rossi with complete 0 credits in his hands. SK Rossi needs to get at least a couple of frags to kick things off for himself when it comes to the economy. This frag can be crucial, but no, instead Excali denies it. A little too close to comfort for SK Rossi. Will fall down, but instantly the operator retrieved by Skills is looking to get the trade.
पैसा नहीं चाहिए रे, credit card चाहिए EMI.
It's not going to be the case instead. Oh no, Skills too lucky. Oh, to make it out alive.
CC for a CC.
Skills will still make a peek happen with the op. Oh no, misses another shot. Skills. Now in the back side. This is where he's going to try to at least make this push stop. Has the Phantom back in the hand. Excali not really checking the gen. And he will have to pay the price for it.
Hey, camera
the Astra, because that's exactly what Skills makes it look like. The A-Shites
Odin!
shut down
Odin!
Anti does find a brilliant quickscope to shut down Kappa, but immediately Hellranger there for the trade, meaning no actual value gained in terms of area, but RBK's lurking. And look at this, Skills might just get off guard. But no, he slows down at the exact right moment, and instead, he's gonna get the audio cues from the players moving on the catwalk. He has to have given the call to Hellranger. Both of the players towards A. His job now only to stop the plant, and in prime position to do so. Skills finds that 1 kill and steps right back.
Rexy ka doable hai
right there. Rexy will stick the plant.
What a step up from Skills, bro.
The 4 HP. His mentality is not going to be stopped after that. And look at your friend, dude, Malov. Just over there chilling, being the coach of G, giving them all the call-outs they need, helping them make these rounds possible. What's up?
I like to say that after yesterday, Ivy is my friend too.
Okay. There we go. CA is just kind of like going out there, just hunting for coaches, and he just wants to be really good friend. He just wants to be really good friends. Maybe I should start being available for your post analysis stream as well. Maybe I should start hopping on them.
अच्छा था ये skills का?
Yeah, SK Rossi.
मैंने सही मेरे को first लगा आप skills लगते थे.
Drone taken out, huge investment out from Sola. Not really able to gain a lot of info with that, but just knew that the operator was posted in mid. SK Rossi now will need to try and stop this push on the B side. Condar's going to scan Hellranger out from Rafiel. Blade Storm slicing through SK Rossi will get the operator in hand, and now Rafiel's going to be a deadly man. Rafiel's looking
side मिल गया.
With the operator,
Side मिल गया रे.
2 players alive for Global Esports.
मतलब yeah bro.
And just like that, somehow Global Esports have
bro,
things up. Lightning Fast is just going to peek in his crosshair. Watch out. Rafiel misses that crucial shot, but it's fine. Excali's got his back, and now Skills, the only man left alive for Global Esports. The lifeline for Global Esports in this round. Round matters quite a lot for them. If this round they lose it, economy's going to be in shambles, but it doesn't matter. Skills has some insane skills for sure, CA. And he's looking to make this clutch possible. Rafiel's on an off angle.
He's got the cosmic divide back.
Yeah, he's got the cosmic
simply
divide
cut
as well.
off the boathouse and tried to go in, but instead surprises the heck out of Rafiel, finds the 4K. And boy, oh boy, that name is because this lad has got some.
हाँ मैं ही skills हूँ. अरे कोई बता रहे थे मैं ही skills हूँ. मैं ही skills.
And I just like how like Kappa's shirt as well.
मैं ही skills.
Back, it's like that's cap. That's cap. You guys thought we were gonna lose? Nah, that's cap. But yeah, anyways. Rafiel, with the operator being actually retrieved, I was so scared for Global Esports, but still, I mean, again, Global Esports, yeah, that's a really good play. Those are some flashy frags as well from Skills. But there's nothing to be proud of as a team because that's some solo plays happening over there.
What?
I mean, you can see it on
bro,
the
chill.
scoreboard.
I'm sorry, bro. It's the finals. I don't want to be chill.
That's not a round you want to look at as a standard because, as you mentioned, they did screw it up. They had advantage in the start, but they gave that away. So gotta make sure.
Bro, once if you don't like it, don't watch, bro. I can't be chill and all, bro. This is me, macha.
Maybe one round they give up like
Just
that.
reduce the volume or something by a bit. But it's the finals of VCC, bro. आज भी chill रहो तो क्या है?
Off consistently. So now, consistency is the name of the game for both of these teams. Into that 6-3 scoreline, especially with that Reina, Enigma need to pump up the pace. They need to find a way to at least push this to a 7-5 and then go for the defense. But already, Rossi missing some shots that, well, we would miss, but for Rossi, quite uncharacteristic.
I feel like those shots are more kind of like meant to be like a terror for Enigma to think twice before making the push happen. But no, Rossi, that's not what you're supposed to do. Little too aggressive and aggressive, being shut down, and yep.
Oh, more skills,
says Astra. Another one taken out, and Skills' Astra is speaking quite a lot for herself. Lockdown available, Hunter's Fury as well to try and destroy it, and that's what exactly happened. Lockdown destroyed.
Spike down.
And look at RVK. RVK is feeling himself, gotta say that, is able to get those engagements and also is able to win those. So that's what's mattering quite a lot. Another man shut down on Jen. And now it's a 2-on-2, but Lightning Fast is man who's way better in those situations. Antidote having the operator in the hand was left in a really bad spot. Needed to load the chamber.
I don't know where Rossi missed.
Well, that's when Lightning Fast just peeks out in the right time.
Unlucky. Yeah, Kappa Hawaii slippers panta re.
Talk about the round itself. Right here. There you go. I love the fact that she says daggers goes bye-bye. I think referencing the Jet Ultimate, she was like, hey, daggers go bye-bye. Right there. But talking about the round itself, right? I think what Enigma are now starting to struggle with is the fact that they're not really getting map control without
Red Bull to
a 4-man unit across the map. And this is the strength of Sky.
Those skills क्या खेल रहे हो यार?
Rounds, Hellraiser had Rossi to back him up. When Rossi was not operating, they would make it a proactive push. But similarly, they don't need to make it a proactive push in these later rounds when Rossi is operating. Instead, that utility, that default that Hellranger was doing in the early rounds becomes simply that. It becomes info-based utility that they're getting for how they want to proceed. But here you can see Anti trying to explain the small errors going around, and even in those bursts, Necro, I think what's really
आंटी का शक्ल
ending
दिख
up
ही नहीं रहा
happening
भाई.
is that
इसका
they're getting
वाइब्रेंस
confused
कितना है रे?
around the cosmic divide. They're
इसका
not able
वाइब्रेंस
to
कितना है रे?
navigate the
आंटी का
inside and
शक्ल ही नहीं दिख
outside
रहा
of the
मेरे को
wall
तो.
in the perfect coordination that we really applaud Enigma for time and time again.
Imagine if someone in the chat is really good at lip reading, and he's just reading his lips, like what Antidote is just saying.
Yeah, that's exactly why he isn't showing his lips, bruh.
I should. I want to get good at
Skills ko dekh.
now that you say it.
Yeah.
And maybe we can take classes together, eh, Necro?
Yeah, you can literally
Skills
just
ko
start
dekh.
like those post analysis streams, and then you can bring like a teacher for lip reading in, and then we both can start learning with your entire chat as well. So we'll have like a lot of people who will be educated in those matters, in those regards,
Golu to
and we'll have some insane strategies on our notes.
Prakash Raj, arre, it's my inspiration to become an actor like him one day.
7-3 being the scoreline, man, but still, Global Esports will have a little bit of safety cushion inside this. Enigma Gaming.
Arre, Hellranger.
Aggression that Rafael's showing, just dashing forward, as you mentioned. Man's young, the blood's boiling, and he's looking to boil his enemies' heads for sure. Is that going to be the case?
Hi,
He
Shumi,
doesn't
kaise ho?
have any armor on his back. He's went for a really heavy investment for the operator here.
And key thing is that Global Esports gave up B-side to play on the retake, but the market area is so crucial to set up that retake. Now they have to invest the cosmic.
अगर जी जीता इस बार भी VCC में नहीं जीत पाएगा. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है bro. देखेंगे.
That's a great cue for
क्या है
someone
करके.
standing on the other side of the wall. And you're like, bro, I'm
You're trying
pressing
to go
W.
through.
He's not going. Like, I'm pressing W. Like, what?
I'm getting body blocked, man. I'm getting body blocked. Please, just let me go. Okay, but overall, jokes aside, things really looked that good, and that was a high risk, high reward usage coming in from the side of SK Rossi. Went for that operator, did realize he doesn't have any armors to work with, but still his team.
Why don't Lord Bathura go pro? Because Lord Bathura sucks.
So overall, Global Esports is looking really strong as a team.
Because Lord Bathura sucks, bro.
Is all the way in the bottom, but still, we do know he's the clutch bar. He can make some clutches happen. If his team needs him the most, that's when he steps up.
खपास लगे मैंने जाने पारो मैं जाने पारो.
In terms of ultimates, you've got that lockdown ability, so Global Esports can afford
Yeah,
to
yeah.
play on the
Oh
retake,
my
but
God.
damn! That's just pure coordination. One shot landed from mid-top, and immediately the call given to RBK, hey, you can spray the angle. They get not just one, but all four members in a matter of seconds. In a flurry,
Arre,
all of
kya?
Global Esports fall in Enigma.
Bro, do you guys don't understand the matter and the importance of last round flawlesses? Bro, so when a half resets, everybody takes the gap for momentum change. The half reset का main ये है कि momentum change है. And when you win the last round of the first half being a flawless, oh god. That minute maid is full of sugar. Don't drink that भाई. अच्छा लग रहा है यार. इसीलिए भाई थोड़ा loose motion चल रहा है भाई. आज
We don't want raw fuel to become the next
8
Rossi.
times I went to
Nah,
party
we're kidding,
today,
man.
bro.
It's like-
Energy नहीं है.
no
कुछ
team
खा
would
नहीं पा रहा हूँ.
intentionally do that, but it's all props for
शुगर
Enigma.
low है
The-
body
the
में.
pace
इसीलिए पी
at
रहा हूँ
which they
भाई.
set up
Sorry
to
यार.
execute on that round, I think not just
Yeah, yeah,
surprise
I know, I know.
Rossi, but all of GE. They didn't even get a second to think about how do we adapt once Rossi is down. No, as soon as Rossi was down, Enigma was punishing them on every single front, and they got a flawless on the basis of that. Now it's just a matter of can Enigma continue this momentum? Because on the defense, if you remember yesterday, Necro, Enigma's biggest strength was their discipline. We have to see, can GE break that discipline? Can they introduce fear?
Oh man, talk about discipline. Antidote's play yesterday on Lamps, if you remember on
Oh
Fine.
yeah.
अरे
Oh, that was a beautiful play. Talk about beautiful plays. Beautiful team coordination coming through from both the teams. Pushing in, just opening the floodgates on the B side from mid. But RVK is able to shut down that aggression. Skills being found, but it doesn't matter. The opening frag are still alive, and it's Rossi. Rossi just trying to make that chaos happen. His presence is just felt so much that everyone just starts looking at his side. And that's when majority of the players just get scared. But Rafael is just on that aggressive page. Just holding W is not going to stop today.
राफेल
And
का
then
अंदर
Rossi
पा
left
उठ
in the clutch
गया
situation.
रे उठ गया
just
रे
go over for
राफेल का
another
अंदर पा उठ गया
Number
इसके
one as
रसीद
well. Rossi, the only guy left alive, and Rossi gets a 3K. What? All right, Rossi, just chill out. Just finding his victims single-handedly and putting him down in grave.
I gotta
Oh
stand
my
up.
god.
I gotta stand up. I cannot sit down after that. I gotta stand up. Whew. Rossi just increased the temperature in the map and in my room by several degrees right there after that play. Boy, oh boy, that was some spicy gunplay right there. It's so spicy, you can see the Hell Ranger needs a minute. He just needs a minute. Be like, okay, calm, guys, calm. We don't want to rely on Rossi's headshots every single time. That's all I wanted to say. Now let's get back to the game.
That's what he's saying, right? Look at his hands. Look at his hands gesture. He's like, the head is this big, okay? And Rossi's bullets are this small. It's not that hard for them to connect. Look at him just now, just cracking. It's just like, you know, rubbing the sweat off. His
Sorry
hands
guys.
ready, just,
Sorry.
you know, just.
आज खत्म हो गया जाके सो जा रे बाबा जा तो पकड़ा रॉसी
For global
तो
esports.
पकड़ा रॉसी
Timeout. Head Ranger's just taking a chill pill, drinking some water, getting himself hydrated. Talk about hydration. Everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you guys are taking a sip of the water. You guys need to stay hydrated.
Oh yeah. Who? SK Rossi. Ganesh Gangadhar SK
541 541 PM में आपको एक QT chat में आएगा ऐसा है क्या हाय री कैसे हो यार
Of this map just yet, and remember, even if they are, this is a best of 5 series, the first map pick by Global Esports themselves. Anti barely revealing his body, but that doesn't matter, because Anti himself with the jiggle will take him out. But a 1-for-1, not so bad for GE, because they now can aggress onto site and take it for themselves.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Zotac when will you play like this way టాప్ నుంచి బయట రావాలమ్మా అంతే కదా
But hey, that was a pretty good eco round for Enigma Gaming. 3 weapons taken down on the side of Global Esports. I don't think actually it was 3 weapons, because the normal GE strat is to not go for a full anti-eco.
तमिल
Usually
कतरे
go
रे
for
ब्रो
3
आमा
or 4
करते
weapons, so
मुड़ियो
maybe 1 or 2
नो
weapons
अपडेट
lost.
इसका
Either ways,
ए हाय रे
great for
आयुष
GE,
कैसे यार
sorry,
जान के
EG,
छोटे
because as you can see now, it's
कैसे
only
है
lightning
आयुष
fast and
बहुत दिन हो गए
SK Rossi with the
जस्ट
weapons
हैप्पी
of Bulldog and
I'm just
Spectre,
happy
while
कि
the
अभी
rest
भी याद
absolute
हूं मैं
just opt for the Sheriffs as they try to play the bonus, but Rossi...
ये रॉसी साला रेस नहीं है तू रॉसी जेट है तू जेट किधर से आया
No, that's SK Rossi.
आया किधर से अरे रीच तो सब casters are on mute by the way मैं कास्ट करूंगा and as we can see 58 seconds left so the global esports already put up a lead which is quite dominating 10 to the 4 to the side of Enigma trying to do everything possible to get any possession of any side possible, but it's not happening quite right because possession as a defense is like highly commendable because you need to do a lot of that. But as we get back here, we see Enigma, RWK, the sole defender of the B bombs, they're trying to do everything in his possession to just buy some more time for his teammates to come in. With Shock now pushing him out of position, can this be taken down? No, the second shot are coming in. He's trying everything. He's jiggling here and there, but no, the Killjoy Diff coming in, and now as they get control of the B side, Global Esports all set for planting the bomb. And now it's a 3v4 retake situation coming in from the side of Enigma. Can this be doable considering also the utility on the side of Enigma? For this retake is quite considerably low, but this stack can prove to be fatal. But no, Excali on the other side trying to find out his luck, trying to scratch his crash car by trying all the spam. But Raphael coming up with one. Oh! Excali giving up with the thing, but landing fast as Bulldog is more than enough for anything as he takes one more down now. Antidote left in a 1v3 clutch situation. Can he be able to do? No utility left. 95 points of health on him with 11 points of armor on him. Can he be able to clutch this and get one more round to the side of Enigma Gaming? I don't think so. As we see this, Global Esports climbing up their lead onto the ladder of success by one more round, 11-4, Global Esports. Sorry guys, बहुत दिन हो गया कास्ट करके इसलिए आपको एक राउंड कास्ट करके दिखाया.
Doesn't have much of a choice, but the hunt is already there from GE. I wonder if they start pushing further. I would have liked to see them do that.
They weren't casting. I had to
Totally
take it
need
up,
the
guys. Come
economy,
on,
but
I had to take it
instead,
up.
just giving the respect to Antidote, respect he very much deserves, because I want to remind everyone here in the chat once again, Enigma Gaming is the team that came down from 9-3 just yesterday to beat Velocity Gaming.
I had to
Don't
take
you
it up,
dare
please.
count them out of this map just yet. They're a team that takes every round
Nice
one by
rap.
one, but hey, it's easier said than done, man, because it's
Very
not
good.
even SK Rossi popping off, eh? Skills, lightning fast, him and Hellranger in certain situations, Kappa with that Bulldog spray, like every single member of GE, it just looks like they've woken up on the right side of the bed.
You should run.
Someone called the rap god.
They also got the.
Was
they
it
also
that
got
bad?
the
I don't think it's that
stars in
bad,
their
dude.
hands
Wait, is
now.
it that bad?
We
मैं
do have
Sorry. मैं
interesting
सोचा था सिर्फ ऐसे आप लोग को मजा आएगा.
things happening. SK Rossi and his team already in the site. They've got the control in their hands.
अरे रॉसी जो स्किन खेल रहा है वही स्किन मैं भी खेल रहा हूँ. मेरा एम रॉसी के जैसा क्यों नहीं है?
And to make this retake happen, Enigma will need to start to read what exactly Global Esports are trying to do. A beautiful scan comes through, and 2 quick kills from the smoke will try to seal it. Already, kills are just flowing through, and Enigma, they're being shut down. They're being ripped apart. Nice flash, and Rexy forced out of his comfort zone, and Rossi is just a bird.
Now, he's an eagle. You know, when he's in the air, his vision is just insta focused in on the opponent's head. Like you said, like Hellranger was explaining. Big head,
Need a
Rossi
good
sees
mic,
big
bro.
head,
This is a
Rossi
good
kill.
mic, bro. So 3 days ago,
Oh man.
I
Well
messed
for
with the
right
mic
now,
settings.
and it
Now
does
I
look
don't know
like
how to
this
reset
map
it back.
choice of Global Esports is going to get them off to a strong start in this best of 5 series. But again, I have to remind
तो different
everyone,
color
maybe
खेलता
not
है
in
bro.
this map,
हाँ.
we will see a comeback coming in, but a
Different
best of
color.
5 series, and I don't want to count out Enigma just yet. I don't think we got to see the predictions. Necro, you were pretty on point with the way this is going in terms of the 3-0. But personally, I was expecting a 3-1.
But I mean, hey, it's still the hopes and dreams alive. One more round. Global Esports needs it. Yeah, even though a lot of rounds are given away, there's still like 1% chance that maybe this comeback can be possible. Each and every single chance can be counted on. Here we go.
What?
Rossi moves in forward, and they're just able to get those line
2v4, but अरे क्या timing निकला रे
Ball
Rexy
is
का.
now starting to realize. And now
Nice
there
try.
we go. Global Esports, they just crumbled down. A beautiful round coming through from the side of Enigma.
Go watch the stream. No fit up like and sub guys.
Yeah, and all on the forefront with, again, Rawfield finding that first blood. Do not count your chickens until they've hatched is what we always say, and I think that's exactly what is bound to be going through the voice comms of the Global Esports players. But ooh, look at this, lightning fast picking up the Odin. Now I do want to notice how he's going to use this, because I feel like the way they're going to try and make this work is try to clear off that first lane immediately, therefore isolate all of the players of Enigma Gaming towards the right hand side of that B side from the attacker's perspective, and then maybe later into the round with that information force it in. But what they don't know is that Raw Fuel, he's got cojones of steel, still moving in, not scared of anything. Doesn't get the peak though, so
Don't go there. He's gonna spam you.
Raw fuel spotted.
Shit, डरा गया मेरे
Has
को.
no other choice rather than back out. G taking things quite slow. Do realize they cannot be overconfident anymore, or at least show that confidence.
तू बहुत
that
डरा
much
गया
as
रे.
they showed in the previous round. So that's why now they're trying to get the read back up on the Enigma, because Enigma, you don't want to let any round slip by, and you don't want to let them sense that momentum coming back. Excali has found himself quite deep in mid. So he's going to be conveying a lot of info, and look at this. Oh, huge rotation coming through all the way on the long side.
I don't think,
And in A main, everyone's in there.
Necro, I don't think Cali noticed the rotations just yet, so instead now going for a flank. G are gonna have to go for the burst real quick. Immediately though, Killjoy lockdown traded with the Hunter's Fury, but Cali's flank coming online now. Cali, can he make it work? Can he push forward even more?
Ah! Rossi, his main objective with the Blaze Storm was just to shut down Excali, and that's what he exactly does. 2 players alive, it's 2-on-3 now. Global Esports having a clear advantage. Our Global Esports going to be able to seal the deal on the first map. of the Grand Finals against Enigma. That's what I really want to see. Enigma as well taking their sweet little time to make this retake happen. Astra we do see on the doors, but this time she's being shut down. Rossi is looking for the victims. He finds a third one.
Nice try.
He's not going to be able
GG's.
to get another one, but it's
GG's.
fine. Skills has got his back, and Global Esports get the first map in their hands with a dominating lead over Enigma Gaming.
Oh,
GG's.
Necro, this is a little scary because, to be honest, Ascent is the map with, in terms of the information, is what we have least information on. It's what we see in GE and Enigma the least on in these last 2 days. And
1 second, guys. I'm
given
ordering
the way
food.
Ascent ended,
Who doesn't?
Global Esports
Orders
seems to look like they've got
groceries.
every type of preparation. they could have done going into this tournament. This was the team that made it through Qualifier 2, stumbling in the finals of Qualifier 1 in VCC 1.0. But even that, it seems like they want to correct this time around. They want it right off the bat. They want to prove why they're the defending champions.
Oh man, I mean, Global Esports have been looking really
No, no,
insane,
no,
right?
no, no,
Clearly
no,
improving
no.
what's being seen. It's just still, I mean, gotta say, God Particles, the way they gave them competition now, I feel like the respect for them is rising up a little bit even more, because even Enigma, they're somewhere down line struggling against Global Esports on the map of Ascent, against Enigma Gaming in the map of Ascent. So now, what can Enigma exactly do in the upcoming maps? That's what I would really want to see. But before that, let's take our eyes onto the scoreboards and let's find out who were the shiny players. For Global Esports, it was Skills just racking up those frags back-to-back, stacking up bodies. And then you have Excali on the side of Enigma Gaming.
Yeah, and I would say out of that 8-round gap, you could attribute maybe just 2 or 3 to just better calls or to better just the agent composition, given the fact that they have the Sky over the Reina. There were 3 or 4 rounds where Global Esports just shouldn't have won it. The Skills round, for example, the SK Rossi round, for example, certain rounds that GE is able to pull off from nothing, and I think that's what really shows you that they're champion material. You know, you've seen this across every single region. Teams like Ascend, teams like Sentinels back in the day when they were dominating around the Iceland time, they would pull these rounds out of nowhere. They would put this in their opponent's mind that even in a 1v5, you cannot count us out, and that really starts terrifying you after a certain point in time.
Oh, indeed, it does start terrifying you, huh? But overall, man, it's really hard for me to get my eyes off the scoreboard. 13-5. Again, another outcome that we did not really expect coming through. I went with 3-0 GE because I thought, okay, look, there were only 2 odds, okay? It's either 3-0 or it's either all 5 maps in, or it's either 3-2 for any of these teams. And now looking at the scoreline, I feel like there's a high chance that it might just be a 3-0. But let's just take a look at another stats. The damage stats clearly Global Esports leading the way. And it's just complete throughout all the stats. Are Global Esports is just a step ahead of Enigma. But it's fine. We still have 3 more maps, or overall 5 more maps. If Enigma Gaming are able to give a tough competition to Global Esports, we're probably going to be going through all 5 maps.
I'm certainly hoping so, because as a neutral observer, I want to see the best that both teams have to offer, and then on the basis of that, we get to decide who our winner is going to be.
Gali kidhar hai
3 or
bhai?
4 rounds. That's what I'm talking about. The 5K, 4K, the over 800 ACS around the round 8 to round 11 mark. Skills just went ham, man, and like that became the difference here, and that's how close these 2 teams are. All it takes is one player finding that right groove, and with Astra, I mean, the groove is just already there. The vibe is already there. That's why I love her voice line. So Skills, you know, clearly vibing with the same vibe.
Oh man, vibe check. That's what we like to see. And Skills as well, just vibing it with the Astra, as you mentioned. Overall looked really strong, but again, as you mentioned, it just really takes that one single little spot and just to find your groove, just to get your hands in the game, just to get your head back in the game. SK Rossi as well had quite a little bit of pop-off moments, but still not as poppy moments as expected. Again, in the first map, somewhere down the line, it takes SK Rossi a little bit of time to show himself up, but maybe in the second map, this is where SK Rossi will just start completely dominating through. But with that being said, let's just take a look at the viewer rewards as well. We have something to give back to you guys, this exclusive VCC merchandise. All you guys need to do is just go on your social medias, make a post, type hashtag VCC in that post, and make sure you guys are tagging @Nodvin Gaming in it, and then you guys will be eligible for this giveaway. Each and every single day we have one giveaway for you guys. So hey, make sure you guys are taking all of your chances for this one, because this is an exclusive merchandise and you would want to show it off to your friends.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to certainly try to bring some around, so maybe I can show it off to you guys in the future. Before now, we've got a long set of matches to go, Necro. It's not over just yet, is it?
No, it's not over just yet. But for now, it's going to be a temporary break for us as well. So we're going to be pushing to a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to the Nodvin's Valorant Conquer Championship with Gillette as a grooming partner. And overall, now first map out of the way, man, you still have a little bit of maps, much more in the future. Moving inside the second map, pressure definitely going to be on Enigma Gaming. So what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it really does come down to their ability to reset themselves, I think. And we know that they have that ability, especially with Vibe as a coach, the composure that players like Anti and Rexy bring into the team. I think they're definitely going to be able to just put that map in their tail lights and focus on what's upcoming. And what is upcoming, Necro, is one of their strongest maps, Bind. So now the question really becomes not just for EG, but for GE as well, who run a very similar composition, but one that honestly favors my taste a little bit more with that single duelist double initiator. Hellranger on the Sky, I've talked about this a lot. The extra flashes that Sky pick offers gives them a lot more opportunities. So I want to see what Enigma have prepared to sort of shut down those opportunities, to shut down those options, because I know this team has put in the work.
Enigma, yeah. They also have a really good coach as well. So the coach is definitely going to be doing the coach part. He's going to be coaching them. He's going to be telling what went wrong in the first map and what they can try to do to improve. And again, Enigma somewhere down the line, they were able to get those reads. They were able to adapt what Global Esports were doing. But I just feel like it was a little too late to do that. They were not really able to do it on the fly. And just because of that, they were able to just like give away so many rounds to Global Esports. Global Esports kicked things off pretty well. Somewhere down the line, later on, it did seem like Enigma Gaming were getting the grip back, but still later on, it was just Global Esports who were getting the momentum over and over again over Enigma Gaming. They were just not able to get the read. And let's take a look at the Asian pick rate on Bind. And it has to be Soa. I mean, Soa's just had a lot, 100% pick rate, but this time you have Raze as well coming through on 90%.
Yeah, the first 5 agents, they're the exact composition of Enigma Gaming. They're not going to change that at all. The question really is going to be, does Rossi stick to his jet with Hellranger on the sky? Does Rossi stick to his Raze with Hellranger on the sky without that jet for the side of Global Esports? And I do think the answer is going to be yes, but hey, I'm always open to surprises. Like, personally, love the idea that these teams could bring in something new in this high pressure, high intensity state that is the grand final. So let's see. I think Global Esports definitely in a comfortable position, so change is unlikely, but maybe, just maybe.
In a comfortable situation, yeah. And again, as you mentioned, the eyes are definitely on Global Esports as well. So even if Global Esports did win that first game, after that, Global Esports will also having those nerves coming through, right? Yeah, we won the first game, but we do not want to let the second game slip by to Enigma Gaming. Anything can happen. We've seen those insane moments in the past as well. If you remember the match between one of those Pakistani teams, and you had a VLT as well, they were able to just win all these maps back to back, but then they just let one of the maps just pass by. They were like, all right, VLT, you guys can have that. VLT 16 won them, I think so, if I'm not wrong. But then later on, they were still able to seal the deal and win that match against VLT. So any of these things can happen. You never know. Sometimes Enigma Gaming, okay, even if they're like, all right, it's fine. It's a little slip up coming through from our side. Later on, the YB coach just giving a lot of coaching, just pulling out the notebooks, just giving them textbook strats, and they're like, all right, use this one. This should work. And if it does work against Global Esports, then Global Esports will have something to worry about.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's not going to be a piece of cake, for Global Esports. They're definitely going to have to work hard if they are to get the win. Similarly for Enigma Gaming, while this is their strongest map, GE, not only have they got to watch Enigma Gaming twice, but like that was one of the longest maps for me to watch review, and I did it with Excali and Hellraiser in the chat. I'm sure besides that they put in their own work, so you can imagine the number of hours these teams have put into each other, not just understanding their strengths and weaknesses, because I don't think it's about anti-stratting as much as it is about building up each individual to be ready for every single situation, getting each player prepared mentally and in game to be ready for those situations. That can be the difference maker.
Getting player mentally prepared, yeah, mental health or overall getting your mental in the game, having a fresh start all the time is really important. If you're already going to be kind of tilted, that's not going to help you out quite a lot in the game. But without wasting any more time, let's just straight up head inside the agent select. You call the composition, pretty much the basic one this time, but Hellranger going for the sky as always. He likes to play that.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the GE composition. I think Bind, however, is one of the maps where you can afford to be a lot more comfort-based, as compared to a map like, say, Icebox, where you do get punished a lot more for switching one agent out for another. Bind, you can focus more on your player comfort. So I don't think it's a huge advantage in the sense that it doesn't inherently exist like an Astra versus Omen advantage. But having said that, in a team like GE, if you give them more options, more often than not, we've seen them convert those options into value. So that's my biggest question for Enigma Gaming coming into this map. They've got plenty of practice. They pulled off an insane comeback on this map against Velocity Gaming. Now, can they move forward from the start, get back the momentum that GE snatched from them in the map of Ascent?
Momentum definitely snatched away. Beautifully mentioned by you. A good point. But again, momentum in the best of 5 though. Yeah, for now the tides are in their favor. But again, as I mentioned, never know, man. Enigma Gaming might just be able to snap back instantly.
Sensitivity, yeah. Sensitivity is 0.619 400 dp.
But I had a little question for you, CA. I do see you rocking that bow tie. I also want to give it a shot sometimes. So you might as well. Would you mind like handing me over a bow tie sometimes, like in the future? You might as well just have like a little bow tie. The bow tie duo, dude.
Yeah, 100%. I think we'll get you hooked up, definitely, in these upcoming qualifiers. Even if it's not, like, the colors I have doesn't suit your taste. I'm actually about to go and order myself a couple of new bow ties today. So maybe we could do that shopping together too, eh? And,
let's get it, man.
Yeah, just kit ourselves up for the action as it ramps up qualifier by qualifier. But for now, Necro, going into this map, I would like to take a second to once again talk about the difference in terms of the sides the teams are on. So now on the attacking side for Global
WCC what's up,
Esports,
macha?
where we've continuously
Hey,
applauded
by the way,
the
I told you,
discipline we
check
saw
your
from
WhatsApp.
Enigma in their match against VLT today, that discipline is really going to be tested because they have to give up those certain power points when that sky starts flashing and they take areas. But at the same time, will they be forced to rotate is GE's biggest test. Can they break Enigma's style, which is we will not leave our positions at all? Because if they don't, I think this is a comfortable map for Enigma.
I feel like comfortable map pretty much is for both of those teams. I mean, even Global Esports, you have to expect this high level of competition. Both these teams have to be equally comfortable. I like how these days players are using Boombot to just counter the other Boombot. And now Enigma Gaming. Skills in the front, in the bathroom. Moved away.
Nothing is going on, bro.
Wrong time,
I
would say.
sent it to you on
Snake bats
WhatsApp.
inbound. A little too early with that. Lightning Fast already looking to apply some more pressure with the classic in hand. So we'll need to back off because the burst sometimes can connect pretty well. Beautiful recon dart. It is not going to be able to get this any scan inbound though. That's the problem. Rossi able to find the opening pick onto RVK. Big man falling down, the controller out the way now. On the other hand, the controller still inbound on the other side. But look at Antidote. He's able to strike back, CA.
Yeah, with a really clean jiggle, gets one. Rawfuel with another, and suddenly a 3v3 on this retake for Enigma. Rawfuel with a clean tap, but still, the post-plant denial is what GE is trying to achieve. Playing for time entirely here. The Gravity well bought them some skills. Will continue his form and buying them some more. But the jump peak, the double
Nothing
peak
is going
with
on,
the
bro.
jump from
Weight
Rexy
class and all, nothing is going on.
secures the round in the back.
Bro, I
of
tried
Enigma, and
getting in
very
touch with a
off to good
few
start in this map,
for a
exactly
few people
what they
for a
needed.
diet, bro.
Exactly.
I'm
what
legit
they
telling
needed
you
to
what
keep
I feel,
themselves on
bro.
a good note. That's what it is. We
Very
also saw
costly,
YB
bro.
just staring at his finger. He's like, it's a piece of cake, man. First
I
round
don't
in
think I
hand.
have the money
Let's
that I
get
can
it.
afford to pay a
YB's just
dietitian
chilling,
now,
he's just
and I'm
vibing.
trying something on my own.
But
And
yeah,
2 days, this is my
skills
third,
as
fourth
well,
day
trying
onto
to
the
kind of
diet. I
fight
have
back
loose
in the end
motions
moments, but
already.
somewhere down line, Global Esports.
Whom are you
I did
supporting?
like the
Enigma.
opening frag on the RVK. The controller was out. That means even the retake somewhere down line looked really tough for Enigma. But then you have players like Rawfuel coming in who just have those pop-off moments with like getting 3K, 4K, just connecting those headshots. And if they're feeling themselves, if the star player's feeling himself, he's going to make some star clutches and star plays happen without a doubt.
Third day for the loose motions, bro. I shot 8 times today.
The position that Hellranger's taken for himself. A very deep wall from the side of Lightning Fast here. Gives the position of in away, but it will mean that they get to cut off a lot more in the site itself now. A walk-in is what we expect with this wall before now. I think they're going to do that in the second rotation of that Viper Toxin coming back. So
Healthy food இல்ல மச்சான். I don't mind spending for food, bro. என்னென்ன சாப்பிடணும்னு தெரியல
You see the
மச்சான்.
drone going through Shars, it doesn't spot him. He might get a chance to catch Rexy off guard.
No, Rexy is still though is being pretty proactive.
He just said Rexy is a dildo.
He's just shoulder peeking this out. Hellranger does hear the shoulder peek come through. Rexy is being really good with these. Look at this. The rotation comes back on the A side. Intention is pretty clear now. A side is the thing that they really want to go for. Utilities inbound, smokes inbound as well. A side control should not be that hard. Now, Hellranger, this is the right time to move in because Rexy has moved away as well. RVK trying to get the attention on the players of Global Esports, and Kappa looking to be really aggressive all the way in the defender spawn. Trying to catch some players, but Rawfuel's going to put a full stop to this parity this time in this round. And Rawfuel now looking to inflict a little bit more pain. Rawfuel has to be the star player inside this.
I lost 8 to 9 kgs within 2 months. Oh, that's nice, bro. Congratulations. But where, bro? Anna told 25 kilos by June, bro. 25 kilos and all seems impossible, bro.
Still in the game. Wow.
There has to be some chaotic comms going on in GE right now because I don't even think Hellranger knew that the defuse was happening. He came very late on the push back there, and you could see even the players in that U-Haul area, they were isolated because of the nade coming through from Excali, but just not able to contest it at all. Definitely a communication issue because the round itself was very well done by GE. As I talked about, as soon as they set up the wall, they know that the toxin not high enough for them to go for the immediate walk-in, so they wait for the second iteration and they do it there.
தொப்பே இல்லாதவன்டா நீ டேய் கைஸ் கம்முடு.
Not so great.
just like bounced right in front of him.
What a shot.
But yeah, G were still able to get off a lot of guns from the hands of Enigma Gaming.
It's a force though.
Enigma. Yeah, it's a force coming through. It was a force, yeah, indeed. But still, even now, Enigma Gaming's economy is not really looking that great. It's in shambles too. So, Global Esports again with 3 players alive. Enigma with 4 players. Enigma clearly having a little bit of advantage. There is a threat, but the threat now being silenced by Hellranger. Big man Rawfield falls down, put down asleep.
Revealing area.
Recon dart comes through just to make sure the backside's clear. But this time, Antidote's waiting. He's waiting right outside the floodgates to try and compromise it. And that's what exactly he does. Finds a quick 2K. Hellranger trying his best to strike back. 6 bullets in the magazine. Will need a fresh magazine, and that's what exactly he does. Recon dart's inbound. He will be scanned, but it's fine. Has a flash in hand. Getting scanned the 3rd time, and Hellranger just playing it so safe and well. RBK will have to push out at the CT.
Ah!
If able to get this headshot, that would be insane. But Hellranger just didn't really have full HP.
The Sheriff King himself, RVK. I mean, yeah, to be fair, as you said, Hellranger did not have full HP. And it was a body shot was all RVK needed. A good shot though from Hellranger in this round. Again,
What do you
this was
mean,
the
bro?
bonus for the
Badri,
side of Enigma, so a huge round for them.
very
to win.
big,
But the
very
saving
big
grace, almost
supporter
silver
of my
lining
stream,
to
bro.
GE is that, now
Daily
they
Baba
can't
Macha.
continue their bonus anymore in Enigma.
Done, bro.
Both teams having to invest in this upcoming round, and invest it is. The operator picked up for Rawfield.
With the light armor. Rawfield. Yeah, each and every single teammate's eyes is going to be on Rawfield. Aggressive angles being helped from there. And well, there you go. Rawfield opening on the Kappa. That's the info giver out the team as well. WATCHPARTY now not in the game anymore. That's a little unfortunate moment for them for sure. Skills walks right at the backside. A lot of footsteps given away. The Soa is waiting, and he's looking to take him down, but no, Skills instead strike back. Rexy shut down. And more strike down after that. Rawfield still with the operator making it. Holding a little bit of angles outside from the smoke. Enigma, they're able to get the side control back, but still not a full side control coming through. Rawfield misses that shot. Will have to pay the price for that. Going in the bathroom. Just yet. RBK. Oh no, he's in a sandwich situation. Rossi plays that perfectly.
A teeny point here, but like I think Global Esports need to start changing their smokes a little bit, especially in areas like Heaven. Because as you might have noticed in that round, Rawfield got a second to peek. Now it did not matter in that round at all, which is why it's a teeny thing. But when you're playing against a composition that doesn't have any flashes, you don't need to go for the standard, deep smokes that we usually do to prevent that flash agent from being able to easily get in. You can go for the narrower smokes which completely cover that area, so forcing them to drop down from Heaven instead of allowing them to peek from there. Hey, right now it doesn't matter. Because Global Esports, understanding that the operator is now gone, able to be much more aggressive and proactive. It's SK Rossi already. Getting one angle cleared for him with the help of his buddy in Hellranger, and the other cleared with the help of his buddy in the Boombot. And now, with the Trailblazer, they look to push into the side, but this is all a fake, because look at Skills!
Oh yeah, indeed, look at Skills mentioned that. And there we go. Bodies in the deck. Rawfield as well, able to trade it back. 3-on-3 left now. What I'm really noticing over here is that Rossi has different crosshairs every day. It's like he has a notebook down and he's written down the overall like what crosshair size is what. And he has like on Monday I'll use this crosshair, on Tuesday I'll use this crosshair, on Thursday I'll use this crosshair.
It is up and down.
Rossi is looking to inflict some pain on the enemy side. 3-on-3 situation as I said, but still Tide's heavily favoring Enigma because the problem is Enigma are leading the charts over here in this round. And Global Esports are going to be quite jealous after seeing that. Rossi finds one slip up coming through. Icue out the game. 2 players left alive. Rawfield doesn't have a lot of HP to work with. And there you go. Rawfield finds another one. And it's just Rossi making things hurt with that crosshair. And with his Vandal, of course. Rawfield, a fake defuse coming through. Looking for Rossi to slip by, but no, Rawfield has no other chance rather than back out, but it doesn't matter. Rossi will shut him down.
I actually, for a second, thought that there was the Rossi peak against Excali was a bad peak because He had his ultimate, and I thought he was gonna play on his ultimate, but you can see why SK Rossi is so damn confident when he's flowing. Even when he gets caught off guard, the flick immediately with the right tracking. It's not just the flick like he'll pop Excali's head. No, he's able to track through the Radii Broxes and take him down. And I think you mentioned this, Neko,
Why you
after the
hate
first
G?
map that,
What?
hey, maybe it's just the first map jitters. We
Okay.
didn't see Rossi popping off. Even on that
I hate
race here
G.
in the second map,
Oh, lol.
prime time Rossi clearly on form.
It's
I
the
don't
crosser
hate
game,
anyone.
I'm telling you.
I only hate myself at times.
Gotta start having
I'll
like
sponsor when you play for
different
Indian.
crossers for different days as well. Everyone in the chat, take notes. You gotta have a certain amount of certain kind of crosser on Monday.
கெட்டது
different
சொல்றது
crosser on
நிறைய பேர்
Tuesday.
இருக்காங்க bro.
But
நல்லது
on
சொல்றது
Sunday,
ரொம்ப
you
கம்மி
gotta
பேர்
have
தான்
the
இருக்காங்க.
prime crosser. On the other hand, Rossi now with the showstopper roll to find a successful fragging Skelly. I don't know what kind of movement was that, but still, Skelly being caught now. Rossi blinded, and he's trying his best to move around. So
I don't
blind.
hate anyone, bro.
29 HP left
My
with
health is not good,
Global
bro.
Esports.
I
They don't
shat
have a
8
single
times today. I
casualty
have
on
no
their side.
energy
Cosmic
left in my
Divides
body,
and
man. Don't mistake me
and
that I'm
Enigma
lying
Gaming.
around and chilling.
Oh, in this round, there's no way they're gonna be able to get it back.
What
Rexy does
coaches
have
right
the
after
Aorus
a round? Any
available, but I'm
probable
pretty
mistake
sure
that
it's
would
the
have
same for
happened
the
during the
next
round, which they want to avoid
So
and
we
point it
remember
out
we
when
talked
they're having a
about this
future
yesterday,
war
just how good that defensive Cosmic Divide
And
is
if you're
against
thinking that I'm
Velocity's
casual,
no flash
bro, I have
composition,
no
is how
energy left
bad
in
it
me,
is
bro.
against
My health
Global
is not good.
Esports Sky
Really
composition
sorry.
because it gives the Sky just easy cover to sit behind and pop bird, and then pop heads along the way as well. But talking about heads, Rexy looking to pop a couple, find some exit frags, and he will do exactly that. Now with low HP, looking to back himself off. Gonna be difficult to find more, but he still finds his
Oh
fourth.
my God! What? No, stop. They're just gifting him these kills.
Sexy Rexy.
Yeah.
Did you just say sexy Rexy?
Yeah, sexy
Love
plays
CA,
for sure
bro.
from his side. Hunter's Fury is still available, so to keep that in mind. They've also dealt quite a lot of damage, and Malov clearly a little tensed after that.
Yeah, right here you can see on the replay, as soon as that defensive Cosmic Divide comes in, right, it actually is just an excuse for Global Esports to push through it, because they have the Sky to set up the pop flashes, and that's why I think
ఎవరో
Enigma need to
ఇంటంట
start
ఎనిమిది
changing that
సార్లు
ball.
గుజ్జు
Against
గుచ్చిన తర్వాత
Velocity
మా
Gaming,
ఎక్కడ
it was
వచ్చింది పవర్
amazing, because there was no way
Bro,
for
I don't
Velocity
have
Gaming to
what
pop
can I
flash
do, bro? I
and
don't
move
have
through the
energy,
wall.
bro.
But
It's
now I
good.
think that Cosmic Divide needs to be used for maybe retakes rather than actual anchor situations. But immediately back to this round, look at the aggressiveness with which they're moving in on Rawfuel. He's already found one. Can he find another?
Can he find another? Oh, he can.
my.
He certainly can. A beautiful
Okay.
flick onto Lightning Fast's chest will blow and make a hole into it. 2 players alive for Global Esports. But 5 players up for Enigma Gaming. They don't really have the guns to work with, and Hell Ranger making a lot of shots miss onto that, and Rawfuel gets an easy 3K at the end of the round.
Huge place from Rawfield there. Especially important because, again, talking about the composition. This composition of Enigma Gaming, double flash. I just wanted to give it a second to appreciate Rawfuel's shots right there. But this composition of Enigma Gaming, it's ridiculously strong on the defense.
Love you
We
too, bro.
saw even yesterday, the comeback that they had was on the defense from 9-3 down to 13-11. But they struggled on the attack even against VLT's composition. So every single round, every bit of lead they're able to maintain is going to give them that extra cushion to try out different options, to endeavor and to persevere and find different arenas in which they can punish Global Esports. But right now, again, Global Esports trying the same Char's pushing. You have to
Plus
wonder
16 viewers.
if
Let's
they can
go.
punish Rawfuel this time, because Rawfuel, he's out for blood.
Well, it's being really aggressive as well. It does feel like he blows up. Only to back off. Exactly, that's what he does. Do not want to be lined up with a shotgun's crosser, man. Always got to stay 6 feet. Always got to maintain that social distancing against the shotgun. Rawfuel just spamming through the smoke with a frenzy. Not likely to see Viper's pit inbound. Here comes the Hunter's Fury to try and shut down the Viper, but no attacks being found yet. Hunter's Fury being used, that's a huge investment. Beautiful pay coming out from the side of Global Esports. Instantly stepped away from the Viper's pit.
And now GE
I don't know
have their
correctly,
own
bro.
winter series, so if they can get the plant down, it's an easy
I don't know
boost back
correctly,
for
bro.
them,
No, I don't want
especially
to give you
considering
false
the
information.
Enigma gaming.
Right,
Oh,
Rexy!
But yeah, as you said it, man,
You jinxed
Rexy, he
it.
did it yesterday, he did it today. His shock dodge just precise when it comes to finding those kills.
It's CA just cursing it, man. It's not even his shock darts at this point. It's just your curse. It's CA curse. Lining fast, going for the plant. 13 seconds left in the clock. Crucial shot missed. Showstoppers inbound.
Arey yaar!
Oh,
Oh no, Skills just turns around and slaps him right in the face. Skills now with the operator, just showing off his skills.
no way! Oh
And
my god!
Rossi, wow, with the pain shell finds another one. Skills the only man left alive now. Oh, but beautiful shot from his side. A quick flick on the skull. And a slick movement to follow it up. One bullet left in the operator, but no is going to be the answer. The connection's not there. Did not even get a chance to fire the bullet. So yeah, RBK will strike him down.
Man, rounds like that can change the face of the entire map, in my opinion, because if Skills was able to pull that off, the momentum shift, the morale shift, we've seen GE light up after clutches like that when Kappa was able to pull off the 1v4 clutch. If Skills pulled that off, I think GE would have been
1
on
second.
an
Arey yaar,
impressive
kitna
momentum
unlucky
streak.
hai, bro.
RBK, cool and composed, calm as ever, cool as a cucumber, if I could say. Pulls that off and he says, don't you worry, guys, but YB rightfully acknowledging that a little too close for comfort there. Enigma winning by the skin of their teeth, a timeout call to perhaps just tone down the emotions that are probably flowing through their heads right now. Like,
1
guys,
second
we have the
and that
lead,
would have been
we just need
diffused.
to hold on and push this lead to maybe an 8-4 perhaps.
Overthinking can lead to so many possible demises, and YB, I'm pretty sure, being a coach, is taking care of that. He's probably saying his team over and over again, do not overthink this situation. Just don't overthink. Do accordingly as we planned last night. Just do as I say, and just keep following my call outs. And Antidote as well, just staying silent there. YB clearly is the man who's talking right now. Antidote as well will share his little bit of thoughts. As I mentioned, coach is the one making the calls outside the game, but then inside the game, Antidote is the one. He has a
But
responsibility.
because I have
of
no
making
energy
the
left in my
executions
body,
happen.
I'm not able to eat anything because my
Just look
stomach
at
is
how
paining. Maa
calmly
ki aankh
YB
bhai.
is talking, you know,
Ye abba
even if
biryani
he's not
खाने
actually
दूरी मेरे को
telling them to be
भैया
calm,
डाइट नहीं
just the
चाहिए
calm nature of his words is bound to
सैलरी भी नहीं
instill a
चाहिए
sense of
भैया
peace in the team,
प्लीज भैया
focus in the game,
ना
and
बिरयानी
that's the best part that I feel you can
ये
do as a
नहीं हो
coach.
रहे रे ये
Bring
सब
your
ये
players
रोटी
back to
ग्रिल
ground, bring
वेजिटेबल
them
नहीं
back
हो
to
रहा
earth,
ना
and make them focus on
दो
what is in front of them, the round that is happening next, and I think
बिरयानी
that's
खाने
YB's
दो
best ability.
Yeah, man. The tone of your voice really does matter quite a lot.
I've got your trail.
The way YB is chilling right now reminds
मैं
me
कोई
of
clip
a
मत कर
streamer
इसको,
called
ओए।
Choco Taco. One of the chillest streamers out there.
चौको टाको
Yeah,
क्यों आया
we
इसमें
do
चौको
have now
टाको तो
lining
PUBG
fast.
का प्लेयर
Just
है ना
trades happening back and forth overall. And we're left with a 3-on-3 now. Spike going down. 53 seconds left in the clock. Still a minute to go. Ooh, Global Esports being really quick with their decisions. Beautiful satchel to get himself out of that spot. And now Rossi's still missing that shot. Antidote, the only man left alive, and
मारा
still
कम पुलिस
in these clutch
दूसरा
moments,
bro
he will need to get at least a good read on what exactly is going on or what kind of post plans Global Esports is playing over here. Global Esports clearly not looking to play off of each other. Instead, they're playing for a post plant. An Antidote, beautiful flash coming through. Instead, he's going to be sticking that defuse. The mark will come through, but oh, I don't know exactly what's going on. He's just taking that defuse. Is he going to be able to get it off? No. Quite close, but still. Air Ranger will shut it down.
Oh, and you can see on Rex
Malo.
Stream's face. Yeah, exactly. He's feeling the intensity. He's like,
Ring
damn, that
director,
was,
yeah,
again,
bro, order.
too close for comfort. And I think that just caps off what we know about these teams, which is every single round meant to go down to the skin of the teeth and meant to go down to the wire as these teams look to secure their spot in the grand final playoffs. And boy, oh boy, are they giving us one hell of a show while they do that. Right now, GE, they're holding strong, and I have to say, if the round gap is something like a 7-5 or a 6-6, then GE, I think they will be content with this half much more than Enigma.
I mean, they're able to make a comeback happen. Enigma as well. I mean, mental is really important in the game. But if Global Esports are able to make the comeback happen, clearly we'll see the panic set in the players of Enigma. Global Esports. Intention's not clear yet, but still the opening fragger is available. Kind of tilted on the A site, looking to take the showers control. There's no one present in showers, but still, I do see 3 players on the backside from Enigma Gaming. Actually, scratch that, make it 4. A heavy presence on the A site. Somewhere down line, Enigma, they're actually able to get the read here.
Lol, Anurag.
As you said, Enigma.
When can we expect Gallam
Pushing in,
Bangalore
but Rossi
to bend?
doesn't matter. He still pops their head. Now a 1-for-1 trade, granted, but amongst
Hey!
this chaos,
Oh
they
my
try to
God.
walk
Ah!
short, but
Oh
Rossi
no!
just slices them up, puts them on a platter for them Enigma to eat.
30 seconds
Oh,
left.
just slicing, as you mentioned, just slicing and dicing him. And Rawfield still on an aggressive page, is looking for the victims. But this time, he's a victim himself. Rossi left in a clutch situation with 87 HP to work with. He also has a showstopper available, takes the teleport, has the spike as well. What's up?
They did not hear the teleport. I think because of the cosmic divide, it blocks the teleport. Not, but the satchel messed him up. It reduced the time he has, and that should surely let Antidote take over for Rossi. Surely not from this position,
no.
yeah. That satchel could have changed the entire game because, as I was saying, I don't think they heard the teleport. The cosmic divide blocked both angles in hookah from where Antidote could have heard it, as well as the site on A from which Rexy could have heard it. So if that satchel had gone perfectly, I think Rossi would have had a significantly better opportunity at least trying to clutch that round.
Trying to clutch that round. Yeah, he did have good opportunity, but the problem was he got just dinked in the end moment when he tried to cross over. And yeah,
So how are you feeling better? Huh?
satchel coming through from Rossi.
Okay, bro, you know push the follow pantarga Instagram la.
Economy as well falling
Sorry,
down.
but-
I wouldn't really say in shambles. They're still a
No,
there's still
no,
a
bro,
huge chance.
Myrenra.
Maybe Global Esports can get their economy back, but decent buys, I would say.
Yeah, bro, sorry, I didn't know I shouldn't call you. I'm sorry, bro, it won't happen again.
Raw able to cross over with the operator. He might just be the player to
Okay,
make the
bro, sorry,
plays
bro.
happen inside this round.
Let me see who follows us.
Beautiful gap, as you mentioned.
I don't know,
But
Febend, I
the
think.
problem was the Trailblazer spotted it out.
Yeah, first, bro. Bye-bye.
Global Esports trying to be extremely aggressive. I think Rossi likely to set up the entry with the showstopper and then maybe play on the post plant with the Hunter's Fury available. But all of this is dependent on Rawfield not landing the shots. He lines every single time. But when there's a rock in your face, not so easy. Rawfield trying to find an angle, but all he has is the beam and a rocket, but he still finds the kill. Rawfield, what a beast.
Oh, Rawfield is just a beast unleashed. And will also get away with that. How? He's able to connect those reflex shots with the operator, and that's what's really impressing me all the time. Tried to flash. I did hear the bird sound as well, but just got shut down in the nick of time. Unfortunate. I feel bad for the bird.
Pop bird. We were talking about this yesterday, right? Pop goes the bird and pop goes the eyes. Hey, talking about eyes going.
Green character, Lama Mucha.
GE, they're certainly going to be feeling the pain after that. They committed the showstopper, the Hunter's Fury, and they got Rawfield like tap dancing all over B. They got him just running left and right here and there. But hey, it did not matter because the beast himself, all he needs is a millisecond, a moment, a peak to find the kill.
I don't know, son of Febend. Febend only, I told you also.
Now with that 7-4 in prime
I told you
position
also
to take away
Febend
this
only,
round
bro.
as well. I think the economy of GE not in ideal shape, so an 8-4
I told you
definitely a
also
great
Febend only.
scoreline for Enigma, not just to end this half, but to bring back that confidence and momentum they might have lost in a cent.
Hey, Chuma, they're putting cosmic device. What, bro? They're giving free cosmic device or what?
And everyone in chat is hating us for that. I'm gonna hold on to my words now. Rawfield
Bro, Prahlad.
able to find one, and look at this. This is where the trades are coming through, but still Enigma having a man advantage. U-Haul control given away, but if he peeks out of the crosser, Rawfield's not going to spare him. And he connects that crucial shot. Beautiful blind comes through, and Hellranger finds an opening. Trailblazer's out as well. Rawfield's position given away, but it doesn't matter. Rawfield's crosser are strained, and he's just way too focused on his target. He's not going to let it slip by, but Rossi in a close situation. He is the man who you really want to be alive in these moments. He's got the cracked aim, and he will never let that happen. But the problem is Rawfield with a beautiful 4K in that round.
Bathura,
We're moving the second half, and Enigma having a 4 rounds lead.
I believe Sky has a voice line where she goes like, "Yo, Breach, you want to hit up the gym later?" And
I mean,
think
I know,
he
but I
might
don't
just
know if
have
I
to,
can tell it
because
to
those
you.
hips don't lie, man. All Rafael got was a spot of the Sky's hips. And that's all he needed to take her down. The 4K to finish it off. Right there, right here. He just gets a spot of the left side of that torso. The hips are and just instantly. Rossi pulls out the knife here. I think maybe intentional. Sorry, unintentional in that regard. But I think that area is cursed, Necro. In the same area, we saw Rexy unable to pick up the weapon and ended up with the knife. Similarly, SK Rossi as well. Now, that's going to be the new curse. Bind defenders
Rossi
like
messing
spawn
up with
entry
his
into
movements.
A.
No,
It's
bro,
a knife
chill, bro.
curse.
Unlucky, brother.
Knife curse. Sounds kind of interesting. I honestly, personally, don't really like this glitch pop 2.0 axe. What are your thoughts on that?
Do Kulu
Haven't
Ruffle
tried it.
today, no energy,
Looks
bro.
cool. I'll give them
I
that.
did Kulu and loose motions
yeah,
to everybody
I
yesterday. I got
personally
loose
am
motions,
a
bro.
big fan.
8 times I shot, bro.
I know you're a jet main, so yeah, it has to be
When
done
you're
for you.
wedding, bro, I want to get
I
wedding
personally
as soon
really
as
like the
possible, bro.
karambit.
That is the
So,
only way I'll ever
the
get a girlfriend
karambit-
in my life, I think.
Yeah, the champion's karambit or I forgot what the name of it was, but there was this skin with 2 swords. It looked hella cool.
Tattered Realms. Tattered Realms.
He's like
The name of that skin.
champion set, and he looks
Do
over at
Chaku ka.
Karambit, and he's like,
Tethered.
who the hell would buy this?
Tethered
And he
Realms.
actually clicks on purchase, and he buys it. and
Skin
starts
का
paying.
बेटा है रे बाबा इधर. Skin का doubt है तो मेरे को
Sounds
पूछो
like
ऐसी है.
XQC, yeah. Sounds about
Yeah,
right.
classic XQC moment, man. But yeah, technical break. 8-4 being the scoreline. Global Esports really do need this.
Why is
technical
Rossi
break as
playing
well to
Raze?
get their heads aligned
Because
back
it
in
is
the
there
game.
on his Valorant
Also
wala as
get,
well.
You know, a huge side relief.
Kulu मेरे को आ गया रे
And get
बाबा.
themselves hydrated. Talk about hydration, CA. We already know. Even the chat should do the same. In this technical break, maybe you
अबे
guys should
यार
also go
इलेक्ट्रॉल
and grab some
पीऊंगा रे
water.
उसका टेस्ट
Get
बहुत
yourself
घटिया
hydrated,
है.
because I'm pretty sure the
वो क्या
second half
थोड़ी
is gonna
बियर
be full
विस्की
of
जैसा
action.
टेस्ट है जितना वो नहीं बोल रहा था.
Yeah.
बियर विस्की मतलब रेड बुल
And
मॉन्स्टर
at
बोल
this
रहा था
point,
समझ रहे हो.
into this A4 half, the reason
Wanna
we kept
make
saying that
wedding
7-5
with
is significantly worse than
अच्छा
A4
Nora,
for Enigma Gaming
unfortunately
is
I am
because now
straight,
they
bro.
can afford to have that extra
Bro, but
cushion
at
to
times
play
I
on
wish I was
conditioning,
gay, man.
because that's
I
the
would have
biggest
gotten a
strength of their
boyfriend faster than I
composition
would have got
and
myself
their
a
style.
girlfriend.
They like to play it
समझ रहे हो?
slow. They have most of their rotations in
But
the mid round. And
unfortunately, I'm
something I
straight.
learned
What to do?
yesterday while talking to Excali and YB was that, and RBK for that matter, is that they actually, it's not anti
VLT
making
score
like
leaks दे
dictatorship
दे.
based
Leaks to
calls in
you.
mid round. No, it's actually
वो
the
मतलब
players
हाँ ना
themselves.
मैं
So
गेम
say
देख सकता हूँ
RBK
ना
gets
पर
some
लॉग इन करने
random
का
piece of
मन ही नहीं कर
information
रहा
or he gets
यार.
access to a site. It's RBK making the calls. Hey, let's go for the road.
Who will win, Batu?
Similarly, if Excali feels that
I
hey,
don't know,
think
bro. I
this
want
area
Enigma
is
to
free,
win.
I'm gonna start lurking, and then I can get you guys entry. Why don't you guys
Batra, what are
slowly
you
start
doing with those
rotating,
headphones
or
you brought
perhaps
from headphones
start
zone?
faking
I
the
stole
other
them.
side? And I love that sort of democratic mid-round calling because it's insanely hard to pull off. But we've seen Enigma do it in a prolific fashion.
Kadupulo Gadibidi. Inota Gandhi high down. Bondarani, Bonda.
I mean, I do understand where
Rasna.
you're going with
Rasna,
this.
I think.
It's like, okay, even though
Bro,
you
I
do
was
have
drinking
the
pulp
IGL
orange,
still,
bro.
there
For
are
that
a
also one
lot
guy
of
came on
players.
stream
I
and
mean,
he's like,
overall,
bro, don't
players
drink
like
pulpy
Flyers
orange.
in the game,
It has
they're
lot of
sharing their
sugar,
own
it
opinion
seems.
on what to do, and
When
also
will he
sometimes
understand?
they
My
may
body
be
doesn't have any
making
sugar
calls
left
as
in me,
well. And
bro.
even Antidote himself said, right, he's really new when it comes to this IGLing role. So he's gonna let that flexibility. He's gonna let the flexible nature of the players as well just set in. He does not want to just go ahead and command them off the bat.
Yeah, and usually micromanaging is significantly harder for every single player as well as the IGL. But back to the round itself, because classic Enigma style, they use that wall to just waltz in right on to the A side. But GE, they can
3
afford
tips
to
for
play on the
better
retake because of the sky. But have they given up too much map control, Necro? You have to wonder. This flank will answer our question. Rossi, he's going to have to pop some heads.
Rossi will need to pop some heads, but he has another man to cover him. Rossi always with that sheriff trying to go for those style plays, and Kappa with a beautiful shock dart trying to make some things happen. And look at this, all the way from bathroom, they tried to wrap around. Rafi was able to find it, and Rafi will crack a skull open. 1-on-2 situation, last player standing for Global Esports. Lightning Fast is the final man alive, and Excali's quite low. Spotted out, but Antidote will take care of him in the nick of time. Was spotted of Excali. Really low. Single bullet from Classic sealed the deal on him.
Yeah. Just like that. Enigma Gaming securing another round in the bag, getting closer to that
Oh,
finish line.
Ronit bhai, आपका तो पूरा
With this
eating कर रहे I
anti-eco,
don't eat,
they'll
bro.
get the double
How does
kills now.
this
The true
dark room
test
help?
for
The room
both of
is
these
not
teams
dark,
is going to
bro.
come in the round
Oh,
after
that
that.
I don't know.
The most likely the bonus for Enigma Gaming, maybe not.
I'm
depending on
trying to
how this
find
round
my
goes.
ex-girlfriend's
And
ID on
another actually,
Instagram,
hold
bro.
on. Look at this wiper wall from the side of GE. Just
She
giving
blocked me on
Enigma
all
a
the
wall
IDs.
that they like, cutting off in
I've
the
logged
new
into my
box area.
friend's ID
So
and I'm
this
trying to
allows
find
them
it.
to play on the jiggle between these two players on A short. I'm really curious as to how this wall works for GE.
They're trying to like they're trying to they want them to go there. It's like they're funneling them there.
मिली नहीं रहा.
The skills have a
But
shorty.
Enigma as well. They're really proactive in these moments. Rafael, they just unleashed him from the cages. They're like, all right, Rafael, go ahead and make some space for our teammates. Easily able to flood inside the site. There we go. Shock Dart comes through. It's a taste of his own medicine. Global Esports getting that. And here we go. As you mentioned, yeah, skills. I have my eyes locked on the skills. He's making that flank happen from the back, and he might just have some good plays.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Enigma,
Lol.
strike back, but still, Global Esports again. Rossi, the final man alive, with only 12
And
HP
to do
left
what
in
with
hand.
that?
Pain chills out on the side, but hey,
What should I do with that?
Enigma,
Means,
they're able to get
not
this
a
round in hand,
torturer
but
or
still a
something.
decent
But
amount of
it is
damage
like
being
some
dealt.
old Tamil film.
That
I
round
don't
very
know,
much
man, I can't
proving to
understand,
us
bro.
that as much as Rafael is at his very best, you know, pressing that W button, creating the space for his
Wildcard
team,
winner, I think,
he can
bro.
be calm and
We have two
composed
slots
when
only,
required.
not
Without that flank, there's a huge chance of a thrifty going down for the side of GE.
We have two
but
slots only.
that flank ensures that no hopes can be taken from the side of GE. But hey, significant damage done from the side of GE will mean that now a Marshal for Rexy, a Sheriff for another player, not entirely the ideal bonus, but they still opt to go for it nevertheless. So GE now under pressure to not just win this round, but to make sure that
Fuck,
they
मैं
don't
on
lose
stream
too
बोल
many
रहा हूँ ये
weapons while
सबको.
doing so, because given the
Why
scoreline
am I
gap
talking about my
especially,
ex on
Enigma
stream,
will be
dude?
happy with this round as long as they take some weapons away.
Yeah, this is high risk, high reward round for
What?
GE.
What angle is this? Bro, no,
Yeah, the Gorilla take a lot of
no
damage on
energy, bro.
himself and talk about damage being
2,
dealt.
2, 2, bro. I have no
Antidote
idea, bro,
connected,
Ronit.
beautiful
I don't want
headshot.
to give you false information.
Looking to find another one. He finds a dink. How is he able to do this?
Go home and have mom's
Comp is
food,
already
guys.
down to 20 HP.
तू
I don't
करेगा
know
stream,
how
प्रतीक
the
आजा चेन्नई
hell
आजा stream.
did that just happen, but still is quite low. Hellraiser
Enigma
looks
improved
away,
for
the nick of
sure.
time, crosses not
ये
trade.
क्या angle है?
Trade comes
Bro,
through, but
ये
Global
angle
Esports
ये है
somewhere down the line, man
कि
advantage not favoring them, and still HP. Take a look at the player's HP, not favoring it as well. And
no,
Excalibur
bro,
finds another
Vijay,
one.
no.
Global Esports have
Blame.
no other choice rather than to go for a save, and that's what they're probably going
What
to go
angle is
for.
this, bro? This angle is because 2x support, bro. Bro, 30 second delay
And
लड़को,
this
bro.
is huge
Not
for
win
Enigma
करना,
Gaming.
30
We
second
talked
delay
about
का
it.
सुना.
For them, they would be happy even if they
Nasha
just got a
without
couple
lime juice,
weapons.
अरे
They get
yeah,
the
bro.
round.
I'm
They
good,
get
bro.
the
I'm
round,
bad at
Necro,
times,
and
bro.
given the fact that
Scarface
this
is
is just a
because I
bonus,
have
not
those
only do they
muscles,
get to
bro. I
upgrade
shot
their
like 8
weapons,
times. I have
but
no
they get to
energy
go
left.
on with that extra
Bathura
cushion,
high. अरे
like
I'm
in
not
terms
high,
of the
da.
economy. So even
I'm
if they lose
super active
back-to-back
when I'm high,
rounds, the
bro.
comeback becomes that much harder for GE.
पूरा
Enigma
dance करता
in
रहता
an
अब तक तो.
astounding position to finish off this map, take us to map 3, and keep going that series going.
Yeah.
Nice. Cali puts himself
Oh,
in a
man.
bit of hot water. But it's okay.
Caster
Again,
improved. No,
just a
Casters
bonus
were
for this
always
team.
like this.
Exit frags, man. Able to get the exit frag, at least another gun taken out, but it's fine. Yeah, as you mentioned, it was
Old Paramata, old young Paramata, bowl. I was
shut
good.
down. That's
No,
another vandal off their hands, but it's fine. They
no.
still have for GE. Of course, Ross being hooked up with the vandal in his hands. But he does not need to really high risk investing on the VCC.
That killed me, make me.
Curious to see if he actually goes ahead
Take
with
loperamide.
this, because they are in that
Loperamide.
precarious position at the 11 round score mark where they
डॉक्टर
can't
हूँ
really
मेरा
afford
लौड़ा
to
डॉक्टर
eco,
है तू तू
but
डॉक्टर
if
बन
they
के
did
डेली
choose to
क्लास
eco, they
को
would be
कट
in a
करके
much better
आके
position
एलएक्सटी पे
to come
खेलता
back
रहता है तू
against that
डॉक्टर है
overtime
चुप
aspect. But Rossi just being like, I will pop heads, guys, don't you worry. Let me be that
यार
hero
bro I
back."
always wanted to tell bro don't skip a lot of classes
Is it really that Hero Vandal player though? He doesn't even have any.
shot
Talk about Hero Vandal player. It's Rafael who kicks things off really well inside this round. Finds an opening now. Rossi
loves it
clearly do see. You
Every
clearly do
breaking,
see
yeah.
Paranoia
Allah
setting in as
Allah.
well. Enemy
Allah
spotted in
Allah.
front. Antidote getting another frag. Global Esports cannot crumble down like this.
What happened to
One
real
after
this
the
match?
other,
I don't know,
bodies
bro.
are getting stacked up on top of each other. B site completely clear, floodgates open as well. And
Bro, hide that
just
Jesse,
gonna be
bro.
casual stroll on a summer's day. Raw
Hide
fields,
him.
Vandals shining through, but Ross
Dolo,
shut it
कुछ
down.
भी हो जाए,
finally.
breakup भी हो जाए, depression भी हो जाए, कुछ भी हो जाए, डोलो ले लो.
Ranger will buy
Every
it,
Indian ever.
But he also needs to realize antidotes on aggressive page. Nice shot.
Any
Antidote
idea
shut
how much,
down, switches over to
uh,
Vandal, and now he needs to connect some headshots. He's out for blood.
Last player standing.
As the Trailblazer could set up that and try to make the play, but without SK Rossi, this looks nigh impossible. Can't even save because you got Rexy coming in on the flank, shutting them down. 12-4 now for Enigma Gaming, Necro.
Wow.
Ready to close out this map, and boy, I have to say, map 1 for GE, Ascent, their
All good,
choice,
all
they
good,
close
huh?
it off real quick. Map
Just-
2 now here for
I'm just
Enigma
telling you,
Gaming,
bro, I'm
their
just telling
choice, they're closing it off real quick. These teams, they came through understanding their strengths, and right now, their strengths seem that they're impenetrable. GE not able to break down Enigma's defense, just continuously
अरे नहीं हो रहा है, मैं बहुत नींद आ रहा है यार.
find some sort of room even in their own defensive
भयानक
half
नींद आ
now
रहा
in
है
the
बे,
second half.
भयानक
And
नींद आ रहा है.
Enigma showing us exactly
Bayana.
why they made that comeback happen yesterday, showing us exactly why in their first choice in the best of 5 they
Oh
went
my
for
God,
the
they line
bind,
up.
just so
They line up.
good.
No feels different, yes, yeah, bro, insane, dude.
Raw fuel, he's on some raw fuel for sure. And proving that time and time over again. And they're gonna blink of an eye, Global Esports. And raw fuel is just smashing through them like a Hulk alive. Felt like I'm watching a Marvel movie, but yeah. Enigma Gaming, a dominating win over Global Esports, even though the first map was taken by Global Esports. The mental was clearly seen shaken at the start, but then later on, Enigma Gaming just got a perfect read through, and this is what I exactly talked about. In the
Hey, look
pre-show
at the
today.
doggy, dude.
Even if Global Esports did get the first round, anything can happen. Maybe Enigma was just like, all right, it's fine, it's just the first slip up. We can try and catch up the speed in the next one.
And you can see raw fuel shots got me messed up. Had to fix my hair there for a second real quick. But
From
hey,
here.
as you said,
From here, I got reminded. Okay, just quick question: how are you able to get it set up like that? Like I tried it best. I was like, you know what, we should have like the same hairstyle as well. I tried to set it up. It just doesn't look good on me.
I'm not sure, but I'm not entirely obsessive over my appearance in many regards, but I can be a little obsessive about my hair. It's just wavy. I like it like that. Hey,
Wavy.
talking about the map, right? Talking about wavy and groovy plays, Enigma Gaming, what I especially liked, our biggest question coming into this map, right, was can Global Esports break the defense in terms of the defaults that Enigma had? And that never
Global
happened throughout
overrated.
that
No,
first
bro.
half. Even the few rounds
Raj
that
bhai,
like GE won,
मैंने और आपने कितने tournaments जीता इंडिया के लिए?
It was more of the fact
बताओ,
that
राज भाई, बताओ.
Enigma were just
मैंने और आपने कितने tournaments जीता इंडिया के लिए? कुछ नहीं जीता ना. तो हम इधर बैठ के क्यों वो सब कर रहे हैं भाई, वो बड़
because you can see raw fuel
खेलने दो यार, सपोर्ट करो ना करो, हेट मत दिला यार.
entire team performance to get a 13-4 victory over the defending champs.
Yeah, everyone from the side of Enigma Gaming, it looked like they were just stepping up to the mark, right? Even Excali, then you have Rexy as well, just as always. If you talk about a consistent player in each and every single map or each and every single competition, here has to be Rexy. He's able to show himself up to the mark all the time. On the other hand,
super argum, bro.
He's able to activate.
You guys
This
wanted
always
leaks,
happens.
no? Wait.
He's actually able to activate himself on the second map. Another time, let's take a look at these match stats again. And here you have the damage numbers clearly. Enigma leading.
You guys
way
wanted
ahead,
leaks of VLT
2
match,
steps
no?
ahead of Global Esports with 33.52 headshot percentage. Look at the difference.
Yeah. And I feel like a large portion of that is just raw.
Nalargam, bro.
I really do want to see his individual headshot percentage in this map. I have a
Switch
I
the
have a
game.
gut feeling that it crossed over 40, maybe even 45%.
Oh no, Rafael is connecting a lot. I think so. It has to be like.
You guys wanted leaks.
Yeah, it has to be kind of like 48
Really
or
leaks.
something. It has to be kind of like near 50%.
That would
somewhere.
be nuts.
That would be insane. Yeah, that would be insane because Rafael was able to just like connect those headshots. He was feeling himself on mark, but this is a comparison between Rafael and SK Rossi, and you can clearly see. I mean, SK Rossi was looking really good at the start of the game, but then later on, it was just Rossi. It was just Rafael's momentum that looked really unstoppable.
First match 13-11 जीता, bro.
Absolutely.
Second match
Especially
12
these last
7
few
towards
rounds.
VLT, bro.
And then towards the mid half, like it felt like
Euphoria
as you
kill
can
रहा
see, right? Every single round where Rafuel was not shut down, G had a chance to win. But
Euphoria
every
kill
time
रहा
he
है
got that first
वो
blood,
Euphoria coach
every
plot.
time he was able to maneuver his way around and play the game on his own terms, it felt like G did not have a say. And that was my question coming into this, because for Rafuel to get shut down, I feel like you have to start making EG
देखो देखो
like
देखो देखो
bring about a
देखो
lack of
रे
discipline. Make
देखो
them
देखो
stutter the
देखो
way I did. And I
देखो
think that really
रे.
comes down to finding a way to get SK
I was
Rossi
playing
in
with
their face.
Shakshi and
Then
Geet.
again, you don't have that second duelist with Rossi. The Jet
चलो bro. यार फोन नहीं எடுக்கறேனா.
Trace combo the way Excali is able to give support to Rafuel, you don't have that. So yeah, maybe in terms of flashes, G's combination better. I still like that.
இல்ல
One,
bro.
but Enigma showing you that comfort
Bro,
can go a
சும்மா
long,
bro.
long way
இல்ல bro.
if you execute it rightly.
Exactly,
அது
but again, if you talk about comfort, man, let's take a look at the viewer rewards just to make the chat as well feel a
bro,
little bit
நேத்து
more
தோத்துட்டாங்க.
comfortable inside the VCC over here.
Chemistry
We've got some
தோத்துட்டாங்க.
exclusive merchandise for you guys, and to
இல்ல
just
AMD
be
நான் ஸ்பான்சர்.
eligible just to enter the giveaway, all you guys need to
எனக்கு
do
ஸ்பான்சர்.
is just go ahead and log into your social media accounts and just make a post and tag hashtag VCC and tag Nodvin Gaming as well into it. You guys can tag both of us, me and CA. The social media handles are right here, and get creative with the post, and maybe you
30
can
second
have
கழிச்சு தான்
a
வரும் டிலேல இருக்கு.
giveaway. As I mentioned, every single day we're giving out one set of the merchandise, so you might just be the lucky person. But yeah, I've really discussed about this at the pre-show. Every single thing that happened over here.
இல்ல அது வந்து வேற மேட்ச் ஆஃப் ஸ்ட்ரீம்ல போயிட்டு இருக்கு அந்த ஸ்கோர் கேட்டாங்க பாய்ஸ் அது
and
காட்டுறாங்க.
that's what exactly happened. With that being said, second map out the way now. We're going to go ahead and take a short little break.
காட்டிட்டாங்க. வந்து 2000 அம்சுடுங்க. அம்ச்சல விடாதீங்க bro. அம்ச்சல விடாதீங்க. 30% YouTube காரன் சும்மா கொடுங்க. बतरासी में करियर आ रहे बाक यार करियर का भाई मैं नहीं देखना चाहता हूँ यार 30 आ रहे यार वापस रोना आ रहे भाई यार फिर वापस 30 आ रहे ब्रो yeah, I know, brother.
coming into the hands of the Sheriff King, RVK himself. We'll see if he's able to find value in that. Before now, once again, aggressively taking A-long control. Kappa on the Sova is all alone, but look at the aggressiveness GE themselves are showing. They've taken window for themselves, moving in now. The trademark traps will spot them out just about in a second, but they don't even need that. Anti just mows them down.
Yep. Single man to mow him down. Beautiful double dink coming through from skills. Crisp aim. But it's fine. Only going to be rewarded
Sorry,
with
bro.
one kill. And he will have to be satisfied with that. 2-0.
Hi bro, Dogo.
Good
Yarik
round
support
start, or
Enigma.
at least good map start for Enigma.
Amma.
But again, now this is where the buy
Why
round
you
is going to
sending him
start.
to
An
play?
important
No, not
round, an
WC.
important
SK bro.
tables,
Starting
I
with
would say,
Karthik.
important round to flip the
Vellore
tables
owners.
against Enigma
He's
Gaming.
calling and asking me
Global
Vesk
Esports are
Rasi
gonna
and
have
4
an equal
seconds.
chance of that.
Hey, 4 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. And at this point, for the side of GE, it's all about trying to find a value here in this full buy round. Kappa still not able to afford a full buy. A Bulldog and Light Shield, so that's definitely going to be a point of concern. A point of weakness perhaps for EG to exploit, but anti-solo lurking towards mid might just get caught out at the same time. Oh, he doesn't. Anti gets the frag as well as Excali, as you said. Kappa missing way too much.
Yeah, missing a little too much. Rossi not having the HP to back him up, and well, Enigma Gaming just getting a casual stroll, stealing those kills away like thieves in the night. And now Enigma having a huge man advantage, 2-man advantage inside this round. Last
Antidote camping is best, bro. Katan.
It's
They're playing on such a level, bro. It's not called camping, bro. It's called holding, bro.
And the final man will be
अरे
struck
रे
down.
बाबा किसको समझाए
Bonus
कैसे
victory
समझाए
for
रे
the side of Enigma Gaming.
उसको
They get to upgrade their weapons for free. And they've got
Camping
the
नहीं
monies
बोलते
all the
मेरे
way
जान,
to go through. And
holding
remember,
बोलता है.
this is
You
the map
hold.
choice by the
समझ
side
रहे
of
हो? You
GE.
hold.
But Enigma Gaming bringing in a twist to make sure that GE don't just get to waltz away with the map the way they did with Ascent or the way Enigma did with Bind. So far, RVK's chamber hasn't directly impacted GE yet, but a 3-0 lead so far, especially with Excali starting to pop off. The Seekers already ready. I'm expecting just a hard rush here into Seaside, try to maybe make a garage split happen, especially considering the fact that for the last 2 rounds, Global Esports have continuously pushed mid. They've tried to contest that mid area. Anti was able to shut down Hellranger in the last round, so they should start expecting that instead of mid, they'll either push A main or C main. But GE
And we need to
actually
change that
doing
mindset
neither of
first.
that. They're going to look to push
The
garage
word
right
hate
here,
itself
perhaps,
should come out of our
with the
mouth.
help of Lightning Fast. And this is curious to me, because usually you don't want to end up pushing an area you've already been punished in. Is GE being stubborn, or do they have the right read? We'll have to see.
Maybe they're just going to do a little bit of improvisation. They have realized what went wrong the last time they push, and this time they're going to try to fix it. That can be the case. RVK as well just staying hidden. He's led in this area, and well, this is what I was talking about. Improvisation indeed. Oh, beautiful skull cracked open, and it's the big man chamber falls down. Unfortunate. Headhunter out the game.
Oh my.
Fast follows it up with another one. What's going on for Global Esports? Able to stack up these skulls like it's nothing. Global Esports having a huge man advantage. Look at those flashes just creating so much trouble for Enigma. Just taking that comfort level away from them.
The weapon advantage very much in favor of Enigma Gaming, and now combined with the ultimates,
Oh my
Rofio
God.
with some beautiful spray control, taking down skills, and just like that, Global Esports have lost their man advantage, they've lost their sight, and they might as well have lost this round.
Yep, they have lost this round. It's a point, we might as well just call it, but still a lot of damage being dealt by Global Esports. YB, huh? Look at this man, it's just like, it's just watching the game, it's chilling out in the back, he's just laying in the back on chair as well. Might as well just take a little nap.
Spike down, C.
And again, props to be given to
Akela,
both of the
Akela,
duelists.
kaise
I'm just
karte?
going to call this guy a duelist for the side of Enigma Gaming, because Excali is exactly that. First with the spray. Excali and Rafio got
Double
caught out
cow.
with the Trailblazer, but Excali able to not just break the Trailblazer, but hold the spray in the spray control to get 1 kill. And then Rafio through the default boxes with the spray control to get another. Man, I need to get me a master class and have these masters teach me how they get it done. Just like Rafio. Again, like what? It's same through those default boxes. Look at skills that body.
Maybe soon they will start releasing their own like guides
Yeah.
on how to get better at Valorant, you know. It would be expensive as hell, though.
Slide number 1, get good.
Slide number 2, learn to aim at aim. I
Hi,
mean,
bro,
learn to aim
Siddharth.
ahead. Oh, no. Messed that up. But, still, over here, Global Esports, taking things quite slow. I don't like the push from Hair Ranger. No, it's going to be so uncomfortable. If he gets one, he's not going to be able to get away, and that's what I exactly said. Finds one, trades there. Hair Ranger needs to realize his presence was really important for his team. Now, him being taken out, Rossi will need to make some star clutches or star plays happen. Beautiful shot, a quick flick to shut Rafael down.
Oh,
You
look
supporting
at
any
this.
team?
one
I'm
too.
supporting Enigma.
It's a complete fake. They use a cosmic divide as if they're going to execute C, but they're walking all the way back to A. But the Spidey senses of lightning fast tingling. He's got kind of isolated. The gravity well pulling him in one direction. The shock dart destroying him in another. Lightning fast gets shot down. Spidey sensor. Nah, Venom's come to eat. Actually, RBK is complete.
If I'm RVK, I'm playing inside that cage. Just to be a little bit more safe. Because I knew this was ought to happen. Footsteps were given away a lot of different angles.
Anti-hopping
and
on
just to be
attack,
able
bro.
to
Heaven is a
save him, I was just
3-sided
trying to
map.
play inside the cage.
And on such 3-sided map,
Someone
you
walks
need
to
your
try-
you need to
someone
try
tries
out
to
all
walk
the
in and shut
advantages
him down.
to
And I
get
feel
a
like
first
over here,
pick, which
Head
is
Ranger should not have
gonna.
aggressed, but what do you think?
100% agree, especially considering the fact that Rossi's got that op. But maybe it's along the logic that since he's got the op, he can aggress, and it really does come down to
Yeah,
the
bro.
reads. We, as the spectators, can see
Hey,
everything,
Karlo, Git.
but Hellranger clearly, I mean, as
Hey,
a player,
Karlo,
he
Git.
can't. So
Hey, Karlo.
perhaps making the read as an IGO, the hey, they're most likely already rotating towards A. I'm going to push C, get into an advanced position, and that also frees up Rossi to go over to another site. But it doesn't work out, and Enigma now with a 5-0 lead. Look at this. They just walk into site and get free frags. Global Esports, are
They didn't
crumbling
check him on
apart?
shot.
They are crumbling apart. The momentum and Enigma, they're able to feed off of it. Man advantage on their side. Also has the headhunter available. No, RVK, you can't just do that like that. You were the last man. You should have checked it again just to be sure. 3-on-3 now. Man advantage being equalized over here. Does have his seekers available, so that can give a lot of cues away. And he's probably going to use that while retaking. That would be a brilliant play for Hair Ranger. Nice stun comes through. Antidote isn't really going to be having a lot of mobility now. Skill's just holding it, taking his time. Excali being distracted finally. And now this should give Skills the C-long control. And yep, that's what he exactly does. Moves in. But this time Excali's crossers are trained and he's quick. Retake possible. Coming through. Global Esports, as I mentioned, is a 2-on-3 now. Man advantage shifting over to Enigma. There's a man in garage, lightning fast. Throws in the cage. Well, you might as well go for the stick, but no. It was a fake coming
they
through.
get the
Lightning
garage
fast
guy.
connects that headshot. In a lightning fast manner.
They won the round.
Also got a weapon retrieve. Hellranger as well has the vandal in his hands. Missed a little shots. Lightning fast trying his back in time, but needs a fresh magazine and will need a reload. And Excali, just look at him. He's just
Bullet
straight
tato,
staring at the
lightning
screen
fast
because
round.
he knows he won the round.
Oh my god, and the cold,
First
ruthless
week of
Ivy
February,
finally displaying some emotion, realizing that that round could have just gone all the way. That momentum that Enigma Gaming have could have just disappeared with this one thrifty. I feel like Lightning Fast should have stuck it. But maybe if he had bullets, it wouldn't have mattered. You can... Oh, never mind. I thought we would have got to see it right there. The bullets not coming through, but GE, you can see the faces are definitely down as compared to what they were in the first map. Enigma Gaming,
Yes,
they've
bro.
bounced
Katana,
back
red
and
dot
they've done
rematch,
so
yeah.
in a prolific fashion.
They're playing
So
insane.
the discussion for GE has to be, why are our defaults getting broken again and again? And I think it's really just coming down to them peaking a little too much, them aggroing a little too much. Proactivity is great only when the other team is taking up too much space for free. Like, for example, a couple of rounds back, Enigma, they just walked into a site. That's the kind of thing you want to deny with your proactivity. Proactivity doesn't necessarily mean you get aggro with your peaks.
Man, I gotta say, Enigma has done a lot of research over Global Esports on Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they have. I mean, it's clearly visible 6-0 against a team like Global Esports being the defending champions as well. That in itself sounds so scary, man.
Oh, yeah.
Energy आ गया थोड़ा.
Hey.
Som company for the win.
I forgot the name of the movie, man.
Thiru,
The robot
Enigma,
movie
this
where
game.
it's kind of like a boxing, the robot boxing. I think so. It's
Oh,
what is it?
yeah, with yeah, it's like robots box, but then
Yeah, bro.
they've got to be
He's one of the best players in the game.
controlled by players, but then
In
the
the
one
Indian
robot
region.
gets taught by a dude, that young dude. I
Yeah.
don't remember the name. Maybe chat can
He
let
has
us know.
the
But what were you saying about the movie?
the movie was like, you know, in the finals that the robot is actually going. It's like the final fight scene, right? Everyone's scared about just viewing the robot that face. They're really scared. They're scared that, okay, is even our robot going to be able to give him a tough fight? But in the end, he ends up
In
winning
the
fight.
end, it doesn't
Real
even
steel,
matter.
Real Steel, I remember it. Real Steel. That was the name of the movie. So it's like, even though
Jeena
that he
yahan,
might look strong sometimes,
marna
he also has
yahan.
some weak spots
Na
that
na
you need to try
na
and pressure.
na 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 na.
Right now.
Jeena
Most
yahan,
definitely that might just be-
marna
Look at Hellranger's
yahan.
position. He's being very sneaky here. He might just catch the spike off guard, and that's exactly what happens. In the meantime, Roxy with a double peek, make that a triple. And just like that, GE might just be back into this map, back
What
into
did
the
I
flow,
just see?
and in a
Tell me one thing, why your green gaming chat doesn't
stage
write
to
in the
come
green
back, but
screen?
I feel like
Because I'm
that's too
not
early
using the
to
green
say it
screen,
right
I'm
now,
using
like,
something called the
definitely
NVIDIA
this,
broadcast, bro.
round itself, it's gonna give
And
them
this
that
one
boost
has
of confidence,
it has
especially
a bit of
after a
blacking as
timeout.
well. I'm not using
It's
a
gonna make them
green
feel
screen.
like, hey, we fixed our mistakes, we fixed our issues. Now we just gotta focus round by round.
But
and
Alexio
not
is very
slow down.
innovative of thinking like green screen is for noobs. Let me make a
There we
green
go.
wall.
Finally able to stop the momentum. Or again, maybe I'm a little too early to say this. The operator
Kappa
still
konja
being
defense
saved
wala
by
bro. Kappa
Angelo,
konja
and
I'm telling you not to
economy
go
we
for
talk
first
about,
blood.
India
Come on bro,
getting
first bloods
really
are very
looking in
cost.
that aspect. So Rossi as well, just able to make those star players happen. And I honestly feel like Rossi has to be the man who needs to be given credits. Again, this is nothing to be proud about for
Gandhi
Global
hundi
Esports, because Rossi is the one making those solo
chan
plays happen,
takra
and that's why they won it.
banate.
This is not off of team.
Kaande kude bale kalke
I mean, I do
dirda tak
agree to a
kuda
certain
de.
extent with what
Tenu
you're saying,
menu
but I
dekha
feel like
tenu
a
vedu
reason,
kutta
a key reason that
karda.
they're
Menu
losing
dekha
those rounds is
tune
because
menu kadu
pushing
kata
too early,
barda.
aggroing too early, not giving Rossi the opportunity to find those peaks, to find those kills. So at least in that
I'm
regard,
switching back
they
to a wired
definitely
mouse again,
fixed
bro.
up one aspect of their team.
If anybody in the
Focus
chat
more
has
on
a
the
Zoe
information that the Solo Sky
EC1A, send it.
delivers.
Thank you.
Focus more perhaps on the lurking potential
But don't
on that
send.
cipher.
I'm
And
kidding.
let
I'm
Rossi,
kidding. Don't.
well, let Rossi do Rossi things. Right now,
Chan takra
Dynamite
bana
coming out
de.
from the side of Excali towards the side. It gave the noise that someone's been spotted. So what they know so far is that B is completely empty, while the standard 2 stack towards C or
They
2
should make
stack
a ban
towards A
that people
is
who
the
are
likely
Radiant should
setup
stop
of
flexing
GE.
the Radiant
This
body.
could mean that they go for a late B execute right here, especially
Oh,
considering
by the way,
the fact
guys,
that they
आज
have
रात
Raptors
Twitch
to
stream
play
क्या
on the
बोलते हो?
front.
Twitch पे
Understood,
rank
yeah,
push हो जाए,
suppose.
rank grind. I
Have
don't
the
like the word
underscore
rank
available,
push.
so
Rank grind हो जाए. Game
yeah,
grind हो
instrumental
जाए.
play.
जी
There you go.
कप्पा!
A lot of info being conveyed. Shot
What a
ducks
shot
out as
there,
well.
Rexy.
Global Esports trying to stop
Rexy's
this
aim also
push
has
coming through,
improved
but
a
that's not gonna
lot,
be
bro.
enough.
Shows that
Easily
he's
able to flood
grinding the
inside
game a lot.
C-side in hand now. 4 players available.
Glowthra Excali!
Excali, if he's able to pop off,
Ah!
that will matter a lot.
काली
They're
आपके
missing
लिए
a lot of
गाना.
shots. Hunter's Fury
मैंने
inbound as
देखा
well.
आपने
I thought they were trying to
कैसा
play for the most part, but that was
हागा.
not the case. Instead,
बुलेट
they
गया
wasted it
इधर
over here
उधर
to try
सब
and help Excali's
जगह.
progression. But Excali missing those
मैंने
shots. This is
देखा
why
तूने
Enigma
कैसा
completely just crumbled down in
हागा.
that round.
बुलेट गया
Excali's
इधर
positioning
उधर
was key
सब
position. They were heavily
जगह.
relying on that.
100%. Excali cannot afford to
What
die
skin
right
is
there.
Raj
He
using,
needs
Machan? The
to
op skin.
be
Bro,
that
he's
late
using
wrap, you know,
the
because if you notice the situation for GE, they
the
left
battle
C-side
pass of
completely
last
as soon as
time,
they
bro.
heard
The
stickers
red,
coming out.
the
You can see
red,
the replay,
the red
because the
agent,
call
the
has
red
to have
neon.
been, hey, we have the Cosmic Divide, let's play with the Cosmic Divide on the retake. But they don't need to commit that the second Excali gives up his garage. Instead, they just pincer through the CT area and the garage area for a free retake for
The
themselves.
red
So
something.
100% agree
The
with you
battle
Nike,
pass
on that
skin
point.
now.
Excali cannot afford to get caught. Maybe jiggle and then come back into garage, but you cannot afford to trade 1 kill for 1 kill because, again, you're not playing that Reina where you can dismiss on out to there. You're playing that Sky where you don't have that movement capability.
Oh shit, I quit game or else I would have logged in and showed it to you.
Beautifully
What
put
skin?
foot by you, but I'm
Battle
going to move on
Pass.
to the now, or thoughts. Aggression again coming
my,
inside
raw
garage,
fuel?
and Enigma, they just want this raw fuel. Yeah, just on a complete raw fuel here. The energy's clearly popping through. Dash and an updraft comes through as well. And well, easy side control again. I just don't understand how they're able to get this side control that easily. At least plant got denied for now. A lot of time being bought. And now they will need to try and go for the plant. Well, Rafuel's position is just so key. He's able to hold those off angles successfully. Instantly teleports back. Rafuel able to find himself a 3K. Antidote follows it up. Well, guess what? It's caught by the only man alive. A flawless round coming through from Enigma. Beautiful.
Red alert. They're ping OP, bro. Both the ping same, bro.
From GE once again, doing exactly what we were talking about Cali. What Cali shouldn't have done. Just a little too eager. Lightning fast. No need to push
Hava, udale.
Such a narrow angle in garage because especially against the sky, you're bound to get checked. You're bound to get either flashed by that guiding light the way he did, or maybe even spotted out and stunned by the trailblazer with that coming through the garage. So especially when you're playing the Astra, I feel like you need to play much more deeper angles and play safe, but nope. Skills be like, hey, I popped off. Again, those peaks coming in, those unnecessary pushes, almost overconfidence in the idea that they're not going to be here.
A lot of first place coming in, bro.
Oh, they're indeed getting punished. Trails happening back and forth.
Look at A side. Anti got A side. They're gonna go for a near rotation, but Anti does expect SK Rossi is gonna come in. But SK Rossi should not push now recognize. He should hold the CT or go rotate to heaven as I told you. There you go. But look at Astra's position. He's heard all the rotations. Skills has heard all the rotations, bro.
Is that going to be a possible case?
lordbathura. FSL against the India represent just round, bro.
So bright on his eyes, man. Yeah, overall, Antidote peeks out to heaven. Rossi spotted. Excalibur shuts goes down. Rossi's still alive in the game. That's going to be a huge threat for them, and they need to try and neutralize it. But threat being silenced. A huge silence coming through. Lightning fast still there.
Hi bro, kill 2. What's up, bro? Once can you explain how FSL works? Bro, I'll make a video about it, bro. Can coach give comms in between game? No, they shouldn't. What is SK Rossi's Corsair settings? 1522, bro.
Rexy.
No, bro, they're not allowed.
Not so much so on GE's camps. I think that's why we don't get to see them. At this point, remember again, this is the map choice of Global Esports. Enigma Gaming, they're running away with it. And the biggest change they made to their composition, the chamber, he's not even going to come into full strength till they switch sides. Till 2 rounds later when they go on to that defensive half. That's when the Tour de Force, the Headhunter, really come into power because of his ability to take those longer range fights. But then again, that's also where that Cypher comes into power with the attacking lurk. So right now, both of these teams scrambling to end this half on a good note. For GE, 8-4 would be amazing. But for Enigma, I don't think anything short of a 10-2 would be something they're satisfied with.
Look at the Howl drone as well, just gaining so much info. Realizing a couple of players in the grass area.
Here.
Global Esports, they're feeding off a lot of info right now. And just because Enigma are taking this around really slow, I feel like that's going to lead to their demise. I don't know. I just have a little tingle coming through. I don't like how slow they're taking this. This has to be a read. This has to be an easy read for Global Esports because they're not seeing any presence on any other side. With this Trailblazer, intent is clearly given away. Rossi as well making that rotation happen. Flux coming through from the side, from the long side, and Rafuel is still available on side over here. But clipped his wings. Rossi goes down. And well, here we go. The flank coming through as well from their side, but it's just Antidote shutting it down. He's using Operator like a shotgun.
Yeah, bro. Dhanush, T1 got disqualified and TSM was granted to win.
The scoreline, and Enigma, they're just steamrolling it through. It's looking so hard for Global Esports to stop Enigma in here.
I feel like GE are being too polarized in the way they're playing. They're either playing completely defensive setups where they're all laid back, allowing Enigma to waltz in on the side. Hold on for a second there. RVK be like, I heard you, bro. Did you talk about how I'm not getting to participate in this match? Wait, hold on for a second right there. Let me show you how it's done. Finds a 3K to finish off the round, and back to the point though. Rafuel clearly expecting Rossi there. My point being that like in certain rounds you can see GE super aggressive. Like Hellranger just going for the ult orb instead of faking the ult orb and looking back, or an extra peek from Kappa, or an extra peek from Lightning Fast, an extra push from Lightning Fast the way he did on a couple of rounds back, pushing into the C side. As compared to this last round, where they just completely sat back, no information, like no excuse of the way they just deny information and sort of just let Enigma walk into the A long, walk into the A short, set up all the utility
Oh my
and
God, he
then
already
burst on
walked.
site for free. But oh,
Thank God. He got shut down though. He got shut down. Look at the spam come through from Kappa with the Gonna run out of magazine, so he'll need to back off. Got tagged quite a lot though. Making those tags happen. Hellraiser peeks out. Excali shut down.
wait, I have to say it. I have to say it.
Good,
Necro,
bro,
I
good.
have to say it.
What's up?
Because it looks like it's gonna happen. It's 9-2. GE with a 2-man advantage here. Kappa will make it 3. The 9-3 curse. No.
Yeah, the 9-3 curse might just happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
But
no.
again, still, we need to find out. 2 players are alive, Rexy and Antidote. The IGL and a man who's been the most consistent throughout the series for Enigma. Even yesterday was really consistent. I just like how Ross Lance is biting his lip while he's playing. And there we go. Now biting Antidote as well on his lip. Oh, Rexy peeks out, shuts him down. Rossi out the game. Beautiful peek coming through. Instant trade, but that's not going to be enough.
What's it with you and lips today, Necro? First lip reading, now with Rossi's lips. I'm
Listen,
noticing
trying
that
to-
too.
I'm
He
trying to
just
re-
bit
I'm
his
trying
lip
to read
again.
the lip. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying. He's doing that. Look, sorry, man. I'm just starting to get those analytical eyes. Okay, I'm just trying to analyze the players' face cams. Just trying to catch those emotions.
Necro analyzing lips like. Okay.
Torpedo, I can speak
But hey,
in, I
trying to
can
call me
speak
I have a
fluently in
question.
English, Tamil,
Yeah.
Telugu,
I
and
mean, you
Hindi.
are sus by
I
nature.
know a
Necro. I
bit
don't
of
need to call you
Kannada
that.
and Malayalam,
But
like a very, very
I want to
small
talk
bit.
about the 9-3 curse for a second, because how does it work? Because even yesterday, Enigma used the 9-3 curse against VLT. And GE
Correct.
used it against VLT
Correct.
too. So is it a VLT 9-3 curse or is it a 9-3 9-3 curse?
It's a 9-3, 9-3 curse. It's classic. Now look, the odds are sometimes it's kind of like 90-10, right? There's a 10% chance it might not work, but there's a 90% chance it might work, and this is the grand final, so it has to work. It's as big as it gets. So 9-3 curse needs to work here, and might as well just try and show a little glimmer in the pistol round, right? Global Esports on the site. There you go. Headhunter comes out, but it doesn't matter. Kappa's aim is a little too better. He will hunt his enemies' heads. And both somehow Global Esports are able to shut each and every single player down from Enigma, even though they got a casualty on their side. It's fine. His death isn't in vain. An Antidote from the back now, looking to make something happen, but it's fine. He's able to get away with one, and pistol round in the hands of Global Esports. Clearly comeback happened, but Malev looks a little stressed. Maybe you should try and text him.
I try to stay away from my phone during games. Maybe I should text Vibey too. Like, yo, Vibey, I'm gonna text Malev this, and then text Malev and be like, yo, Malev, I'm gonna text Vibey.
Maybe get like a little bit of drama going too.
Yeah, make them
Yeah.
like change up their compositions entirely.
It's a BO5.
You're attributing me to way too much power. Understand? I learned from these guys, not vice versa. But hey, right here we've got the Marshal on Rexy, something he clutched with just yesterday. And remember, the 9-3 curse seems to be activated because they won the pistol. Rexy's been taken down now. GE seem to be a new light. Raw fuel. That I don't think that trade is worth at all.
No, that is not worth, but it's fine. They're on eco anyway, so kind of like Enigma's whatever. They have the safety cushion to work with, but again, the 9-3 curse has been activated. Do they? Yeah, again, I understand. The 9-3 curse can be really damaging sometimes.
1-5, 1-5, 2-2. Correct,
One last man
Justin,
alive for Enigma. Excali just spinning his knife around. Maybe try and throw it.
There you are speaking multiple languages.
He knew it's done. He knew it's done. So he was like, all right, well, might as well just try to die in style.
I don't think so.
I have to say though, like forgetting the
I
curse aspect
condemn
for
the
a second
statement,
and
bro.
remembering
This is
the
wrong.
fact that if this actually does become a comeback, I understand
Hindi
that
is
these
not
players
the
are
national language
professionals.
of India.
I understand
There
that
is
they
no
have the
national language for
capability to
India.
reset map after
There
map,
are
but
official languages,
competitive
and if
side
I'm not
series
wrong,
is
there are
not just
11
about,
official
like,
languages, 7 official
the
languages.
plays.
of
It's not
India.
just about the idea that of one team outthinking the
And
other.
yeah, it's
The
not
mental
compulsory that
aspect,
you
and
need
then
to
more
learn Hindi, bro.
importantly, the
Don't.
stamina
You want
aspect
to learn
for
it,
these
learn.
athletes
Don't
becomes such
treat
a
it
big
like-
deal.
don't learn
So
it
if you
because it's
get
a
pushed
compulsion.
back in a map that you
No,
thought you were
no.
just gonna close off real quick,
Favorite
and then you
beer,
lose that map, you're gonna lose at least a
really
little
like
bit of
Ultra,
energy,
bro. Yeah,
and that can go a long way.
Yeah,
Energy,
Ultra.
man. You need that. But I'm telling you, who's not going to be short on energy? It's going to be raw fuel. Just on a complete raw fuel there. Enigma They're letting them take the side control. Beautiful Cypher cage as well. As soon as Antonio walks out, the footsteps will be given away, and also the cage will activate. So there you go. But Enigma, somehow, they're able to put a stop to this entire push. Raw Fields, Vandal, of course, glowing, looking to glow his enemy skulls as well. 2v4. GE needs this round desperately. They're playing off of on it. Nice. Eco, but still now, Raw Fuel. Just posted up. He's letting them make those mistakes, but Hellranger too quick to react. Last man alive for Sidorossi. Threat still there. He can make the clutch happen, but the spike's not in his hand. Beautiful flash, Rossi. God damn. Sometimes it's kind of hard to pronounce his name. Sometimes I'm calling him Lassi. Now I'm calling him Rafi. I don't know.
We've got to see if SK Rossi can make some plays with his posse and pull off some naughty curse here. Yeah, I couldn't make it rhyme the third time in a row, I'm sorry. But hey, definitely a pushback in terms of the comeback aspect by the side of Enigma, because you can see, even though that was a bit of a bonus for GE, it was still one weapon invested, so Skills is going to have to make the sacrifice. He's going for...
I think I'm going to clean this room today.
Makes sense. The Astra is the agent you want to have the most far back, but might just end up working against them.
Everybody's
look
opinion.
at this. Enigma,
Thoughts on no fab.
very aggressive. They only
Bathura
done the
doesn't
aggression to get RVK in a really good spot. Now this spot is not just
22.
about holding Dawn C long.
Oh,
it gives a lot of information if
I'm
someone
VLT
starts
fan, so
running
it feels
in that attacker side spawn area or
I
running
felt
in that
sad
mid
too
area.
yesterday,
So
but
audio
it is what
cues
it is, bro.
can
The
be
better
huge in
team
that
won.
CW.
We didn't play our pure potential and we
Talk
lost.
about C Cubby,
We'll
man.
come back, bro. Don't worry.
Rawfield posted up in a real good
That's my
off
feeling.
angle. If he's not being expected here, can do
Excalibur
really well.
okay,
But the spike is going on C.
yeah, bro. He's
And who's
throwing away
available on C? It's gonna
$30,000
be
US dollars
RVK
and the
chamber.
chance of Valorant
Looking to
qualifier
inflict some pain. He
representing
also
his
has the
country. Yeah,
headhunter
he's throwing.
available. With 8
There you go.
bullets in
He's
the mag.
throwing, bro. Match wins.
There
Scripted.
we go. First pick. Floodgates open. Ross able to find another one. The follow through comes in, but Excalibur
Bro, ban
just
Danny.
with the
Why
stance on his
da?
spies,
He's just
misses
trying to have a
as
little bit of fun,
possible.
bro. Chill.
But this
bro.
time misses a couple of bullets, and Global Esports will get another round on the board.
Don't do this, G. Oh,
Bye-bye.
3 wins to end, bro.
Attackers goes. I'm gonna try to. I mean, I don't think I can reach the pitch, but I think I'm gonna try to learn the accent that Astra has.
Well, give it a
I
shot.
can know Singapore accent last year if you want to learn it from me, bro.
Come on.
I do
come
not
on.
want to tie
Do
for
it
the
for
first
the
time
people
on
that are
stream.
watching. Do it for the people that are watching.
I'm gonna
Give it a
you.
shot.
I'm glad you
I'm
made
gonna
the effort
tell
to
you
learn more than
what I
one.
feel.
Bro, I didn't
want
learn
to
it
tell you
because
right
I
now,
want to
but in the
communicate with
Astro
others.
voice
I just learned it because I want to watch
Bye-bye,
movies
boomer.
in all those languages.
I'm not a boomer.
If you guys know, I'm
younger.
very
What are
keen
you
towards.
I'm
I have an
21
interest
years
in
old. How old are
acting,
you?
and I don't have money.
Let's not go there, Nick.
I don't have money to go
Let's go back to
to
the
film
map.
school.
We're
So
in
whatever
statistics
acting I learn
right
is
now,
from watching
and
films,
it
and I
seems
watch
like-
films in
Yeah,
all those
I'm
languages.
starting
That's how
to
I
get
know.
these flashbacks to yesterday where Enigma made the comeback. It was 9-3. They won the pistol. They won the anti-eco. They lost the bonus, and then they won back-to-back rounds after that. And with Rolfio's Blade Storm shut down, this round looks like it's about to go that way. It is an eco for Enigma Gaming, and Rossi, well, he's hungry and ready to eat.
Well, talking about hungry and ready to eat, he's eating them alive. And Global Esports, look at that, just stacking up bodies, 24 HP to work with. RVK, not enough, man. Global Esports, another round on the board, and I'm telling you, it's the classic curse, just helping Global Esports to shift the tide in their favor.
As you said,
Love you or
momentum, the intensity.
कोई बात नहीं
All
20
the heavy
बाई
words.
चलेगा.
Can you try to get all the heavy words in a single sentence? Go ahead.
Heavy words in what regard? Because I've got a lot of heavy words, like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There you go.
What the hell did you just say? I had the same kind of word, phantasmagorical. It's short.
अरे
Oh,
शायद
yeah, I know
really
that.
good.
why is
know,
Pakistan's not
you
there
know.
in this qualifier one? Because it's
And
India Qualifier,
yeah,
bro.
over here, YB clearly as well, just giving ahead and giving, just telling his team what to do because he's seeing that momentum being built.
Because it's India
And now he
Qualifiers,
needs to
bro.
try and
Hello, Venu?
calm their nerves.
Yeah,
over
hey, Royal Challenge, ah.
Exactly.
YB just being a good coach, man. It's just look at this. Rafael as well, clearly. You can see the
Why are
side warrior as well
Pakistan
starting to
teams
build
not
in,
there?
right? Because Antidote shut
Indian
out his
qualifiers,
camp.
bro.
Excali did the same
The
thing.
last time which happened, wild card happened
I
for
do
all
think
of
that
them.
their manager
together.
is going about fixing it, so hopefully we get to see them back real quick. But
Wild card
as
mein
you
sab
said,
milte.
right, YB, one of his best qualities, we've discussed this too, across the two maps, is his ability to be calm, bring that calm tone to his players, and
Bye,
get them
bro.
back focused.
Hi,
And
Sarthak.
that's really important right now
Jaan
for
ke
Enigma
tote.
Gaming, because remember, even though GE have that momentum, it's Enigma Gaming with still a 3-round lead on the defensive half. All they need is a couple of rounds to go to their side, and all of this momentum, jumbo, gambo.
What? Whoa. Hold on. What? Momentum, jumbo, gumbo.
Yeah, it's in the sense that these are intangibles. You know, you can't really account for them. So as long as you come back to basics,
We'll go to
the
OT, no, bro.
intangibles, the emotions, the intensity, none of that matter.
And what about mumbo jumbo?
Well, mumbo jumbo is what I said.
Okay. Anything makes sense. Like whatever makes
I
sense.
tried
to
the
you,
voice
man,
bot
just
thing.
go
It's
ahead.
so cool, man. Sarthak, don't reveal it on
Trust you at
stream,
this
bro.
point,
I
man.
plan to make a
Each and
video.
every
Views
single
nahi
word that
aayega,
comes
तो
out of your
reveal
mouth.
कर दिया तो.
I respect it.
Thank you, bro.
You know why? Ask me why.
Why? No, wait, I'm scared now. No. Okay, fine. Why?
Because I just don't care. Moving on.
No.
Technical break. 7-10 being the scoreline.
Bro, thoughts if Rajni
Technical
enters
break from the
politics.
side of
Nothing,
Enigma
bro.
Gaming.
No
Seems like
thoughts.
there are some problems going on for them. 7-10
I
as
don't
I
want to,
mentioned.
bro.
But again,
Every year my
Global
vote will
Esports
go
able
to
to get
Nota,
the
bro.
fuel back in the game. They're able to get their heads back in the game. Somewhere down the line, momentum.
Do you
being
think
stopped and
India are
has
at
been
an
favored,
unfair
able
advantage?
to
This
flip in
VCC
their
as games
favor.
have to be played on
I do
Mumbai
want to see
server.
what kind of game plan
How
now
do you
Enigma Gaming
think
are gonna be
India
able to
is
come
at
up
an
with. We did
unfair
see YB
advantage?
giving
This
a lot
VCC
of
as
good
games
words for his
what?
team, saying I don't exactly know what was he saying
What?
because I'm not really that good at lip reading, but
How are
still,
they
YB
at it's an
overall,
Indian
he's trying his
tournament
best to
being
keep his
played
team
on an
morals
Indian
up.
server? How is that unfair?
Yeah, I think for YB
Bro,
here,
English casters are
and
so
for his
cringe.
team
Why?
too,
They're not
like we
cringe, bro.
talked
They're
about, right?
building a
This
story
third map
towards
is a
it. They're
pivot
building a
in
good
terms of
rapport between
momentum,
them
in
so
terms
that
of
they can
for every single team
enjoy.
looking forward
Not
as to
cringe.
how you want to
Are
read
you
into
rooting
the
for any team?
tendencies, because
Enigma.
unlike a best of 3, the reads in a best of 5 evolve across that best of 5. You start thinking about, hey, in map 1 they were pushing a lot. I feel like that's what they're trying to do a lot today. They might do that in map 4 too, but map 3 is where you really make the decisions, where you start really pushing for one type of read. So for these teams right now, winning and losing map 3 is going to be a big deal, especially if you consider the way map 1 and map 2 went. 13-4, 13-4, both of these teams slammed each other in their respective
Kappa
maps,
hot
but now coming on to Haven, well, clearly it's heaven for both of these teams.
Heaven more kind of like for Global Esports, I would say, because now they're starting to get the grip back up in the game. So Global Esports, once the reads are there, Malav as well, we did see slowly and steadily his smile was returning back upon his face. And clearly some game face on from both these sides. Antidote's cam's still not on, so I'm not really going to be able to analyze that. But RBK, somewhere down line, not really happy with things are going, how things are going. Arafiel, I mean, he's able to pop off, but how long is he going to try to make this solo play? Somewhere down line, the players in the bottom there, the players in the bottom like RVK, he needs to start stepping up with that chamber. I haven't really seen that tour de force in action that well yet.
Yeah, but look at the rendezvous for RVK setup. It's in that B spot, so I feel like the minute the trademark trap breaks a B, he could go to the rendezvous and try to punish a B push. But right now, it's not going to matter.
Brothers are calling me saying chicken 65 coming.
Ends the cosmic divide setup, but again, this is a fake. Look at Rossi, slowly going to start walking into that garage area, which Antidote left because of that cosmic divide. Now the Seeker's coming out.
Missed it. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
The smoke precision not there. And Seeker's out position given away, and this is what he's working off of Hellranger. Beautiful capitalization coming through. RVK available on the site. That spray transfer almost connects though. But still, heavy amount of damage being inflicted, and Enigma able to work off of that. Antidote finds 2 huge frags, and now it's a 2-3. And as you mentioned, Rossi still is there all the way on the B side, but now is looking to retreat. Well,
don't do it.
Yep, now he's able to retrieve back. The spike's dropped.
But don't do it.
Wanted to get the spike back in hand, and Rafiel catches Kappa slipping by. Rafael now finally has jumped back up on the site. Maybe he is
30
scared of his
seconds
back a
left.
little bit as well. He realized his teammates has got his back. So Rafael still so unsettled. Look at this. You can clearly see the paranoia setting in. Utilities inbound, gravity well as well, and Rafael has found himself a free way out.
And that's really
Antidote.
smart over there because Antidote is really, really low. So Rafael needed to
One
make sure he
enemy
got on
remaining.
out of that. quickly. But oh no, Antidote dies to fall damage.
Oh my.
Ends up making it a 1v1 nevertheless, and that could be disastrous, Necro. It was
Oh my.
Antidote who got them to double and triple to start success in this round. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Whew.
Let's
Hey,
not
look at
talk about
Vibey.
it. And Vibey is probably like, oh, come on, how can you make that mistake like that, Antidote? But it's fine. He just shook it off. Took it as a coach. And now I do want to see, I do understand somewhere down
Bro,
the line,
I'm
maybe game,
voting
yeah,
for
they're
EG
able to
even
get
though I'm a
out of the
part of
heads, but
VLT,
still the
bro.
amount of
Chill,
damage
bro. Doesn't
Global
matter,
Esports is
bro.
able to get,
Doesn't matter as in.
that is insane. Still, their mental is not going to be taken down because of that.
Yeah, definitely. I think. Having said that, though, at the end of it all,
Not
the
really,
economy
bro.
is still broken for Enigma.
No, bro. Not really, bro.
As you mentioned, the mental game is gonna start.
No,
coming
bro,
in
no, bro,
clutch
not
now
really.
Because the Tour de Force is online. I wonder if RBK pops it immediately or saves it for the last few rounds. And the answer is immediately. Look at that, so aggressive with it too. Going to set a very forward trademark trap there towards the A lobby area, and that gives a ton of information because now with his up and that trap he can hold on. But Antidote to Astra getting caught out for the defense that early, that's never a good sign, Necro.
Indeed, not a good sign. As you mentioned, controller out the game this early in the game. That's not really a good sign. Me personally as well, not really loving that. Finally, Tour de Force inbound. RVK, this is your time to pop off. Rossi versus RVK. Both of them having the big cannons in the hand. Who's going to be able to make it work? Who's going to land the shot this time? And it's RVK who catches a glimmer. And SK Rossi instantly shut down. Enigma 4-4 though, so it's fine. Trades happen back and forth. And Global Esports still looking to make this comeback happen. 7-11 is the scoreline. Anything can happen at this point. It's just so hard to tell what exactly is going to happen here.
I'm too fat for
30
this.
seconds left.
RVK with that Tour de Force, it seems like he heard me say that we're not really seeing a lot of pop-off moments, and he's able to pop off this round. Another kill can just be a complete menace and cause a complete ruckus in the enemy team. And you will clearly see the paranoia set up.
But the
On
case
the
is
cams
actually.
as well, RVK giving the calls. They have spotted someone short and long. They're probably committing onto that A side, but RVK, he don't need no support. Shuts them down single-handedly.
Sit
A
down.
force in himself, a force to reckon with that Tour de Force. Match point for Enigma Gaming. And boy, oh boy, it's exactly what you
But do you know
wanted
what
from
is
Necro,
the
that
mistake
sort
there?
of round with that Chamber ultimate.
Now this is what I like to see. Finally, Chamber kind of like being the classic Chamber. Why Chamber's being picked.
Bro,
This was
VCC
the
is an
main
only
goal for
Indian
that.
tournament, bro.
Able to pop off with that Tour de
VCC
Force.
India
Easy
only, bro.
4K single-handedly
That
holding
is
side
VCT,
down.
bro.
Not even
This is
needing
VCC.
teammates. Another
There's a
one more
difference.
round needed for Enigma to seal the deal on the map of heaven. And a lot much more rounds needed for Global Esports to get the tie up. I'm not really good at maths that quick, so I'm not really going to put it.
It's alright, I got you. Actually, hold on for a second right here because it looks like Joel Esports are going for an aggressive rush. The Trailblazer has caught RVK, but the strength of that Chamber, Necro, just teleports on out of there.
Teleporting out the tricky spot. Rexy in the front. But instantly getting sliced off. And RVK again, it seems like he's finding his groove. And he's able to pop off. RVK finds another third
GG.
kill. Oh my
No way,
god,
man.
RVK. RVK is just looking for victims and he's out for blood. Final man alive, it's the clutch pot. Is he going to be able to make some pop-up plays happen? That's what I want to know.
Oh my god, there's a small gap.
Pass through, yeah, small gap in the wall.
They don't hear
Able to
that.
sneak in, and yep, they don't hear the weapon switch up coming through as well. Yeah, beautiful.
He
point
didn't switch
mentioned
the
is
weapon,
the
bro.
wall. And he's just gonna sneak here. He's just gonna stay here. He's gonna wait for someone to cross over.
Because as soon as the wall goes down, they're going to notice that the spike is not here. Never mind. He needed to give it a little bit more time so that they could think that, hey, he took the spike and ran away. But no, he peeks out a little too early, and the map going through for Enigma Gaming. RVK popping off in those last few rounds. Just get it in the bag. answering our question, it's not a 9-3-9-3 curse. It's a VLT 9-3 curse.
Okay.
बुरा लगा
It
रहा
still
है.
got pretty close. I mean, come on.
बुरा
Yeah,
लगा.
we were seeing a little bit of glimmers of maybe the 9-3 curse possible.
बुरा लगा रे.
Side though, beautifully played from Enigma Gaming, a well deserved. And I would say in the end, it was just RVK making the saving grace of that, able to get that 4K, then instantly able to follow it up with a 3K and to close the game off.
Yeah, absolutely beautifully done by RVK. I think that tour de force round, especially when Antidote died so early, the Astra going down, without that chamber ultimate, like shutting them down, like if it's just a Cypher or a Killjoy playing there, right? Maybe the utility gets broken down really easily. It comes down to the individual skill of carrying that chamber ultimate. And well, RVK, he's got bags and bags of skill, so nothing to worry about there.
Oh man, indeed. And finally, I love to see that chamber in action. And it was the tour de force just changing the entire tides. It did look like somewhere down line Global Esports were able to get the grip back up on the game, but then that tour de force just decimating things completely and just telling us what was the exact reason why he picked up that chamber in the first place, just try and clutch out these kind of moments. But now that third map out the way, Enigma Gaming having a clear lead, Global Esports being the defending champions, also having a lot of fans in the chat as well. I don't know how it's going to look for them. Of course, the panic, of course, the pressure is going to start to build in. I want to see what Global Esports will be able to pull off in the upcoming maps.
Oh, yeah. I think Global Esports themselves will not be happy with the way this map went. I feel like a little too late to adapt in the starting stages, especially on their defensive half, where they were either over-peaking or not peaking at all. They needed to find a balance between that, where they were able to get information without sacrificing their lives. And it's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about it here. They got to actually do it. But given the fact that it's the grand finals, well, you got to make it easier done than said, because otherwise a team like Enigma, they're just going to run away with it.
Enigma, yeah, they're just going to like steal it like thieves and they're just going to run away with it. Yeah, 2 maps in the hands of Enigma. Global Esports with 1. We still have 2 more maps coming in CA, man.
Yeah, Dead Mice Tola le जा रहे.
That would be absolutely insane.
मुझे उसका एनिमेशन बहुत अच्छा लगता है, जो गोल 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 गोल.
But to be honest, उसका प्राइस क्या है? 3550.
या
उस प्राइस रेंज में जेट नाइफ है जो कि उससे ज़्यादा बेटर है और भी बहुत सारे नाइफ्स हैं. और अगर उतना ही दे रहे हो तो शायद आई थिंक INR में आई थिंक 500 मोर में सीधा एल्डर फ्लेम ही आ जाएगा. उसका वेट कर लो.
ठीक है, फिर एल्डर फ्लेम का वेट करती. टीम एमपी कैरी कर करके थक गई हूँ गाइस. मैं टीम एमपी क्यों बनी हूँ, मैच एमपी क्यों नहीं बनी? हेलो व्हाट द फक डूड. गलत है रे, गलत है रे, गलत है, गलत है, गलत है. हाय मुकुल, हाउ आर यू? डॉग्स दिखाया मैंने, पहले दिखाया था, अब वो सो रहा है, अभी नहीं उठा रही मैं. जॉर्ड जॉर्ड क्या क्लास हो तो यार. मैच एमपी नहीं या टीम एमपी. आंटी हाय, वत्तू हो गया तुम्हारा वॉच पार्टी. आई वांटेड टू जॉइन मैन बट आई वाज स्ट्रीमिंग.
What's the next map? Next map is good map from map.
It's a lol. क्या है?
क्या इशू सब कर रहे थे लोग. What's up cuties?
अलग से बात करनी पड़ेगी. हमने कुछ नहीं बोला, हमने कुछ किसी ने कुछ नहीं सुना. हमने
सिड भाई,
हाँ, हमने ये जरूर बोला था कि काफी अच्छे प्लेयर हैं, काफी ज्यादा बेहतरीन खेलते हैं,
चेंबर बहुत बढ़िया लग रहा
बेस्ट
था
प्लेयर. बट डेफिनेटली
And make a post saying hashtag
Milady. Oh, that was nice. You seem very
एक तो करना पड़ेगा. बतुरा ये कौन सी लाइन में आ गए? भाई सुनो ना, बोल रहे.
कीजिए टीम
and listening.
500 पहुंचा दो यार. All cool. I'll be back. Wait. Playing God of War super game. ये आपको टूथपेस्ट में नमक है क्यों गांड में घुसाएगा कौन जीता फर्स्ट मैप वाज वन बाय ग्लोबल सेकंड बोथ द मैप्स वर वन बाय एनिग्मा एड अकानम VLT का मैच क्या हुआ देखते रुको. So they 1-2-0. What is that name of the dog, bro? Red alert. This was the operator, the desk killer. Correct. Oh, you're living up to your name, huh? I'm using wordplay. Formidable forces. Kidding.
That Reyna's really good on the map of Icebox. We saw Excali pull out the Reyna, if I'm not wrong, in the previous time, so he might as well do it again.
He might as well, but then again, that's where the fight comes in, where Arena is astoundingly good against that race composition that VLT pulled off. Not so great against the KJ combination because it becomes so much harder. Yes, the Lear does blind the turret. The Lear does go a long way in terms of the aggressiveness, the ability to shut down those anchor sites. But what it doesn't give you is that flank watch, and it makes your Viper forced to stay there. So I have a kind of feeling that they might just go.
Oi!
No KJ here.
Oi, what is that? Skills with a chamber.
I mean, we did talk about like GE deciding, you know what, we've got nothing to lose. Let's try out an agent that gives our player a lot more comfort in the sense that enables their gunplay. We already saw skills pop the heck off in one of the maps, and I personally think Chamber is way better on Icebox and Breeze than something like Haven, because it gives him a lot more opportunities to not just use his Toward Their Force, but also the Headhunter in those long ranges, because I think a lesser known fact, or rather an underutilized fact about the Headhunter is the fact that unlike the Sheriff, you can ADS in on it and
Icebox,
you can use
Global
it for
Esports
those long
playground.
range fights. So skills on that chamber definitely a sight to witness, and there's no way.
Global
There's no way
playground,
they
bro.
will double duel this chamber Sova without a stage. No way.
Hell Ranger on Viper too.
Yeah, that's
interesting. But yeah, overall now Kappa. Probably gonna be locking in the Sova, and Lightning Fast has to go for the Sage. Yeah, Chamber definitely a really interesting choice. It's not something I've seen a lot of times. So KJ pretty much out the box for Global Esports. On the other hand, same thing goes over here. We're not really seeing KJ being played on the map of Icebox, which is not really a thing that I've seen for the first time. I've seen this happen in the past as well a couple of times. But again, respecting the long-range duels and the
When
map
did you
of
come live on
Icebox,
Twitch? I
Chamber
do
by
from time
Chamber
to time,
really
bro.
good choice.
The thing is, against the combination that Enigma have with the Reyna, I feel like here the KJ is much better. In the composition sense, definitely not in the skill sense, where as a player for him, I think Chamber is much better. He started off his Valorant career being a Phoenix main, then being a Raze main, so back to the good old days where, well, he's not playing a duelist, but close enough with that Sentinel role.
Close enough, yeah. Not really playing a duelist, but yeah, close enough as you mentioned. Chamber definitely. I'm really trying to grab my mind across is possibly going through Global Esports head at this point. I mean, we're probably going to be seeing the headhunter pulled out instantly from skills, and he will need to start hunting heads. But again, Enigma, they have to be shook seeing that chamber being pulled out. And as I mentioned, the main motto over here is to try and stay unpredictable, and this is what Global Esports exactly realize.
Small interaction, but I really want to see. Yeah, as you notice, if you notice in the pre-round, he set up his rendezvous teleport on top of the B-long box, used it pre-round so the cooldown wasn't there, and then picked it back up so he has the teleport ready to go back. Nevertheless, though, it's Rofio who's going to get us started. Kicks out SK Rossi from this round so far, but the spike carrier down, that could be disastrous for Enigma.
Got the chamber tricks up his sleeves, but let's see if he's got the shots or not. Global Esports, look at this, lightning fast, 2 quick kills. Rexy with another one with the shock dart. Hellranger so low, cannot really go for flashy plays anymore. We'll need to play safe over here. 2 players right next to each other for the side of Enigma. On the attacking side, definitely are looking really strong. Hellranger, though, as I mentioned, doesn't have a lot of HP to spare in these duels. That's quite close on the left, not really spotting him out. RVK, a clean swipe. Not really clean swipe, but yeah. Still, it's just a pistol round.
I really want DJ to close the one just to run.
I really like seeing those cool interactions that Skills is already prepared, showing us that this is not just a spur of the moment pick. You know, this is something that they had in their bags throughout this series. But back to Enigma, the team with the 2-1 lead, the team with the pistol round win, the team looking to secure the victory in the India Qualifier 1 and make their spot in the grand final playoffs with this map. For now, just an anti-eco, Global Esports on that economy. Getting quite aggressive.
How is the selecting map photo? Is it random? No, there's something called the veto which happens.
For him. The drone is not going to spot out Skills, but Cali certainly is. Finds that kill, and that's why Reina can be so strong. You can go for that hero Vandal Phantom because you can get that over heal after a kill.
Rough field, bro.
Look at that, just a drop shot coming through from his side. Rossi able to connect shots. And well, instantly now backing off as well. Rossi's finding skulls with the Marshall. He's making it ring, but Excali puts the stop to his ruckus. Walls inbound as well. Final man alive. It's the clutch paw. 1v2 situation. Excali doesn't really have a lot of HP to work with, but it's fine. RVK's got his back.
3 weapons lost though for Enigma in that round, so a decent eco for GE altogether. But Enigma, as you can see, they're pumped. Fist bumps going through. For them, what's important is the round win in itself, and they were able to salvage the Vandal, I believe. So not too much loss in itself, and they will be content with the way it ended up going. But going into the next few rounds, Enigma, I want to see how the conditioning aspect plays out, because again, what they don't have is a clear-cut flank watch, and what we kept missing from the side of Velocity Gaming in their match against them was pressure on that flank for them. I want to see if GE can do the same, can find some sort of pressure onto Enigma Gaming and keep pushing them in multiple angles.
For GE to
What a shot.
Enigma Gaming is going to be a little tough having 2 map leads just like that, but yeah, here we go. Lightning fast sting is going to sting quite, and it's going to hurt a lot for Global Esports. Even though they're able to find a train, but still, Global Esports, they're bleeding right now, and they need each and every single edge they can get in this competition. Skills, of course, on top of this container, able to spot a man out. RVK instantly changes his position, positioning himself. Antidotes on the left. No! Skills, he cannot look away in that time.
Enigma ka coach, huh?
Look at Hellranger.
Hellranger, yeah, as well, getting a lot of map control. He still hasn't spotted the spike because the spike is behind the barrels.
Hellranger stuck in a very dicey position. RVK coming on up behind him. And the Sheriff King will not bow down to the Vandal. Picks out Hellranger, and it's all going down for Global Esports Necro. This looks like a bonus
Enigma
round
coach
right
vibe,
for
bro.
Enigma Gaming, a 3-0 lead likely in the bag. What do you think? Does Rossi go for the save, or does he go for the Rossi play? It's not even the hero play, it's a Rossi play.
He can go for the Phantom King strategy for the next round. I feel like he should just go for the save. Because Rossi knows he's a star player and he can make some star plays happen. So maybe prioritizing his weapon more and playing things a little safe would make a lot of sense. And yep, that's what he's exactly doing. Maybe try and catch a couple of frags slipping by. The potentially will be trying that, but again, Rossi, he should play things a little really safe here.
Yeah, he's going to do exactly that. So we have a second to talk about the strategy that Enigma Gaming seem to be employing.
Sit down. Sit down, Antidote. Just double think
thought
coming
he had
through.
a second.
Antidote didn't even know what hit him right there.
Yeah, he thought he had a second, but before the second passed by, a bullet entered his head. But hey, Antidote's going to be like, I do not care. If it was my bonus, I'm going to get a 3-0 round lead. I can see that finish line. I can see the end. I can see the grand final playoffs. And for the entirety of Enigma Gaming, it will be such a big deal. The narrative this team has carried, right? Think about it. All the way from VCC 1.0, where they were known as the underdog team. They had Ghost leave very close to VCC 1, and Rafuel replace him. Come, just tear up the rift. Tear up every single map he played on. Become that star player and take Enigma all the way to the grand final playoffs where they finished in that top 4, in that top 3. Now coming back with a few roster changes, Anti, Rexy, Excali, all making their way in. It's really come down to how Enigma can take this narrative all the way to the finish line, find that win, not just in 5 maps, just dominate in this zone.
Oh, that's a huge dink. That's gonna hurt. Kitchen control should be given away now. Roughly realizing exactly that head ranger bracket out.
It could be long though.
Oh, look at this.
Unlucky.
What? A spam with a classic finds Rafuel. Unlucky.
RVK's got to protect this Vandal.
Needs to.
What a shot, Ross.
Going for that. That's the question. But Rossi starting to slice things up, and he will find another one. What's going on? You cannot peek him like that, Rexy. A glimmer is enough for Rossi to make things happen, and you cannot just keep on giving him glimmers like that.
I believe they lost this, bro.
Capitalize on it. RVK, the final man left alive. Snake Bikes inbound is trying to stop this diffuse. Tap came through RVK, just stuck in
Let go of it. लोग ज़्यादा पसंद ले रहे हैं. अरे ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, bro.
The Gaster curse is real. All of that pump up narrative, all of it down the window because Rossi, the dagger girl, pulls out her daggers and just stabs them into the hearts of all of the Enigma fans who were feeling a resurgence of hope. Look at this, man. Well, I don't even see the dude properly, and he pops his head like, what?
I get him, man. I mean, this is Rossi, but I still feel like he should not have challenged that duel.
Very true, bro.
Yeah, there was no need. They had the spike planted. They could have just tried and go play for this post plant.
Or the op coming in from Rossi.
But still, I would say a little bit of ego peaks coming through, and that's why losing that round, I would say overconfidence just really there. But still,
they get over 3 weapons from that. They can build up their economy. Even though they bought the operator, at least 4 of them have over 3,000 credits. So even though Global Esports has won only 1 round, their economy situation is significantly better than that of Enigma's. And I think they're trying to change that. Enigma has the Viper's Pit, maybe looking to set that up and plan.
Lear's out, trying to blind anyone on the site, or at least who's trying to peek on site. Easy spike plant coming through. Enigma having this entire site control, and now here comes a retake from the side of Global Esports. Stacking up outside the site, thinking what exactly to do. Chamber on top. This Viper Pit's just making so many things tough. Chamber, no, that's not how you're going to climb the wall right there. But still, the resurrection play comes in through. Lightning fast will get the res happening. Rafuel getting spotted by that recon dart, and again, missing that smoke on that recon. Kappa will shut him down instantly. Rexy from the back will shut SK Rossi down as well. The aggression taken care of by Rexy, and what? Somehow, Global Esports, they screw things up, and RVK has given up a pop-up moment.
Rex team is a ex-CSGO player, bro.
It's that Viper's
If I'm
Pit,
not wrong,
man.
if I'm not wrong.
So what I was talking about, RVK, of course,
Facebook.
prolific player that he is, using the tools to his disposal brilliantly. But as you said, it really did feel like Global Esports round to lose when you consider the fact that the flank was there from Rexy, from the side of GE, but Rexy managing to shut it down, and that's huge, right? Again, Rexy, I feel like one of the underestimated players from the side of Enigma Gaming. He comes in to support his team when it's necessary, but he still wins those crack duels. We saw his headshot percentage yesterday, over 35%, and this lad, he's been a sight to watch. Again, bringing that momentum away from the side of GE. Enigma Gaming matching them step for step, and it doesn't feel like GE are able to stabilize at any instant. Look at this now, though. The Tour de Force coming out for skills. He spotted out Antidote for a second, but choosing to rendezvous on out of there.
Man, after this, I can tell for sure Enigma Gaming has a lot of star players in their arsenal. And one of the star players just being shut down. 1-4 being the scoreline. Enigma Gaming having a really dominating lead. And I'm definitely impressed by Enigma Gaming. Here we go, though. Oh. Skills. Just looking to connect some shots. There we go. Enigma this time is going to be the one to get the trade back. But still, he has the Tour de Force activated. He do not want to walk in his crosshairs. Teleport taken care of instantly by Excali. Having the kitchen control gives him a lot of control to work with. Rawfield trying to follow things up. Cop out there shutting that aggressive push down from Excali. Regaining back the kitchen control. Hunter's Fury available. Rexy gets spotted. Takes a little damage.
Oh.
But yeah.
I said no, why? Because he could have finished the plant and then tried to dodge it, but Rexy's like, no, I don't want to take a little bit of damage.
Oh.
But that
I
did
don't like
lose
this
him some
POV,
time,
dude.
because of which Rossi now able to isolate Rexy, find that duel. The revive comes through from Antidoto, and Raw Fuel coming through on the B-long
Enigma,
hold.
wow.
The revive didn't even matter. Raw Fuel was just like, I got this, boys.
They're just smashing it right now. Enigma Gaming, they just seem like an unstoppable force of nature. They're able to smash through global esports. They're able to just shatter their hopes and dreams. Enigma Gaming, they're dream killers indeed.
Dream killers and an inspiration, I would say, for every team wondering, like, hey, is it always going to be the VLTGE way? Is it always going to be the WoW Classical? Can we make it as a newer team coming out? Well, you certainly can, not just as a team, but as an organization. Making those acquisitions, bringing YB in, bringing the firepower, the Excali, and together the team bringing about these wonders. They have been an astounding sight to watch, but hold on, Kappa and Rossi, they want to have a say in that. A lot of utility committed to get skills into this aggressive position, but that's all they get. On the other hand, B-Long gained for free by the side of Enigma Gaming means they can use a much more aggressive drone, where usually the drone is used to clear off B-Long. This time the drone gives them control of the site. Now, Hellranger trying to shut it down with this Viper Spit, but the issue with this Viper Spit is it gives such few locations for Hellrangers to sit in.
Oh, man.
Literally kind of chill, bro, Katan.
Still just the
Chill, bro.
proactivity they're able to show in these moments. Viper Spit inbound, yeah, as you mentioned, not really going to be given a lot of breathing space for Enigma Gaming on the B side, so that's why Rawfield is just posted up with his gun, waiting for Hellranger to pop out of his Viper's pit. Wanting to aggress forward, but still he doesn't exactly know what to do and what to not. On the B side, though, is SK Rossi kicking things off with a massive 3K. And Antidote looking to put a full stop to that. But the entire push being shut down leaves them in a 3-on-2. And yep, the rotation comes through as well. Antidote looking to back off from this. But look at this, Rawfuel having to keep positioning on the B site. Means quite a lot.
10 seconds left.
Oh, look at where Rossi's positioning himself.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Oh. 45 HP to work with. Not a lot, man. Don't really have a lot of safety cushion.
Nice play.
The stars align and Enigma Gaming
आज
will
जो भी
shine.
फाइनल
Another
जीतेगा वो
round in
पैकेज
their
जाएगा ना
pockets.
हाँ
Talk about Arsenal, man. Definitely all 5 players, stars. And then you have a biggest signing star in their arsenal, which is YB.
I think G needs roster change आ गया भाई दो VCT Masters जीतने वाला भाई bro that's chill bro I really don't like it when a person from my chat says all those stuff that the other people in all the other chats do, bro. I want my chat to be educated, man. I really want my chat to be educated and not pass comments like that. Truly sad.
Believe is what you really need, especially when it comes to team, and you gotta believe the IGL all the time. There's a reason why the IGL is making a call. There's a reason why he has the role IGL. But still, Hellranger on the B side, on the A side, a huge change. Last round we saw him on the B side, and now over here he's situated, located on A. Also, a little bit of change coming through from the side of Global Esports, just to try and switch things up for Enigma Gaming, just to try and catch him off guard. But look at this. A little one-way smoke. If Rafael decides to push this, Hellranger has his crosshairs trained, and he will shut Rafael down. Rafael as well being really proactive, not really making any mistakes. And here comes the wall. A side take will be there. Rossi has his crosshair trained, will find one. Hellranger to follow it through.
I didn't say anything wrong though, did I? Yeah, bro, that's obviously wrong, bro. What you said.
Beautiful snake bite disposal.
How can you decide if it?
flush
How
out of
can
his
you
face.
decide or pass a conclusion or a
RVK
statement
now
saying
trying
that a
underneath
particular
the
team
rack.
needs a roster change?
Has a lot of
Are
issues
we a
left,
part
but
of
he's
the
looking to
team?
be
No.
healthy.
Do we
Still
know
2
anything
on
about the
4.
synergy that
2-minute
they've
advantage for
been
Global
building
Esports.
upon? No.
Enemy remaining.
How can we? How
Stop
can we be
momentum
viable
that
for
Enigma
the
Gaming has
decisions
goals.
that they take, bro? That is wrong,
Answered it
my
with a
friend.
quick wall, but that's not going to help him out.
It's totally my opinion. Okay, bro. I'm sorry, bro. My bad. Have a good day. My bad, bro. Sorry. I apologize. Have a good day. Guy need a mental help? No, bro. He's correct. He said he used the word I think. I think I skipped that word. I think. My bad. I was too tired. I skipped that word. Trust the process. But I'm supporting Enigma. Bro.
Economy factor definitely there.
I want Enigma to win.
Technical pause, we saw that.
Not because I hate them. I hate these. I hate those. I just think.
Beautiful drone view from the
Who
observer.
doesn't
Shout
love
out to
an
the
underdog
observer
story,
behind
bro?
the scenes, doing a great job. But yeah, overall, Rafael able to dominate things on the side of Enigma Gaming. Then you have Reski Rossi as well, just top in the charts. Hellranger sticks to the A side. Rossi is going to left unleashed on the aggressive page. But this time intentions kind of changed from the side of Enigma Gaming. It seems like they want to hit the left
Bro,
side.
this guy is
Again,
always
still
getting
looks away
caught
the wrong
off
time.
different timing, bro.
At least he was able to find something with the way he was able to please look away. Resurrection comes through, and these should be 2 easy kills. Lightning Fast able to find 2 kills, but the problem is now he's isolated behind that wall.
Arre, Rasi!
One enemy remaining.
Oh!
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Pavin! क्या kills थे बे?
Poison orb emitting. I have the spike.
Arre, chill, bro. That I told I'm sorry also.
Mm.
Why are these guys going mute all of a sudden? I don't understand.
30 seconds left.
Why are the casters just going mute?
They're rotating. Oh my god, big mind games.
20 seconds left for this, and look at the mind games being played by Enigma RVK right here. He's out of the B side of the complete array of just ice and snow just for himself. But as you see, Hellranger does here, the plan coming in, Viper Spit coming in, but of no use currently as Enigma RVK gets off with the plan, and now he's left for playing the afterplan situation. He doesn't have his Viper orbs with him, so I don't know if a lineup will be much viable considering it's also a 1v2. But RVK is a man of his words, and I think he's not joking or he's not kidding right now. I think he's one of the most crisp aimers in the country right now, considering the skill with the sheriff. But look at this, the tap on the defuse comes in, but both of them get out of the Kappa, proving to be the better guy out of the duel as Kappa clutches it down. 3 rounds for Global Esports, while Enigma are down to 6.
They really wanted. Look
Whenever
at
they
their
cast,
faces.
there's a
Well,
lot of
finally little
saliva that
sigh coming
generates.
through. But Enigma Gaming having that 2-map lead over them, that's still going to keep them unsettled and paranoid. There's 2 quick kills. Yeah, over here. There's 2 quick kills, just left him isolated.
One enemy remaining.
There also. Is that a lineup for 500? और एक लेना था उधर. Oh, the Fnatic mid push.
There we go. 3 on 4. 2 players off the mark. And now another one follows it off the chart as well. Man advantage equalized. Ross finds another one.
Oh my-
Skills taken down as well. 2 quick kills to turn the tides in their favor. Again, to put a halt to the momentum that G was able to build for themselves, at least in a couple of rounds. And now RVK as well to follow it
You
through.
did it better, but you
Momentum
don't
shots,
understand the
momentum
whole
stopped,
perspective
and
of
again,
it, bro.
dreams
I
look
might
like
sound
they're
better
fading
because
away
I'm
for
just
Global
casting one
Esports.
round.
And I have to
They've
point
been
this
casting
out,
from
like,
3 hours
remember the
non-stop.
3-0 scoreline when Global Esports got one round? Enigma just decided to rush them at A, play around the Viper's pit, and just overwhelm them, not give them a second to settle into their momentum.
Yeah,
The same
technically
thing they
fit.
do here. As soon as Global Esports pull back
Last
one
Indians
round,
all
they
of
go
India
for
will
the
be
mid to
thankful,
be
not
rushed,
even
they
kidding, bro.
overwhelm them, and they take back that
I'm
momentum.
a very, very
Enigma
bad caster,
Gaming
bro.
are the
I've had my
definition
fair
of
share
what
of
we
bad
call
memories
a
while
team that
casting.
is
That's why I stopped
continuously
casting.
proactive.
But
Like
legit,
they
if I
are
want to cast
continuously
again, bro,
not
I'm
just
not
in
even
terms of the
kidding.
gameplay, but even in the
Casters make
macro
money,
sense,
bro.
where they're thinking ahead of their
Casters
opponents.
actually
They're
make good money,
continuously
bro.
trying to stay a
I
step
don't
ahead
mind
in
practicing
terms
and
of those
getting back into
defaults.
casting for
It's
money
paying
at
off
least, bro.
big time here
Because
now.
there are a lot of stuff that I need to pay
Indeed,
on.
paying off big
There's a lot of stuff I
times.
need to build up
7 to
on.
3 being the
There's a lot of
scoreline.
people I have to repay.
Look
Repay
at
as
that
in,
ball inbound,
those
a
people
beautiful
don't
ball
expect
just
me to repay
quickly
them anything,
flood
but
on
I
in
it's
mid.
my ethics to do so.
And
You
there we go,
understand?
mid to be over here. Peeks out skills, easily taken care of. Enigma Gaming raw fuel just being an absolute nightmare for Global Esports right now. He'll need to try and shut down the raw fuel card for Enigma Gaming and Excali as well. Even the raw fuel shut down, Excali's got his back. SK Rossi with the operator now, looking to shut the nightmare down that Enigma Gaming has built over them. Still a mountain to climb though. Even if Global Esports do manage to clutch this one out, I feel like they should just go for a little save and maybe try and close this half out like an 8-4.
Nice, sir, Saurabh.
Rossi doing
Mark,
exactly the
yeah.
same thing, opting out to save the op. Doesn't have any other chance. Doesn't have any other
thought Mark
options.
there,
Misses that shot, instantly moves back to safety.
Man, the reads here, the conditioning here from Enigma Gaming, they're playing Global Esports like a fiddle. They're spinning them like a top. Like the simple fact here in the last mid to be execute, they use that wall. They tried to get in aggressively. This time they just go for it with the wall already
I
placed
don't
on
know,
the
bro,
B side,
Dhanush.
and it doesn't give them much
Age, see,
cover with
bro,
the
age
Viper
comes
walls,
to
but it
matter
plays
when
mind games with Global
the
Esports.
player is not
Maybe
able to
there's gonna
track
be a
out.
split mid to be this time, instead of just a normal mid to be,
The
and Enigma
player
just
is
like,
not
no,
able to
no.
outperform
That's just
the
wall we've
opponents
used
in
because
any
we
means of the
conditioned
game,
you
and I
in
don't
believing
think that
every time we
until
use that
then
wall,
age
we
comes
take
to a
too long.
factor.
But no, this time we just use that wall and we go for the mid to be antidote, displaying a different level of IGLing here. I mean, I have to give credit to him for this especially because I do know for a fact, like mid-round, it's democratic, but pre-round, it's all anti.
Oh man, just that sage wall, yeah, as you mentioned beautifully, they realized how Global Esports defense is working, and now they're able to just breeze through that defense easily. That wall in the middle
Raw
was
fuel
just
देखो,
so key, and
मैच
instantly
पार
they're
में
able to
जाने
take
जाओ,
it
मैं तो
inside
पहले hair set
from
कर
mid
दूंगा.
to be. Raw fuel was just being a nightmare, was able to kick things off on that execution, and then
I'm so
Excalibur
happy
followed
for
it
this
up.
guy,
Two
bro.
star
Rexy, I'm
players
so happy for this guy, bro.
in those risky moves
The
can
things he
definitely
has
pay out.
gone
Even if
through in
one of the
every
star
team
players
that he
fall
used to
down, it's
play,
fine.
bro. I know
You
it,
do
bro.
know you've got the other player to
I'm
follow
just
it up.
happy for that one guy, bro.
And
What
this
do you
is
say,
what
Coach
Enigma
Steve?
Gaming is heavily relying off of.
A bit of a timeout, I think. allows Enigma Gaming to go for the
So, by the way, guys, I'm shifting my layout.
decision on how they
Do
want
the
to
coach
approach
call
this
the
fight.
timeout?
But
Coach
now
have the
decision
ability to
is
call a
clear
timeout as
and
well.
evident, Necro. It's going to be a hard A execute, but they're going to be perturbed by the fact that there is this Viper's pick coming out. Instead, just pulling out the Hunter's Fury, trying to hunt down Global Esports IGL. They haven't managed to tag him, though. And just like that, Enigma, they're going to have to take a step back. Ask Rexy to pull out the drone so they can spot out the Viper in the Viper's pit, shut her down, and then maybe go for the rotate. But what's key really right now is this drone needs to be broken by Skills. That's exactly what happened. Hellranger isn't spotted, only Skills is. So now Hellranger can push forward in the Viper's pit, try to surprise the heck out of Enigma.
But the
Surprise,
contest looks nice.
yeah,
Bro, yeah,
indeed.
bro. For
But
sure.
again, it's Enigma, man. They're not going to get surprised that easily. Look at
What the
the
fuck?
head her
That's
walk through.
22, re,
Just going
man.
for the orb. Still,
I'm
man, spot.
22, re.
Some huge balls to pull off something like that.
What do you guys play in the darkness, bro?
Another
Every
man in the back,
gamer
Hellranger
gets
now
used to
trying
it,
to be
bro,
a
at a
little
point of
proactive
time.
inside the Viper's pit, but it's just buying so much time.
Again, the mind games. Global Esports fully expecting Enigma to go for the rotate, especially look at mid. Anti-walled off mid. They're going to think he's going towards the mid area. Hellranger now caught off guard, but it doesn't matter. He still finds that first pick. And on the basis of that, all of GE now starting to rotate. The mind games did not matter at all. Hellrangers is able to shut them down, but the duels still go for Enigma. And now a 3v3 and the spike carriers dropped.
Spy carriers drop, Torte forcing down.
Enemy remaining.
Each and every single investment that they had is now being invested inside this game.
Enemy
Or inside this round. They really need this round. Excali with the Empress available. Taking a lot of damage from this shock darts. But it's fine. But Excali able to clutch it out. 4K.
Look at the
And oh my god, they already know. They already know that was a key round to win. And as soon as they won that, they already know this is pretty much a celebration
Look at
that
Ivy.
Enigma Gaming are having. YB as well. It's just he just has a neutral face no matter
No,
what.
he had it like
Round
half
Gali.
smirk, you know, like just half of his smile came through. They knew how insane that round was. Excali pulling off the clutch against the clock, right? So when there's 5 seconds left here, he goes for the plant, knows that he doesn't have time to back up. It's all about timing. It's all about game sense. It's all about that spidey sense. Excali knew when to peek rafters, pulls off the clutch.
9-3.
9-3, but nah, 9-3 curse is not real anymore. Not against
The
Enigma
skills getting
Gaming,
timed
only when
very
they're
bad, bro.
behind 9-3. Or again, or when a team is playing VLT.
No, just watch
PLT
this.
को target
Just
मत
use
करो
that.
रे CA.
The curse is gonna take it personally. Enigma Gaming moving pretty aggressive. Raw fuel again on the offense here. Gets spotted. It's fine. Hellranger backing off. But they've got a beautiful crossfire setup. Rossi will take care of the man. Oh! Beast will take care of another beast. Excali able to just get his armor back up, able to heal himself back up, but it doesn't matter. Global Esports, they're just stacking up bodies on top of each other.
Doing 28 so good, are
Maybe Excali could have dismissed out of there, but I understand the confidence flowing in him after that insane clutch and the lovely
Hi,
headshot.
class. Thanks for dropping
Now,
by, yaar.
Global Esports starting to
Ninja.
find their way onto A, where Rexy is holding down right next to the sandwich.
आपका सिम हो गया?
Rexy gonna sneak on into this gen area. I think he got spotted out, so that's the end.
Enemy remaining.
Oh man, lining fast.
Screen down.
Rexy shut down. Enigma Gaming, the last hope alive to
Lol,
get this
bro.
pistol round in their hands, but still
Spike
next to
planted.
impossible. Going up against 4 of the players of Global Esports, but Enigma Gaming, they are able to put on a show. Maybe there's a little hope that he will just be able to pull off this clutch. Now, maybe not so.
You can see for all of these players how important this is. Game face is on. Professionals indeed, but I don't think you can still say that the 9-3 curse is real, because remember, even in the last map, GE, they won the pistol, they won the anti-eco. But as soon as Enigma get their buys back, they were able to pull it back. So for GE, the true test is going to be the bonus that comes after the anti-eco. And even in the anti-eco, whether they can save enough weaponry to make sure that they get that bonus coming through. And talking about weaponry, Rossi going for that Vandal now. This is a double-edged sword, Necro, where he could completely just carry the round for GE on the basis of that Vandal. But just in case, he drops it to someone in Enigma.
Yeah.
Velvet is annoying to.
High risk.
It's annoying to play Astra on pug level gameplay. Pug level gameplay itself, bro. So it's obviously annoying to play it in the competitive play. One more kill from Excali and it's going to be insane.
Through Enigma Gaming, what's going on? How are they able to line up bodies like that? Global
My
Esports,
day isn't
something's going
completed.
wrong
That's coming
here.
in a stream.
They need to try and fix it. Rossi's still alive, so and that's what all they need. Man, Rossi's the man who has the handle, who has the vandal in his hand. Okay.
Lacking
got the
timing.
handle on
Bro,
his
timing is
vandal.
not.
Trying to
Let's go.
What's CA coming into the
Hit him with the
funds, bro?
sandal.
slap him with the sandal would be better, I think.
As a G fan, I literally
hey,
felt we'll
talking
be
about damage, though,
but
right?
today
Enigma, they've
just
already
proved
managed to
us.
drop 2 weapons. Now, granted,
We
only
can
4
think
weapons
whatever
were
we
invested
want,
for
bro.
GE,
Thoughts
so
are free.
they need at
It's
least
all
one
cool,
more
bro. It's
before
all
they
cool,
can
brother.
deny the bonus, and it doesn't look like Hellranger or GE want to
Appa
allow that
chilla
to
kyun
happen.
raha
Heal does come through for Anti, so
Appa chilla raha hai.
here Rexy, I don't think he needs to wait for his teammate really, because if they are purely playing for that damage factor, it comes down to those lineups now. He's not going to expect that it's a nest plant. Instead, going for the standard default shock dodge.
He didn't do the default.
Rossi able to get the nest
That
plant
wasn't
down,
the
dash
default
out
shock
there,
dodge. It was
and
aimed
that
up.
should be the end of any damage done by Enigma. Global Esports in a very comfortable position now.
One enemy
They did in
remaining.
comfy spot, and now Rossi as well, giving them a little bit of more comfort space. And Hellranger to close things out on that round. Global Esports, maybe they're able to stop a momentum here. Let's just find out. Moving inside the next round, this is where if they're actually able to play off a bonus, that's what will really matter for them.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about how important this round is for the side of GE. It's not just about winning this round. Well, yeah, ideally you want that win, but as long as you're able to obliterate Enigma's economy at the end of this round, it makes sure Rafael doesn't get his hands on his operator. You saw on Bind how influential that was. You saw on Haven how influential that was. Rafael on an operator is another beast altogether. But hold on for a second right now, because he's got the rifles, he's got his co-duelist ready to push in. But he heard the shots coming in from Hellranger, and that's going to hold him for a second. The Lear trying to push out right here, but almost giving the information that we push mid, so now they have to step back. The map control that they got given away, but on the other side, GE, they got Belong for themselves, and they're going to use that to execute.
There we go. Belong control, yeah, as you mentioned, right in their hands. Wiper wall
The
as well.
disappointment on Bathura face whenever Necro says
Something's
something.
holding them back.
No, bro, he's a very good
Look
caster.
at that anti-wall, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's walled in the area right in front of the spike plant, so they can't wall off the standard spike and try to go for the plant.
Oh my
Anti
God.
with the
this
big
is brilliant. Oh, this is so brilliant. Yeah, Antidote just having that brilliant and clever plays on his back in his arsenal. Now is able to at least buy a decent amount of time off of from that. RBK right there as well, getting actually shutting the enemies down. Enigma Rawfield being pretty aggressive in the spot that he's found himself in. Excali, as always, just right behind Rawfield. It's like a chain of kills that are starting to follow up now.
Nice.
Enigma, they're able to just put a stop to
Oh
Global
my
Esports
God.
on the second half as well. And YB, he just knows. Look at the confidence YB has right now. He trusts in his team.
How is
No
that
idea,
so
bro.
chill?
Dhanush, legit
He
no
just
idea, bro.
giga-headed Global Esports. He just galaxy-brained Global Esports. Preempting that wall, understanding that as soon as this duelist had to use the Lear towards that mid area, they would have to, like, if they don't get a fight, which Global Esports isn't going to give them, they have to just give up mid control. And the ideal response for GE is to then use their B wall and execute onto
bro,
the side.
normal hai,
And
bro,
Andy's
sab
like, "Alright, you
yaar."
can execute onto the side, but you
सच
cannot
में वो
plant in
नॉर्मल
that
है
easy position.
उतना
That wall
अच्छा
was just
प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड है
absolutely
उतना अच्छा
nuts.
प्ले
Andy,
नहीं है ब्रो
what a
सच
god.
बता रहा हूँ प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड पे you can compliment him on the presence of mind he has but वो
I was like
normal
God
वाली है
amongst
bro
Radiance.
Radiant God. Anyways, 10-5 being the scoreline. Enigma Gaming clearly having a huge lead. 5 rounds leads is insane. And while mental damage is definitely present, the Global Esports, for them to try and bounce back from this will be a little tough. Snake bites.
who's YB Enigma's
practice
coach
play, but still
YB.
RBK doesn't really have a lot of
Lucas
info
YB
to
Groening if I'm
make
not
something
pronouncing
like
his
that
name wrong I know the first name is
I
Lucas
like how Enigma
Not
Gaming
sure
are
the last
also
name
giving
is
Global Esports
pronouncing
their
it right.
time. They're like, all right, go ahead, take your time with the executes. We're not going to try to pressure you, but when they do try to make the execute happen, there's just somehow, one way or the other, they're able to like just create some nuisance.
Look at this, Excali on this screen's angle, this vertical screen's angle, ready to just shut someone down. Zeke has played this angle for G2,
Done,
not
bro,
Ascend
Zeke.
Zeke, G2
Sorry,
Zeke,
bro,
so many times where
not
all
reply.
he wants is a kill
Sorry,
as soon
really
as they
sorry,
entry,
bro.
and
Not
then he can
taking
dismiss on
bro.
and jump on out of
Maaf
here.
karo.
And it's such a good angle to play on, but right now it's not going to matter because
30
look at
seconds
Skills' position. He's got yellow for his team, and he's calling for the
But
rotation.
के लिए
He
तो
wants
अच्छी
the
है.
B plant, but Rafuel has
अरे
an
यार
idea.
आप तो
Necro.
कैसे डिमोटिवेट कर जाते हैं यार खुद को ऐसा कुछ नहीं
Rafuel
है
has an
भाई
idea, and
तो
Enigma
यार
Gaming.
क्या यार
Again, getting the kill chain started.
Poison's
Oh
off.
my god, Planter is down.
Yup, 13 seconds left in the clock. Spike needs to be planted. Global Esports feeling that sweat coming through right now. It's all down to SK Rossi, but still, the time's not going to be his friend in these moments. And YB finally giving a lot of claps and cheering his team up. Let's go. The destination's not that far away anymore.
Not that far away anymore, indeed, Necro. They can see the light at the end
सो
of
जा
the
बतूरा नहीं
tunnel.
रहे
They
एंड होने
can
के बाद
see the
पीसी
result
क्लीन
of
करना
all
है
of the
कोई
hard
पूरा
work they put in,
ये जगह
not
क्लीन
just
करना है रे
during this tournament, but like in the past 2 months, ever since YB came on, in the past 1 month, ever since Excali came on, they can see the finish line, the ribbons, the trophy. Okay, not the trophy. They still have to go a bit more further for that. But definitely a bit of relaxation before they get back into the groove for the Grand Finals playoffs. But hey, let's not count their chickens before they hatch. They still need 2 more rounds, and let's see if G can make them work for it, because right now, Enigma, they are cruising. And Rafael still not opting to go for the operator. Quite interesting, almost like he wants to play aggressively.
The trophy now should be visible with a microscope. And look at this, Rossi looking to slice those skulls open. Head Ranger as well. Oh, trades happening back and forth. 5-11 being the scoreline. This is the only time they can try and make something happen. Global Esports, SK Rossi being shut down. That Blaze-Storm's out the game now. Rafael, his chance to make some stylish plays happen. Go for those splashy plays. Rafael, you can make them happen. Just lightning fast, finding that spam, connecting all those bullets on the enemy. And now RVK left in a clutch situation. He's able to clutch some moments out today. And why not? He can make it happen again. Why not? Just go for it. Drop-off sound given away. Man was quite low. Held Ranger did not really expect a lot from him, for sure. Wiper's Pit taken care of now. Resurrection coming through. And SK Rossi instantly being shut down. Questionable play from Lightning Fast.
I think meant to be used as a bait so he can buy more time. Just trying to play on that time factor. I actually really like that Resurrection. And because of that, like Lightning Fast just dancing around him, pulling off that win for Global Esports. And it was Lightning Fast who shut down Rafael in the first place. The reason I laughed when Lightning Fast shut down
not that
Rafael,
bro
like the moment, like right here,
Bro, today I
the
have
moment
diarrhea,
you
bro.
said
Loose motion, like,
Rafael
that,
can
like,
go
10
for some
times
flashy
today.
plays, he tries to
There's no
spray with the
energy in the
Vandal
body,
into
man.
Viper's Pit.
That's why I'm really sorry. I
Therefore, the
apologize.
Bullet Tracer's giving away his location and he dies. Caster Curse, very much real, my friends. But what astounds me even more is that when Rafael was pushing across that rope, the dude decided he had the time to inspect his Vandal. Like, the cojones. I would be terrified out of my mind if I'm pushing in a 3v3 retake on the rope right now. He's like, let me just look at my Vandal, and then when someone turns up, I'm going to pop them. No worries.
Indeed, man. They're just vibing inside the lobby. Look, I do understand the competitive aspect is there, but sometimes being serious all the time cannot really work out, right? You also get you also need to crack some jokes here and there. You also need to have a fun time. And if you're not having fun competing, if you're not having fun doing anything that you're doing, then why are you doing it? You got to question yourself twice.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit, that sucks. Yeah,
For
shit,
these teams, it's really going to come down to finding that answer to the question that you mentioned. Like, how exactly do you break each other down? Because right now, Enigma still in a great position despite losing those rounds. And I want to remind you guys about how Enigma usually responded in the first half after Global Esports was able to pick up a round. This time, though, maybe not able to do that. So what I was talking about is the aggressiveness with which they approach the round immediately after a loss. This time with 2 sheriffs on their players, maybe not able to do the same, but that's not going to stop Rafael. Spots the trademark trap. I don't think he's going to expect Lightning Fast to be right here. Going to get caught off by Lightning Fast and instantly taken down, but the wall is there and the revive will be there too.
Yep, Resurrection coming into play. Operator in close ranges. Not really a huge fan of that, but still, if you're able to connect those shots, can lead to some flashy plays. Antidote trying to do exactly that, and oh no, with that scan, he's also being isolated. Shock darts inbound, snake bites as well there. He will get finally spammed and taken out the game. 1 minute left in the clock, time's ticking. Time's running away from the hands just like it's
First
saying.
right, I just said
And now SK Rossi realizing,
TC,
Global Esports
not
realizing
win.
clear man
VCC
advantage in
still
their
we can
hands.
play, bro. You can register.
They will have to try and surpass through RVK. RVK with the Sheriff can make a lot of damage happen for sure, but it's fine. A trade there to get the side control, it's worth it. Spike planted, 37 seconds left in the clock. Global Esports will also get the spike planted, and now Lightning Fast trying to get this wall down. Final man alive, and a teammate to close things out. And you can clearly do see on Rex Dream's faces, man. On Rex Dream's face, he is not happy with what's going on here.
Yeah, possibly.
He heard me and he just left.
Like, why are you looking at my face? Wait, there's a face cam.
EG will win, nah? I want to win.
Wait. 11-7, and if I remember correctly, this is where Enigma changed the pace. I mean, 11-8, around this scoreline when they had the bye right after. So, again, a crucial round here for the side of GE. It is just an eco for Enigma, but a crucial round in the sense that GE, they want to make sure it doesn't devolve into a brawl. They want to make sure that it doesn't devolve into a street fight. And hey, it's a good shout getting out that Blade Storm early, because in an eco, the Blade Storm is your only real threat.
Here.
Blade
Well,
Storm.
that and anti-sheriff.
Very.
Overall, Sheriff being just held by any of the players in the lobby can be a huge threat. You do not just want to gift the skulls like that. 7-11 being the scoreline. And still a lot of time in the hands of GE to try and spare if they want to. An antidote looking to crack the skull open, but no, instead it's Lightning Fast able to connect those suppressive bullets onto him.
I have the spike.
Shock dart inbound. Wall will be inbound. Easy plant coming through. And easy there, Soldier. Really being aggressive. Rexy puts the Soldier down. Knocked off the way now. 3-on-3 situation.
They need to wait for RVK. He can set up the Viper Spit, and they could just go for the Ninja Diffuse on the basis of that, with the Hunter's Fury to cut off the angles that they can push it in with. The spot comes in from the drone. The Hunter's Fury now with a tag on Hellranger, but not a kill. He's able to bunny hop on out of there, but they still get the frags. This was an eco round, Necro, for RVK. He's like, Viper Spit? Nah, I don't need that. I'm gonna just pop some heads, finish it off right here. Match point for Enigma Gaming. You can see
YB's impressed.
even he's impressed.
Why be so fucking impressed?
Of course, for sure. This is the I think so. Second time I've seen some expressions on that man's face. He's just able to keep that cool, calm, collected face all the time. But yeah, man. Somehow Enigma, they're just able to destroy Global Esports. And somewhere down line, Global Esports chances for qualifying the grand finals of the VCC as well are fading away. Will Enigma Gaming take out the defending champions of VCC of last year's and just look ahead to create a history? This round will be the guess of that.
If G do they get associated with the Q1 curse? They are the defending champions, but they lost in Q1 grand finals last time around as well. It's quite an interesting narrative, I think, in that regard. But right now, skills. Interesting lurk position.
And they can feel that they're the best team, bro. That is the feeling that no professional player could take to his mind. Even though you're winning tournaments, the professional player's mindset should be that he or she is the worst team in the world. They can have confidence, but there's a very thin line between confidence and overconfidence.
He's completely alone, and if if GE actually decide to execute onto this site like they are right now, it's gonna come down to how much damage Rexy can do.
Wall being shredded to pieces by Antidote. Just all you need to do is just hit the left click, and that's what exactly he does. Rawfield finds him. 3-on-4 man advantage available, and now it's neutralized. Well, equalizing the man advantage. Rexy also gets a scan onto Rossi. Rossi position given away. Rexy looking to take out Rossi. A fadeaway shot comes through, but Rossi catches a dink, and now will be shut down by Excali. Left in a 1-on-2 situation to clutch. Enigma looking to make the history happen. Looking to take down the defending champions.
Enigma actually showed what improvement is
Global
compared to
Esports,
last
a lot of
time.
emotions tied for them as well for this, but no.
Hats off.
They're able to stay alive for just another round.
Thank you for the $5, Abradip.
Maybe more.
What the hell?
Because right now, Global Esports, they're personifying their hashtag GE fighting, staying alive. And now I've got the fighting, the staying alive song stuck in my head. But hey, coming back to the map in itself, it's getting real intense because you can see, even though Enigma, they have a significant lead, that's only in the scoreline. In terms of the economy, every single round is going down to the wire. It's going down to 1v1s and 2v2s, so their economy has never been built up. So now they're being forced onto an eco. Raw trying to move ahead. He just gets shut down, and GE, look at skills. He's so aggressive on his lurks.
It did, man. Just silencing the rookie. Skills follows it up. Global Esports finally seems like the vision's getting a little bit more clearer. 8 rounds on the board, looking to get the 9th one as well in their hands. Lifeline is what they really need in these moments. And well, Rossi not really checking that. RVK just so lucky with the positioning. Was able to fade himself away with the wall, and now is he going to be going for the save? That's what I really want to find out. He has the Viper's Pit available. That means next round.
Is there any chance again for VLT? Yeah, bro. Qualifier 2 is there, bro.
Huge
Qualifier 2
advantage.
is
But
there.
on the other hand, Global Esports have a resurrection.
Yeah, but as the defense, that Viper's Pit can go a long way. Right now, though, I think he needs to look for some exit frags and finds exactly that with Lightning Fast. Hellranger on a completely different side of the map needs to come back to his team soon, because right now, if he gets another frag, he might as well go for the retake right here. The trademark definitely slowing him down to a certain extent. Gonna set up for the pipes, another snake bite right here. Does he just go for the ninja diffuse?
Oh my god, is he gonna go for that?
Oh my god.
Oh, he's going for it indeed. Cap out, no.
Balls on this guy, bro.
That's what we like to see. Just sliding through, like
you and
Neon,
me,
and getting that kill on
we're
the
like
ropes.
brothers.
I'm excited
Hopeful
to
for
see Neon
C now,
sliding through
cold
the
sweat
maps here.
smile.
Oh man, I'm excited to see the future as well. I want to see how she's going to be playing in competitive, because Neon player has to be a complete W key player. There's no way. It's just going to stop pressing W.
But talking about W key players, Skill so damn aggressive with his lurks. It's almost like there was a lock on him before these rounds, which has been completely unlocked because they're facing off against match point. And he's just going on forward again and again, just creating space for his team, even though he's playing a sentinel in the chamber. This time, though, much more defensive as SK Rossi becomes the one to try and find some space. The recon will make him invest his dash, and now, even though the drone clears out B-Long, notice that the Raw Fuel is playing an extremely defensive op angle. The wall will block his sight, but he could just as easily go back to that snowman position and play with it on the edge of it, try to catch someone on the top of
Wild card
B-Long.
kuda undiga undu bro wild card
wall
undi
blocks
ani
aside,
wild
but
card
she's
ki
still
eltaniki
trying to
you
fight.
need to be a finalist in
9
Qualifier 1 or
another
Qualifier
round
2.
If they do get it on the board, that'll be huge. Antidote able to catch skills. Resurrection instantly available. Trying to spam through, trying to get the spam connection through, but no. Chamber still able to stay alive on a sliver of health. Moves out the Viper's Pit, and Antidote being shut down. Or actually, Antidote shutting down SK Rossi. A huge frag. And the Antidote looking to make this retake happen. The Viper's Pit is just getting so much side control for Global Esports. The Viper's Pit is being a huge problem, and Cop able to follow up with 2 massive frags. Antidote looking to trying his best
They're not
to do
giving up,
something,
man.
but
When
no,
again, it
it's
starts
just
tomorrow, bro.
clutch pot coming through.
I feel like Enigma really need to go back to that Viper's Pit. As you said, in this round for GE, it was the Viper's Pit causing such a big nuisance, despite Anti getting an early kill and forcing the resurrection and getting another in this 5v3, 5v4 itself. They couldn't force it because of the side denial that the Viper's Pit offers you. So right now, I really do think Enigma need to go back to what they have in terms of those ultimates. Now they have the Viper's Pit, they have the resurrection, and all they need is 1 round in the bag. If they can use that Viper's Pit to anchor down one side entirely and play a 3-stack or a 2-stack on the other side with 1 player watching that mid angle, I think it offers them a lot more of that, a lot more in terms of the agency in which they like to play. Like similarly to Bind, where they like to play disciplined, they like to hold the angles that they initially started
comeback
on.
ho sakta
That
bro,
can
for
give them
sure
the
ho sakta
solution and maybe get them the win, because GE, they are clawing back that lead, Necro. It's 12-10, just 2 more rounds to overtime.
for sure
2
ho
more
sakta
rounds
hai,
to
bro.
tie it up, yeah. They're slowly and steadily climbing back up, but you also do see YB giving a
Can
lot
GE
of
play in
chatter to his
Qualifiers 2? I
teammates,
think
especially
yes.
mostly
I think
Antidote.
yes. I
You
think
see
yes.
him shaking his head.
Hi bro. Wait,
Do wanna
is
see
that
what kind of
Diana
direction
or
he's working, able to
Diana?
see
Regardless.
after that huge
Hello,
chatter
welcome to
coming
the
through.
stream.
And again, just
So-
people that are joining in, if you guys haven't really
Comeback
caught up
ho
with the
sakta hai,
scoreline,
guys. There is a
2
chance.
maps in the favor of Enigma Gaming, 1 maps in the favor of Global Esports. So currently, tides heavily favoring Enigma Gaming. Enigma Gaming looking to make a history happen, taking down the defending champions of VCC. One more round, man. One more round and one more map to secure this win.
Yeah, and they are going for an eco in this round, so most likely gonna go down to the wire in that 12-11 round where both teams are gonna bring everything they got. You can see Hellranger, his t-shirt even personifies it. Just bring it. He's most definitely bringing it in this map, trying to find his team back into this round. So we'll have to see. In this round, what I really want to see from Enigma Gaming is an ability to shut down a bit of the confidence that GE seems to have gotten back, with skills going for the aggressive lurks, with a lightning fast able to find much more aggressive angles to peek from and fight from. That confidence, it didn't seem like GE had it in the first half of this map. So if you're able to shut that back down again, I think it will give them
Last
a
match, if
crucial edge
Enigma
going
wins,
into
right?
that 12-11 round where they will need to secure it in the bag or just fight for overtime.
It's hard, man. This is so close and intense that it's actually getting my brain, like it's just making my brain lag. I feel like I have 1000 ping on my brain right now. But yeah, pretty much a proactive play as well coming in from the side of Enigma. There is one more man right and left. Are they well aware of what's going on there? It's the chamber. It's skills. Skills still expecting maybe an aggressive behavior coming out from the side of Enigma. Enigma, they're just posted up with these sheriffs. If Skills peeks out, he will have to take care, but still he's able to isolate it. But it doesn't matter. Excali's really quick with his gun, and he will connect the skull. And well, now it's 10-12, as you mentioned, the scoreline.
They actually invest the Viper's Pit, so interesting decision right here, because now they're not going to have it for that next full buy round, and GE just happy to walk past it, isolate Rexy, take him down, but okay, he finds it.
Why did they?
It's not going to be enough though. I'm really questioning that decision there. I don't think
Why did they put
Viper's Pit in an eco round, Necro.
Excali has his Empress available. I want to see, is he going to be investing the Empress too?
Can anyone say how well distance will go to SP if they win VCC Qualifier 2?
But still has a Lear available, has a decent amount of utility in general. Can go for this clutch for sure. Beautiful snake bite to try and make sure Excali is not able to cross over. Beautiful heal coming through. Pretty much back on max HP. He can pop the Empress now. They line up, and Excali somehow is able to clutch that. And guess what? This is Enigma Gaming who take down the defending champions, Global Esports, and they have made a history. Look at Antidote, man. It's hard for him to believe.
Hold on. 9-3, 8-3. 8-3 was the score line. Last round of the first half, Excali found the clutch. Last round of the second half, it's the same man. It's the new man. Excali took down his former team, will now take down the defending champions. He's coming for that VCC trophy, baby. Enigma Gaming with the win. What a clutch. Take a bow, Excali.
Exactly, just taking down the defending champions, writing their name in the history. And wow. All I can say is just wow. 3-1, what's the scoreline? Man, I'm left speechless here.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I can't sit down, but I have to sit down because the camera is going to come to us soon. And I can't stop moving around. Excali just pumped me up. Like, you could, exactly the same. Look at Rexy, his heart. He's telling you, like, all of the players are like, oh my god, no, because they all have to be feeling the Viper's Pit's gone. They're coming back. Is the 9-3 curse real? Excali be like, calm, my friends. I got this. I got this.
Man, they just line up in the end, and Excali, man, he's not going to give up on those lineups like that. Wow. I genuinely thought it's going to be pretty much next to impossible to make that clutch happen, but still Excali having a lot of confidence in himself, having a lot of confidence that he can make those clutch plays happen, and that's what he exactly goes for, able to clutch it out. And now Enigma Gaming are your first team who have booked their slots in the grand finals of the VCC.
Oh, and this is gonna hurt because, again, a 1v3 similar to, it really hurts me to say this, but the APAC LCQ match against F4Q, where a 1v3 almost, I mean, not almost, ended that map and the series for them. Again, a 1v3, Excali with that spray control. It was a 4K even in the 8-3 round. It was a 4K again here.
I legit feel so happy.
Excali on Reina just laughing his way to the grand final playoffs. What a beast.
Cause you and
That's
me,
what I call a game
we're
face
like
moment right
brothers.
there. 1 on 3 to
So
clutch it
happy.
out and also just
Take
end
a
the day
bow,
on a
sir.
star.
Hands clapping.
Oh
Everybody
boy, but
yaar.
still, Global
So good,
Esports
I
being the
swear,
defending
cat,
champions, ladies and gentlemen, do not hate on them. They deserve each and every single piece of respect.
Why
They
even
were
pick
the
before
one
that? It
who
was a
won previous
coordinated
time. Keep this in mind.
two
They
double
still
pick,
have
but
2 more chances in the future, so there's
lucky
no
bro.
reason to hate on
Legit,
Global
man. What?
Esports. They give it all they had, but Enigma Gaming is just one of those teams that no one expected to dominate, and they're able to do so. So Enigma Gaming definitely
Lazura
have
calling us
won my
bookie.
heart,
No,
have
bro. I
won
was
every
calling
single
Kali and
person's heart in the chat, but it doesn't mean you start hating on the other team. Each and every
They
single
pick my call up.
player, each and every single team
As
has
in,
given
why
their
will they pick
valiant
my call
effort.
up? As
Each
in,
and every single team that has played in the
the
India
celebrity.
Q1 deserves your respect.
Cause
So
you and
please do
me,
not go for hate.
we're like
On the other hand, let's take a
brothers.
look at the scoreboards. SK
Sorry
Ross is
for this
clearly
one,
leading
I
David.
the
bumped
charge
my
on the
knee
side.
excitement
I
May
don't
rolling on the
Best
floor,
player
laughing
in the
rolling on the
half.
floor,
David
laughing rolling on the
Kelly
floor,
and
laughing
Loffield
move
just
Lowry.
taking the show.
Both the pros
Absolutely, Necro, and I couldn't have said it better. You know, especially about
fought
the
all
fact
those and
that
now you won it.
these teams, this
Congrats,
is not
let's
the end
see.
of their journey, and the fans need to understand that. Like, I feel like even after yesterday, a
Zula
lot of
mark
VLT
people.
fans heartbroken. After today, a
Alright
lot of
guys,
GE
मैं
fans
जाता हूँ रे.
heartbroken. Well, it's